Yeah.
like 3-4 months ago or something like that.
Okay, so that was before the beef cracked off.
Yeah,
I
it
feel
was,
like-
it was kind of kindling at that point.
Where are you at with him right now? Are you guys still? Is it
I
still a
don't
grudge
know.
match?
I refused to post a happy birthday post for him, so
Did you not do it?
I was not. It happened on the day of I was dealing with a lot of stuff, so I wasn't in the mood to post anything positive that day.
Wait, but did you repost anybody else?
No one tagged
okay.
me in anything or whatever. What do you mean, like repost someone else's birthday post?
Wait, I thought you meant it was your birthday.
No,
He told
it
you
was
happy
Trevor's
birthday.
birthday recently. Did you say
Was
happy
it?
birthday?
I didn't even know.
At least I knew.
Well, listen, like okay,
But
Trev,
he wasn't here, to be fair, so you kind of had like a good way to not acknowledge it.
one, Trevor wasn't here, and then two,
And for everybody at home, AD is on the way. Don't worry.
AD is on the way. We will kick Yuri off.
This white
immediately.
man will have to leave us soon.
But look. So Trevor wasn't here, and then also I don't have an Instagram, so it's not like I see everybody posting "Happy Birthday, Trev," and I fucking just skip past it. Oh, sorry, did I?
Ah!
You have a Finsta, you
It's all
liar.
good.
Okay. No, I do have a like sneaky Finsta, but I don't even use it.
A sneaky
know?
Finsta.
Yeah,
You got a sneaky Finsta?
yeah. Like I really use it to keep up with like clothing and sneaker related stuff for Disconnected on Thursdays 6 p.m.
See, there's different tiers of Finsta though, because I have a Finsta that I just literally don't post on at all, and I only use it to lurk ops
To
and
lurk
like
ops
you know
that have you blocked.
girls where I don't want them to know that I'm looking at their story, like some girl I knew 10 years ago, and I'm kind of like glancing at her profile once in a while, you know, and I would just feel creepy if she knew that I was
Yeah.
even slightly interested in what she has going on. You know?
You always had that kind of complex, I feel like.
Yeah, because you're the worst. Because I hit him up, and I'm like, yo, this girl did X, Y, and Z to you and I's privates
Bum bum.
back in the day. We just talked about this. I can't talk about this
Yeah, I
again.
know.
But yeah,
No, I
I don't
know,
know.
bro.
Like something just, it's so interesting. Like, bro, when I log into Facebook and I just see some girl that I was talking to like 15 years ago, and I'm still friends with her on there, and I can just see
Like
how
the downward trajectory of her life.
usually
Oh, God.
downward. Like, you know, sometimes you look at a girl that I used to see at the club in Hollywood like 10 years ago, and I'm like, wow, she's like a real meth head now.
Or like, oh, I thought you was gonna say like a real mom, or like
and
a
that
real
too.
upstanding
That's
person.
like best case scenario. Is like mom is best case scenario, and meth head is kind of like worst case scenario,
What's
or dead. But I would never even know.
Yeah, I don't have a Finsta, but I have like an old IG account that I used to use for like weed stuff, and I started posting skateboarding stuff on my new one.
Were
And
you
sometimes,
lurking on that fence that you're.
and sometimes like I have gone to my old account, and I'll just see that the friends that I saw posting shit 7 years ago, they're still posting and doing the same shit, and I'm like, oh my god,
Or they're still posting like.
they're still going to the same places, doing the same things. I'm just like, holy shit, they
It's
haven't moved on yet. I don't know.
Like, think about all the people in Hash Brown Town. They probably are running the same vibe every weekend. Like,
Still
you know?
go to the mall.
When's the last time
Probably
you been to the
not.
mall? Pensacola?
For me, no, I go to the mall with my girl like here and there. But we don't go to the mall so much as we just go to Rodeo.
I forgot Mr. Fancy
I
over
know,
here,
right?
Mr. Baller.
I'm
It's
excited.
closer to our house. It's like got the kind of shit we want to go to. I want to go to Saks Fifth. They don't have that at the mall.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, it depends on what mall you go to.
Right.
There's definitely a Saks Fifth in like the Galleria or something.
Is there?
I'm excited for this
or the
Hash Brown Town video that
Oh
No
my
Jumper No
God.
Context is making.
What's
What do you
going on
mean?
with him?
I don't know. I just keep seeing him posting like filming here, filming there. You're a real one if you know this
I'm
spot.
not gonna lie, I'm super
and I'm thinking
excited.
like, are you gonna shed a tear when you watch this video?
Yes.
like,
I'm
fucking
already crying thinking about it.
Wait.
No,
memories.
okay, so basically,
Explain.
one of our amazing meme/fan pages.
Shout out
is-
to all of them, by the way.
What is it? No Jumper.
No context?
Underscore no
No context.
Yeah,
context.
I think that's it exactly.
Okay. If you search who I follow on Instagram and you type in no jumper,
It'll
you'll
come up.
find it. And it's not the account that says no jumper, but it's basically a dude who lives literally within like 5 or 10 minutes of where me and Josh grew up. And he had already started a no jumper fan page. And then once we all started like appreciating the clips that he would surface, we tapped in a little bit more, started talking in the DMs. He lets me know I actually live in Merrimack, which is the town right next to Hash
What?
Brown Town. And he said, I was thinking maybe I'll do a video where I go all around Nashua and show all of the different scenic places that you grew up around. So he's literally posting behind the scenes photos on his story of like him outside of my elementary school. And
How
like,
the fuck does he know this
I
information?
know.
well, I told him that.
Oh,
okay.
you gave him
Yeah.
like an itemized list of like things.
And it's like a
things he used
2-mile
to do.
long town, right? It's
Yeah,
like
I
not
know,
very
right?
big.
2 miles, my ass. 80,000 people. That's a pretty good crowd.
Goddamn.
I feel like 80,000 people live in like my apartment complex.
Yeah, probably. It's not much to shake your head at out here. But I mean, in general, I'm super excited to see it. And it's like I don't know. Who knows? Maybe that guy's talented, and maybe he could end up doing. Because the thing is this is how he got into my high school, is because his mom works there.
Oh wow.
He's literally tapped in.
I
He's
wonder if like if you went to school with his mom or something like that. If you know his relatives or anything
I'm
like that.
so like if he's like 18, I'm a solid 20 years older than him.
You probably
so.
know his older brother or something, or older sister or some shit.
This is the thing about me in Hash Brown Town is that I don't remember anyone
God
or
damn.
anything. It's been way too long.
You know what I just thought about? Maybe you smashed his mom, and that's actually your illegitimate child.
And this is his way of revealing it to me.
Yeah, he's like
through the
trying
documentary?
he's trying to lurk his way back into your life.
I'm pretty sure that he's in the editing process right now, but that like on next week's episode, we'll be able to actually watch the video and react to it, which is really exciting.
I think he should
damn.
take this whole video concept to Netflix and just make it a whole.
You should get your
series.
mom's like home videos and make like a Kanye documentary.
Oh my god!
I don't have home videos, unfortunately. My
Oh,
parents were
damn
too
it.
stupid to figure out how to use a video camera. Literally, like I don't have any video of me as a kid at all.
Damn.
Are you joking?
None.
Well, I don't really have any videos either. I have just a bunch of pictures.
Yeah,
but my mom
pictures.
wasn't a big tech person either.
Right.
So that makes sense.
But it's weird to think that my kid will be able to watch like infinite videos of her playing around throughout her entire life.
For real.
Literally from the moment she was born.
And then me, on the other hand, is like, I remember one time I went to my aunt's house and I saw one clip of me sitting in the back seat of my parents' car, and we were leaving their house in Pennsylvania, and they were filming, and you can just see me sitting in the back seat of the car crying.
What the fuck are you crying about?
I was sad because I was going to miss my cousins.
Oh.
I know.
How old were you?
6 or something, maybe?
You definitely seem like a big cousin guy. Like you were fucking playing wrestling with all the cousins in the backyard. And
They
Hash
call
Brown
me
Town.
cousin all day, and we ain't even cousins. Or they call me Cuff.
What song is that?
Rebel.
Oh yeah.
R.I.P.
Man.
Yeah, so they're filming a whole fucking Hash Brown Town documentary.
The Hash Brown Town documentary is coming soon, so I'm very excited about that. Everybody follow No Jumper, No Context, because they've been going crazy.
Follow No Jumper memes.
Yep.
Wait, who's the one that keeps compiling the freestyles and putting them the beats over?
I do fuck. Yeah, Jack Shack clips, right?
No. There's a guy that literally I think he makes his own
yes.
beats and he throws it. He literally chops it up where it's like it's in line and
Bro,
it sounds
no.
like an actual song.
I'm
He's
scared
good at
because we're streaming on Friday, and like, I mean, when we're like 17 blunts in,
Bro,
we
that's-
start saying the gayest things. Like, I will just start rapping, and all of a sudden, I'm just talking about how Kiki, I want to suck your dick. Get over here.
whoa.
And he gets like bummed. He grabs a Newport, walks out there. Like he like
real.
we really had to like tone it down a little bit because
Yeah,
Yuri
man.
was straight up like sexually harassing him.
I was
Kiki?
not. I was just it was playful banter, and next thing you know, he was
It
pressing.
sounds
me.
like you were trying to play with his
It's
ball.
not banter if you're the only one doing it. For banter entails a back and forth.
It's okay. Sometimes during the listening to music streams, like I'll notice energy's dying right now. You know what I mean? Like what can I do to get the energy back up?
Perhaps a limerick about my friend's penis.
Exactly. Kiki, you're looking kind of thick. And then he just leaves. And like, he doesn't
But
work out
after
the way
you
I
say
wanted.
thick, it's like there's obviously just only one way. Yeah,
Dick.
Kiki look kind of thick. Come on over, let me suck your dick. Like you know that's where it's going.
I for some reason still expect like a chuckle and like a haha, good one, Yuri, or like,
Yeah.
oh,
I mean,
you know, I'm not that way, bro.
I
Like,
think he's proven to you plenty of times that that's not.
yeah.
what he's
Well,
doing.
I think now he's finally told me many times that he's like, I understand you, Yuri. He's like, I get the jokes.
He pulled you to the side and had a whole
Not
time.
even
yeah,
to the
multiple
side. He
times.
kind of said it here like enough times that we kind of got it. So then for a while we were just rapping about Kiki being heterosexual and how he is definitely not gay.
Can y'all
Binary.
stop harassing the homie, man?
No, no more.
He
But
doesn't deserve it.
honestly,
Yeah, shout out to Big Ski, man.
Big
for
Ski,
the
good guy.
for the listening to
guy.
music streams, there's probably like 100 clips in those streams, like that you could cut out for real. Unfortunately, you private all of those streams afterwards, but if they were still up, dude, it would be so
I
much
know, and
content.
you wonder when there's like, you know, on Friday when we're playing everybody's music, which by the way we are doing at 12 on Friday. Also, House Phone's doing it
Tonight, 9 p.m., throw it up on the story.
When we're doing that, we'll usually have 1,000, 1,200 viewers, you know, and it's like you wonder how many of them are committed enough to this No Jumper life to capture our gay freestyles and you know, turn them into content.
I feel like sorry, I'm gonna cut
No,
you
you're
off.
good.
I feel like for the most part, if you say some funny ass shit and you're immediately like, ha ha ha, if somebody clipped that, they're right on it.
But
Have
I
you
hate that. I hate like acknowledging the meme pages and stuff all the time because now it's so tempting because they are coming with that heat over and over and over. But then also I still kind of feel like like, is this like, I don't want to be like that self-referential and like constantly referring to these people who run accounts about us.
I'm wondering at what point does it get dangerous? Because like I see that I think no Jumpa memes is like around 5,000 followers right now, right?
They're getting big.
What happens when they hit 20? 30. It's like, at what point are
What
we
about
like,
when they have more than No Jumper?
yo, like what happens when they start being like becoming like a representative of No Jumper without actually being affiliated or tied to us?
Right.
It's like
Yeah,
they could post crazy shit and
then
we're like, we don't know who they are. Like,
And then we have to be responsible for the words posted on
Exactly.
for the opinions and views posted.
It becomes kind of a liability. And one thing that I was thinking about that with is like some of these meme pages, I see them sort of posting
Thank you for
personal
letting me on,
stuff.
guys.
Okay, appreciate you, Yuri. Look at this.
Shout out to Yuri.
thank you guys.
Big Clifford, the big red dog coming on in
Look
here.
at my
Look at
African
him.
American.
Look
What's
at
up,
him.
bro? Big Ski in the building.
Hey, Big Ski.
Speaking of Big Ski, we was just watching.
Ah, you just heard it?
We was watching the whole time. He doesn't like you saying
Kiki-
you want to suck his dick.
No, but I was talking about things I've said in the past. Did we do a good job
Hey,
analyzing?
we in the car.
Thinking dick. Stop that shit.
We in the
He
car.
left
He's
me
like
hanging.
this.
It's all right.
He's like this.
Love y'all know, love y'all, you already know.
Kiki just shaking his head
Shout
in
out
disbelief.
to Big
Bro,
Chief in
I
the
said
building
no.
too.
Big Chief sabotaged me today.
Really?
This is why
You got
this is why
high?
I'm
You
late.
had to take a kush nap?
No, they was like, bro, let's do this business. I went to Dr. Green Thumb today. I was over there. You feel me? Doing these PADs and shit that we got. You feel
Pads.
Me? You can call them a pad.
Well, PAD spells pad.
Patient Appreciation Day.
Oh, I thought you might not know what it spelled.
What would you say?
A pad.
Please ask the dictator.
Oh God, here we go.
Penis asshole.
I said they sabotaged me, man.
What is it? PAD?
PAD, yeah.
Was it?
So I went
What's
to
it
like
mean again?
Patient Appreciation Day.
Oh, so you just hang out and interact
Yeah.
with the customers?
And then I had somebody come up and make me sign their like weed tray and shit, and that's why I'm like,
That's hard.
because
not
you're
hard.
signing a weed tray?
bro, they was like, I said, you know what? I don't want to like come at the time that I gotta do the podcast. Like I don't
Yeah.
do Tuesdays
Come on,
and
Big
Wednesdays.
Chief.
They said it's okay. We'll make it on time.
Wow, guys.
And I put my life in their hands, and they try to sabotage me.
they try to get you out of the No Jumper show.
But I have a conspiracy on why. Because my homeboy, he started his own podcast.
They trying to take
Chief.
you away from No
So
Jumper.
they're trying to like, you know what I'm saying?
They already got you a chain.
That's what I'm saying. They talking about, we have another chain for you.
Let's undermine the No Jumper show by making 80 15 minutes late.
Let's see if we
It's
can get them out of
little
there.
things like that.
Before we get into more things like that, first I wanted to let everybody know that March is here and the madness has officially begun. It's time for you to shoot your shot and score big on the nonstop action with MyBookie. Predict winners in each round of the MyBookie bracket contest for a chance to win a Bitcoin, a Doodle NFT currently valued at over $50,000, and over $100,000 more in cash prizes. Whether you're filling out multiple brackets, betting the national championship winner, or simply looking for players and game props, MyBookie has you covered. Sign up today with MyBookie and use the promo code NOJUMPER, one word, to make your first deposit, earning a free entry into the My Bracket contest. Selection for the bracket will officially begin on March 13th and close on March 17th at 12 p.m. So make sure you get your deposit in now with code NOJUMPER to secure that free entry. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.
My cookie.
So speaking of Bracken,
What?
how you doing, Big Blood?
You don't like my red today? It's a
I
no
like it.
jumper
That
shirt.
hat is
I like
crazy.
it a lot.
Thank you.
I love the green underneath because that's like very like 90s
Bro, you
MLB.
scarred me, bro, because I got like these
Pause.
nice,
Throw 'em away. The
nice
black
ass
nasties?
hats. He's like, black nasties. And they so fire.
Really? So you want rock hats to have the black under?
I
it?
mean, like, I didn't know about the black nasties and house phone. Yes.
Being a veteran of the of the fitted game.
so
you know?
any hat that has the black under on
Okay,
the.
look. Okay, so like
And why is green so much better?
because
I
like,
didn't know.
I just said so. Like I think in the '90s was like the era where all the brims were green, and then I think they also did the gray around that time too. So like it just kind of gives off more of like a classic vintage vibe. And
Right.
they didn't start making the black. Don't quote me on this, but they didn't start making the black
History
ones.
Month.
The black under brims, I feel like it throws off the hat. Like if you got like a navy and red hat on, like where the brim is red on top and then it's fucking black underneath.
That's kind of nasty.
Yeah, kind of.
But I
that's
got
why it's a
some-
black.
but-
Shout out to Jay Worthy though, because Jay Worthy is the one
Shout
that
out my
came
nigga
up
Jay
with that
Worthy.
term.
He's got hats?
I guess so. He's the one that came up with the black nasty term. I think.
Really?
Yeah,
I think
but
so.
I wouldn't say that about anything.
What do you, no, but like
I'm just scared of a racism accusation. And that
Oh
just
yeah,
sounds
you
kinda
better
weird.
not say it.
black nasty.
You stick to.
You're gonna be like, so blacks are nasty.
wow.
I'm definitely gonna get on you. Don't
Somebody,
say none of that.
somebody, hey, no jumper, no context. Clip that real quick.
Get on you.
Yeah, but
And then I'll just switch to Brian Pumper.
Bro.
I feel like people have gifted you some hats and you just never wear them.
Yeah,
My
that's
nigga,
true.
if you pay $95,000 for the hairdo of a lifetime, you don't put a hat on. You don't
Honestly,
do it.
I respect.
I mean, you ain't Birdman, but you got 20K in your mouth.
That was
what they got to do with Birdman?
I'm just saying, we all got fake shit.
you just. I'm gonna have my fake teeth. I'm gonna take it out. I'm just gonna have these show shark
One
teeth.
day I want to come
I'm gonna
in.
be baby shark.
I'm gonna come in and do the podcast one day, and I want your teeth. Your teeth are gonna be sitting right here, like bouncing across the
One day I'm
table.
gonna take them out. I'm gonna say, "Fuck this shit."
You ever want to take them out and give a gummy?
Have you ever gotten a gummy before?
No. I got the inverse.
What I fuck an old lady?
No dentures?
Mega toothed out blowjobs.
Oh no!
Yeah, you definitely was getting hair from a meth whore.
No.
remember?
She was sober and she was hot. She's like a fucking
Why does she have extra
flaming
teeth
hot
then?
porn star.
Sober
But then
as a-
when she's giving me the top, her teeth are in
Grinding.
contact
Bro,
with the top
please
and bottom
don't
of my
use
dick
your
the entire way.
hand to. Oh god, this nigga bad. This nigga gets gayer and gayer every week.
That's how girls suck your dick like that.
Bro, just live in your truth.
Wax on, wax off.
Live in your truth. You're bisexual.
No. But you want to know an observation?
22?
I had an observation this weekend, and we're going to go all into me and AD actually leaving the house together on Friday.
Man.
But
Not in that type of way, y'all.
one thing that I noticed was that when I was in the club, at the club, quote unquote, I noticed
Yeah,
that
it
there
is
was
a club.
a lot of people in the crowd who I wouldn't personally consider like, you know, people that really looked like cool or with it or anything like that. And they had hats on with all kinds of fancy things on them, and that just made me realize like maybe House Phone and AD had a point at some point about
Yeah.
them having the most elite hats, but clearly these hats have trickled on down to
Oh.
the loser aspect of
Still not
society
even
as well.
close.
Yeah, because you got to think about it, bro. First of all, it's levels to the shit, but like you got to think about it. Everything is so integrated nowadays because of Instagram and shit like that. So if you're just a regular blue Dodgers fitted guy, and then you're scrolling on Instagram, you're like, fuck, AD got this crazy hat. House Phone got this crazy hat, and usually people like us, we're tagging the people that's making them. So it's nothing for you to just click on the guy's page and be like, oh, let me fucking get one too, or. It's trickled down to where even lids sell shit like that
Yeah.
now. Like you go walk into a
So
normal. Lids.
what if you are really Ian Connor, if you're really ASAP Bari, etc., if you're really Virgil Abloh, you need to be thinking, well, what's next?
Well, you
brother?
see, I've been on my Ralph Lauren fucking camo swag. Like I'm like,
That shit looks like you stole it from someone from Wu-Tang in the 90s. Like that looks
feel
like
like-
something the Old Dirty Bastard was
fuck
wearing
with
in
it.
95 or something.
I feel like Smoke Dizza right now. You know, remember Smoke
Yes.
Dizza? Kush God.
I don't need to remember him. I know him well.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
But I'm
I hung out with him with Johnny Snipes.
really?
Shipes, not Snipes.
You want to know what's crazy?
Sound cinematic.
About the hat shit, bro. My hat company that I have now, I have people ripping off my ideas.
Bro, duh. That's gonna be
No, but like,
because you know why?
blatant, like the same type of
It's so easy to do.
stitching and everything. I don't fuck with that.
Damn.
But like you gotta realize,
Custards.
with great power comes great responsibility. And when you
Bro,
put
you're like Uncle Ben.
What's that mean? Who's Uncle Ben?
So you,
oh my god,
From the oatmeal?
It's first of all, it's rice.
Oh, rice.
Second of all, you fucker. Uncle
What am I thinking of? Like,
No, it's Uncle Ben's rice, but then Uncle Ben is from fucking Spider Man,
Oh my
bro.
God.
Yeah, no, but you fucking
apparently I
bitch.
said something that was funnier than I thought it was
Doubt
because
because you're stupid.
who am I thinking of? No, they have Ben Franklin on the oatmeal, right?
No, it's Uncle Ben's rice.
That's Quaker Oats.
Quaker
You fuck with
Oats.
Aunt Jemima? Is she still around?
It's not Aunt
Is she
Jemima. It's
still-
Aunt Jemima.
Is she
Aunt
still
Jemima.
around?
No. I said Aunt
Aunt
Jemima.
Jemima.
No.
that's what her name is.
Me removing my sunglasses to
Okay.
hit the button is really.
What about the cream of wheat man?
Pause.
You ever had cream of
I
wheat?
love cream of
Did
wheat.
y'all eat cream of wheat and hash brown?
I
Taylor?
love cream of wheat.
What?
That shit's so much
I never
better
did.
than
You never had cream of wheat.
I don't think so.
It's
What
better
about
than
grits?
No.
I like cream
I
of
mean,
wheat way
I
more than
had
oatmeal.
grits later in my life, but I didn't have grits when I was a
You had
kid.
grits in that wee wee. When you got that shit.
You had buttery gooiness just squirting out
Pray
of
for this wee because I got to get tested tomorrow, and if it comes up bad, then I don't get to film a scene.
With?
Oh, boo-hoo. Adam doesn't give a fuck for 1 week.
You don't know the girl that I'm fucking tomorrow, but I do get to watch Kazumi and another girl fuck a dude, a male talent, on the Plug Talk couch. So we're gonna talk to the girls, and then boom, this dude's gonna come in, and I'm gonna just hang out and watch him pipe them, which I'm pretty excited for, honestly.
Wait, question. So I watched you and Ski on what's his name? Danny
Mullen.
Danny
right.
Mullen's interview, and the fucking guy comes out in the Speedo.
Yes.
How did you feel when that came out, man?
Well,
How did you feel when you were filming it?
I mean, it was worse when he came to the Plug Talk set and had sex with a porn star and grossed her out so much that she like hated us and like fucking. We haven't even talked to her since then because she was so mad at this dude for how he fucking behaved because he got drunk as fuck and we didn't realize it really until he's like banging her and he like kept trying to put his thumb in her ass and just like
being like unprofessional.
Like
with
they on that Danny Mullen podcast, and I understand it because they're not sex workers, but they were treating it like it was all a big joke. But in reality, like what that dude did in this attempted Plug Talk porn scene was like basically enough for you to like be like kicked out of the porn industry for life because he was being so weird. And he keeps trying to convince me in that episode that he has like a good sized dick, and it's like 3.5 inches. It's like maybe 4 inches.
I mean, like, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure you were talking about his dick size in the group chat after you filmed it.
It was tiny. It was crazy watching her try to ride it because it wouldn't stay in.
At that point, did you ever realize, like, damn, bro, like, this could have been me. I could have been not blessed like that.
Yeah, I think about that all the time. How there's like a lot of different things had to kind of fall in place for me to be the first ever podcast porn star. Like
the first ever?
I mean, doing it both as one product. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, so he seemed like he was very convinced that he wanted to prove to you that he will make it in the porn industry.
He will not.
Do you think
he has zero chance?
Fucked up.
I mean, he does. He has zero chance.
Because of his meat or because of just the way he acted?
Well, the fact that he had to get drunk to get on camera and fuck a hot porn star, and like, I mean, that's not a good sign.
Yeah.
The fact that you had to get drunk. What are you, a girl? You're a fucking dude.
What are you, a girl?
I mean, no, but girls show up sometimes drunk to the scenes or whatever, and
Which
I guess
doesn't sound like the best situation.
It's not
either.
ideal, and they're not supposed to, but sometimes they do. This dude, like, why are you a guy and you have to get drunk to fuck a girl?
Well, let me
are you
ask
gay?
you this: have you ever had erectile dysfunction?
Yes, one time.
Wow.
One time?
One time.
Come on.
Well, actually, 2 times, but I had the 2 different problems. One time I fucking shot too early, and one time I couldn't get
Well,
hard.
I heard that like certain drugs make you not get up. Like I've heard, I've heard if you do a lot of
welcome
lean,
to our lives.
Been there before.
Yeah, we've been
like
there.
I heard a lot of lean make you not get it up.
I don't know about lean, but coke and Molly
that's
and
what-
shit for
I mean,
sure.
Opioids in general, I think, or I guess maybe like a perk, it kind of makes you horny. But other
But
than
yeah,
that,
they say that perks make you fuck like crazy, and they say that like heroin will make you like completely stop fucking your girl. But I feel like it makes you stop doing like everything,
yeah, I feel like it just makes you like your whole body like withers inside of each other, and you're just like,
and you turn into a little Dirk every time you fart. You smell perks and lean. What do you say on the new album? You listen to the album yet?
no.
He says every time I fart, you smell perks and lean.
I heard like
That's
the first 3
disgusting.
songs, and I kept going back to the first and second song. I was like trying to decipher this shit. I really fucked with
I'm
that.
trying to figure out whether I like auto-tune Dirk or like evil
auto-tune.
driller
I
Dirk.
like stories because it's not a lot of storytelling in hip hop no
Hell no.
more. Especially like with everybody coming up now. So when somebody says personal shit about they, you know what I'm saying, their life and what they're going through,
like what their
I
farts
respect
smell
that
like?
shit. Not their fart.
For some reason, I kind of like the random bars that have nothing to do with each other. Like, like Chopper on me, sing like Mariah Carey. And then the next bar is something about being carried.
Little House on the Prairie.
But it like you said, it's not an actual story. It's literally just random bars. Like
If you're
I
telling a
kinda like that,
story,
though.
a lot of times it's hard to like actually sound cool on the track because
Unless
there's
you're King
something
Von.
like when you're just like spitting like bars, punchlines after punchlines, it's like you're very in the moment because none of these things connect. And then when you're so at risk of being corny when you start telling a story in your raps, and like
know.
some rappers can pull it off and many cannot.
I disagree. I feel like a lot of times when people tell certain stories and it's about their life, it feels more personal, and I feel like those are the people that get like dedicated fans at the end of the day, because like the fans feel like they know a lot about you or they feel for you. Like I get chills when I hear certain shit.
Yeah,
I'm like,
no, I know.
damn, I fuck with
See,
this
but
artist
You
because
ain't
he
got no
said that.
storytelling raps.
No, see,
Yes, I do.
Do you? What kind of stories?
Honestly,
That
that
life stories, bro.
That
you,
last-
you actually, I'm not gonna talk
in
about
one?
it. No, you actually said, did you actually say this on a song that is something I posted? You remember that?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I did. But that was like a real story of what I was going through at the time.
You know what?
I want to dig into that more once you said what you're going to say.
the song where you have the video where you're changing the hats or whatever. Like, bro, you killed that song. Like,
Thank you,
just
bro. Appreciate
the way
it.
you started it up, a lot of things changed. And I'm like, oh, this nigga, man.
But see, I like that. But to me, like, that don't let nobody know who the fuck AD is.
Nah,
if,
but
if you just listening to the music.
Nah, I think that was a good one, bro. I think that was a good, like, especially the time probably when you recorded it.
If the Hat King will say that, then I will take it.
Nah, for real, bro. That shit was hard as fuck, bro.
This is what
The
I'm trying to
video
figure
was
out.
hard, everything.
This is what I'm trying to figure out. So you came on here and told the story about how your daughter was on TikTok talking to some guy, and she was complaining to him, and she said, "Oh, my family forgot my birthday," and you were offended because you said you didn't forget her birthday. Okay, that was
I have
my
the same birthday as hers. It's
and then
redundant.
Wow, I
I'm
didn't know
looking
that.
at your story, and I forget why this one clip stood out to me, but it was a clip of you rapping in a song that I guess I either didn't hear before or didn't pay attention to, but you say in the song something like, "Motherfuckers forgot about me on my birthday."
No, so what? I mean, I
So
actually,
was your daughter cribbing from your existing lyrics when she was saying that to this dude? and-
no. I dissed my dad on that song.
Okay.
Wow.
And saying he forgot your
And
birthday.
I said he don't know my birthday.
Mr. Samuels.
That's what I was. no, and you know what I'm saying. So like the song is called "Be Okay." It's one of my favorite songs that I ever made.
Okay.
So it was like my granny died. You feel me? I was talking about that. My little brother in prison. You feel me? I feel like me and my dad was in a bad space. You know what I mean? I was talking about that. I was talking about my baby mama, like the way she was moving around. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I was at a angry time, so I was like, let me just, put everything on this song. And like people told me like this song has made them not want to kill themselves. They you know what I'm
so
saying?
what you caught your daughter saying on TikTok to the guy was not based on that lyric?
No, but when
It's just a sort of weird similarity?
But when I posted it, you was like, I see the similarities. You're like, wait a minute, did she get this from that? My daughter was just being emo.
Oh, okay.
She was just like, oh, I'm in this dick house. No, she ain't saying that.
Well, you better
She
keep
acting
her
like she's on Skid Road and she acting like she lives on Skid Road and
keep your
you know what
daughter
I'm saying?
away from MGK because he's looking for an emo girl.
Oh, that's the song Kanye was talking about?
Yeah.
But that's basically
I
what
didn't know
my
that.
daughter was like, I just want to get in the shower and I want to cry all day.
I hate it.
Yes.
I hate knowing that your daughter would probably love MGK emo girl if she hasn't heard it yet. I'm in love with an emo girl.
I guarantee you that it's probably on her
Little Pete the
TikTok. And
sauce
she asked
back.
me yesterday, can I have my TikTok back? And I was like,
You
no.
put her on TikTok punishment?
For sure I did.
I felt that.
What, bro, you
So
on
you
there-
feeling like Kanye right now?
Bro, my daughter's acting like she lives on Skid Row, bro. Like, I'm not working this hard to, bro.
No,
why-
that's
you have your own room. You got the clouds in my game room is in her room. I put that shit in there.
Yeah.
You have the newest TV in the whole fucking crib. Like,
But
you
you
have
know
all
what?
these nice things. You're not gonna tell somebody that you fucking
No.
people forgetting your fucking birthday, and your birthday is my birthday.
Teach her to not be a liar like her dad.
Wait,
Her
but
dad who lies about his circumstances that he grew up in.
no, but
No,
look,
he
you gotta think about it like maybe remove yourself and like maybe she did she say my family forgot about my birthday?
No, but she said
Maybe she was talking about her friends, people
No,
at
she
school.
just said like my family says fuck me and go to my room and you feel me like shit that don't exist.
I believe it. I'm tuned into her
No,
story.
but in the song like I dissed my dad and my dad was
Maybe she's picking it up.
he
from
was like
you.
what the hell?
Your dad was mad.
What he was
You're like
saying,
Coi Leray
man.
beefing with her dad in a song.
But it wasn't like that. And as y'all seen the text messages like my dad will send me, it's you feel me? It's a lot more to the story of everything and stuff like
Well,
that.
because I asked OG Suicide when I did his interview, which is I guess dropping this week.
Yeah,
and
we
I
need to
said,
see that.
Did House Phone really, or excuse me, did AD really grow up with a silver spoon in his mouth? And you're gonna have to check out the interview to find out whether he said yes or no.
Cliffhanger.
Yard.
No, but
just know your boy
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, but look, I definitely think you should nurture that situation a little bit. Talk to her, maybe see why she feels that way, or like what she specifically meant. Like when you give her the
it's
TikTok back.
It's the influences though, bro. Like TikTok, and it like when Kanye was talking about it, it hit a little harder for me because I was like, I understand that this can be a problem.
Why was he
in
so
the wrong
mad
hand.
about the alien patch on her backpack? I don't get that.
I don't know.
You didn't see that tweet?
I seen it.
Or the Instagram post. He said, like, this is what was on my daughter's bag. And it was like a pin of Kim and of Kanye with an alien in the middle. And it seemed like Kanye was sort of insinuating that this was like, you know, some devil shit, some evil shit.
Yeah, maybe that's where he was going.
I'm
with
like,
it.
what's wrong with the green big eye alien, man?
I don't know, but some people feel like anything that is not of God is the devil.
That's
you know
how
what I'm saying?
And that's stupid. Why would he expect Kim to be on board for that?
Because I remember there were kids who couldn't, they couldn't dress up for Halloween.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it was symbolized
That's child abuse.
the devil. I'm just saying.
child abuse.
Certain
That shit's
people
fucked.
raise their kids like that.
Yeah, and like, bro, I went through that so heavy with especially like the odd future time where I'm coming in. I mean, well, that shit literally was upside down crosses and 666 on it. But no, my mom's definitely one of those people too. If it's like an angry looking wolf or something on your shirt or a fucking, like anything too like gory or violent.
Picture
looking.
me, I'm 13, and my mom, I think it was right after Christmas, so I got like $100 in my pocket, and we're at the mall, and I go to the fucking Hot Topic, and I cop a shirt, and it's got a picture
so many times.
of Marilyn Manson, like this. And it says Antichrist Superstar, and he's like naked in the picture. Like you can't really like see
She
his
made you go
dick.
take it back, right?
I walk up, my mom says, "What'd you buy?" I show her. She goes, "We're going back to Hot Topic." We returned that shit, and I got a motherfucking gift
I'm
card. I
about
was
to say,
so
if
pissed.
you take that in a black household, they gonna beat your ass.
Bro, my
Granny
mom-
gonna fuck
Not
you
if it's a
up.
cool atheist black household.
But see, that's the
How
thing.
many of those are there?
The symbolism, like even to this day, bro, certain symbols I will not wear. Like somebody literally made me a jacket and it had like a what's that shit
You
called?
talking about the pentagram?
Nigga, take
Stolen.
it off.
You talking about stolen?
Why?
You.
No, I'm not talking about stolen you.
Yes, you
Why are
are.
you so scared of the devil? He's chill.
Nigga, you are the
Stop
devil
it.
then.
Yeah, you
Nigga,
are.
fuck you.
But I know him. And he cool.
Stop it.
He got
bro.
mad weed. Anyway, I just wanted to say, me and AD went out together on Friday.
I'm
First,
so mad I missed that.
yeah, what is wrong with you?
No,
Nigga,
okay.
he's having issues right now. Leave him alone.
He's doing everything else under the sun. He
that's
probably
not
fucked
true.
3 different girls that night.
Trying to
That's
get
not
pussy
true.
that's a objective. You have to get that done.
He has to do that. That's
No,
part
if
of
I
him
was-
staying
If
alive.
I was falling, if I'm off the bone, I'm gonna try to get some ass. I'm gonna keep it real.
Nah, I'm gonna be
Noted.
honest. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't even been doing that. I really just been trying to chill, get my mind right.
Well, that's good.
And trying to save some fucking money, bro. I need to stop buying fucking clothes. So I'm trying to I'm going on the Cash or Quan 60-day challenge. I buy no clothes.
And no haircut.
Nah, I'm definitely keeping that
Oh,
line up.
60 days, no haircut. I'm gonna look like, shoo.
Yeah, I might come out looking like.
Look at the old you.
Nigga, I'm be like, no, it's like, nigga, my hair grows so fast. I shave 3 times a week, bro.
I just
Three
got-
times a week.
I get my hair cut every Saturday, and I have to shave with my straight razor at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Well, that's a fake beard. Can you guys tell that I just got my beard trimmed and my hair cut? Like,
Not really.
Literally
You
like 20 minutes ago.
You look like
Wait,
the
are you
same
joking?
stinky man.
No, I did.
Really?
Let me give me a little.
Look, the beard is shorter.
Yeah, but like
The hair is shorter.
But they didn't give you like a lineup though.
Yeah, I don't like it like that.
Huh?
They used to draw on me with a pencil and like
Wait,
shave
so-
around it with the straights. I don't want that.
So you have them trim
The
you.
surgeons?
Surgeons?
The hair
said-
surgeon.
He said they got a pencil and they draw around.
No,
Well, yeah.
the hair,
The barber.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean like
I don't like the straight lines. I feel like a fucking.
But do
loser.
you get
Really?
like a black haircut where he has like a razor?
No.
Like a T line and he lines
No,
you
he
up
just
first?
said he hates that.
so he gets like the scissors like,
That's a huge waste of time, don't you think?
no, it is not.
Yeah, it
it
looks
makes
stupid.
you just look more clean.
It looks
and more
stupid and
presentable.
it takes way longer.
A
Yeah,
fucking
for like a
lineup
day.
is the crispiest shit you can fucking get.
Okay, and if you have your hair, then I feel you. But
What
on
kind of hair,
my
Adam?
hair,
Nah.
I mean, a black man's hair, I understand the lineup kind of like...
It isn't nasty, is it?
I mean, you do wear a fucking hat every day of your entire life, so I don't know why you even get haircuts in the first place. But for me,
I don't.
there's no part of my hair that I'm like, oh my God, if it was just a perfectly straight line. You do realize that this is like the world convincing you to waste all your money on stupid
But you're
bullshit
still
that lasts
getting
like a
haircut.
week.
You're still getting your haircut regardless.
Yeah, but every 2 or 3 weeks, and
I do that. I
realistically,
get my
I'm on
haircut.
camera, and when I wasn't on camera, I used to go
No,
months
you want
without
to,
getting a
You want
haircut.
to
Yeah, you
look
look
well
terrible.
groomed, bro.
Yes, but again, the idea that you have to get these expensive ass haircuts once a week,
You still
is,
get
It's the
haircut.
reason why they say I have a fake beard because my beard
so
is
nice,
always
yeah.
nice.
I know. So you're spending all that money just to make
It's
everybody
not a
think
lot
you
of
have
money.
a fake beard.
You spend way more on weed than I spend on my haircuts.
That's true. And if I wasn't rich, then I wouldn't spend that
Where's
much money on weed.
Where's the correlation?
I'm just
guys?
saying. I want you guys.
Is this
to,
bad podcasting?
Sometimes when I talk to you guys, it's like
Here
you,
it go.
it's like you never thought about the fact that like buying expensive designer clothes all the time is a huge waste of money and is really keeping you from establishing some sort of sense of financial security.
Oh no, 1000%. But I also
And the barber thing is the same thing. People spend
No, it is
$500
not.
a month at the barber. It's like, you
Nigga.
think about if you spent that much money or if you saved that much money. I mean,
I get a haircut maybe twice a week, $40.
How much you pay? Yeah,
twice
$40?
a week.
I mean, no, every 2 weeks. I'm sorry.
Okay,
$40.
$80.
That's nothing.
Bro,
That's not nothing. That's a lot.
$50 a week is not a lot of money, bro.
Yes, it is. $200 a month. You think is not a lot of
To
money?
keep yourself groomed and looking.
Yeah.
No, maybe you
wanna look
guys
your
are in a
best.
tax bracket where you think that it's an acceptable loss, but I feel like that's why I liked when TJ6 came out with the shitty haircut because I was like, this is good inspiration for other people out there. Like, just have a shitty haircut, let that shit rock, and let your bank account accumulate money in the process.
But even now, like I'm looking at you and I'm like,
And if I
it
can't
does-
get $200 a haircut, I shouldn't be working for no jumper.
I'm just looking at you and I'm like, it doesn't really look like you. I mean, like now I can see you probably knock some length off.
To me, it
but,
makes a
like,
huge difference because my beard starts to look so fucking fluffy, and
Yeah.
like the hair goes on the sides. It just makes my head just look a lot like fatter, and then when I get it, I look a lot.
It just seems
more
like
a
a
slender head.
It just
Pause.
seems like an incomplete haircut at that point, though.
Yeah.
I'm not used to anybody saying that.
I've gotten the straight razor style lineups many
You
times.
need that.
It takes way longer, and I don't really
It's
like
an
the way
extra-
it looks.
it's extra 5
They need to
minutes.
like line you up with like a hot pickle.
What? Okay, now that's bad podcasting. Me and Josh were just talking about how when we first started podcasting with AD, that like the things he would say in response to things I would say would just most of the time make no sense.
I gotta throw that shit in there.
And that was a good example right there. They should line you up with a hot pickle.
No, you know what? You know what joke we used to tell?
Try to sound less retarded. Okay, what?
You know what joke we used to tell in like school? Okay, first of all, I want to say in the black community,
I'm trying so hard to get to talking about us going out over the
Wait,
weekend,
wait,
but yeah,
wait.
keep going.
Hey, somebody, no jumper means make a hot pickle and get Adam getting the lineup. I
No,
was
So
look.
not only does he say the stupidest thing you ever heard, but he's really, really proud of it.
super proud.
okay, look, in the black community, I feel like making fun of Africans, like real, like from Africa Africans, was like a thing when we were like younger. And a lot of people, if they didn't have to have their hair kept up, one of the jokes would be like, oh, you look like you got to line up with like a hot stone or like a hot rock.
Really?
I've
that's
heard
kinda-
you got your head lined up with a hot honey bun before too.
A hot honey bun?
Yeah.
No, it has to be something sharp.
Do
like
you heat
something-
up your honey buns?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fire.
Oof.
that's definitely a thing.
You never had that either?
No.
What kind of childhood did you have?
I mean,
what kind of snacks did
I
you
think
eat?
in my life,
Cold, chewy ass honey bun.
in my life, I might have ate like 1 or 2 honey buns.
Hey Adam, it's some backyard squirrel back here.
You never been to Cinnabon in the mall?
That's not a honey bun.
Yes, it is.
It's a fucking
Cinnabon is not a honey bun.
Whatever.
A honey bun is a literal thing you buy
With the
on the
glaze,
shelf.
though.
Yes, at 7-Eleven they
It's
have
the same
a
vibe.
honey bun. It's not a
Nah,
cinnamon roll.
Cinnabon is different.
A cinnamon roll. Not to mention even like the price. A honey bun is like maybe
Yeah,
$1. A
you're right.
cinnabon gonna cost you like $8.
Wait, I
Yeah,
just thought
okay,
about
okay.
something.
Same
Cinnabon,
realm.
honey bun,
There's no
cinnamon
honey on
roll, honey bun. It's a combination of both.
Exactly.
It's a Cinnabon.
Yeah.
A cinnabon is like the most diesel version of
Yeah.
what you're getting when you get a honey bun. It's fresh. They
the
make
most
it. It's
jacked
I ain't gonna lie.
It's dripping. A honey bun in comparison
Soon
is
as you hit
garbage.
the mall, soon as you hit the mall, you
got
smell that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Or like Auntie Anne's or what's the other one? Wetzel's pretzel.
Uncle Ben.
Wetzel's breast. Uncle Ben.
Wetzel-
Now that's bad podcasting. It makes no fucking sense.
That's actually something you should learn. It's called a callback. AD, Google it. It's called a callback. It's when you say something earlier in the podcast and then later in the podcast you
but
say
it
it
makes
again.
no sense, so it's bad podcasting.
No, it does make sense because it's a callback.
Uncle Ben makes rice.
He refuses to admit it, but I just taught him something actually that is a real thing.
Well, I want you guys to
Who
teach.
don't know about a callback?
You don't get called
I
back,
never
so
get
you
a
don't.
call back.
You ain't never got called
Okay,
back.
tell me about Friday.
Not when
I
they
wasn't
find
there.
out about the fake beard. So, okay, we go to Duno's party. His 22nd birthday party was on
Crazy.
Friday. And it occurred to me when we were in the Uber on the way there that I wasn't really sure what the crowd was going to be like. Because in my head, I'm kind of thinking, I spent a lot of time hanging out with Shoreline, Duno, he's not so different from those type of dudes. I'm thinking it's going to be like a similar type of crowd to that. We show up, and it's a very like girls who like got out of high school 2 years ago and are like, this is the first party they ever went. No, not the first party
Like
they
they're
went
just
to.
standing on the wall.
It was just a very young crowd and not like a gangster crowd,
That's
for lack
good.
of a better word. It was a very
He
like,
thought he was walking into Narcos.
well, you guys kind of had me scared. Duno's like, yo, don't bring your guns, guys. I got y'all. So I'm kind of thinking like, what? Like, He thought I was gonna bring my gun. Like I was assuming you had
That's
fucking.
dope.
Yeah, right.
That's like, oh, we good.
But that made me think like, oh, so
Should I
Duno's
bring it?
planning for this shit to get shot up.
No.
No?
I think he was more saying that you're going to be safe, that you don't have to worry about.
Did you
that.
like game plan on Lena? Like, I don't know, Lena. We may not make it home to Parker.
No, I wouldn't have brought
Those
her. I wouldn't have
Serenios
gone
are-
if I thought there was a kid.
Those Serenos might not protect us.
I don't know. I didn't catch that vibe too crazy, but so we were
Oh,
there.
it was a regular party.
Wait,
Yeah,
so
it was a regular party.
Was it like to the public? Like he posted on his Instagram, like this is where my birthday
I
party
think it
is
was
going to be?
no,
No, it was private.
He didn't post about it, but there was a decent amount of people there.
And you couldn't even get in like unless you like knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Duno was just standing at the front, like, yep, that's my friend.
No,
No.
he had security people on a list.
Wow.
When I pulled up, though, they were like, "Adam, you got a gun on you?" I'm like, "No, sir."
Literally, they asked you that?
Yes,
They did not
No
ask this.
way.
they did. They asked me right away.
Did they pat you down?
No,
Wow. Okay, so set the scene. Okay, like what time was it? What area was it? Give me the vibe.
Where was it? Like fucking.
Downtown LA, probably.
It wasn't downtown, but it was somewhere around there.
Okay.
And it was just sort of like a random, like I don't know, like club type.
It was a
area.
club. It wasn't like a weird ketamine warehouse.
This is like a warehouse-ish club type
Okay.
vibe, you know, and they had free drinks. So like an
drinks.
insanely long line
Open
to
bar?
get your free drink. Yes.
And with every drink, you got a hot pickle. That's a callback.
Oh my god.
Great podcasting.
Was there food?
I like that. It's
you
like
did
a
that,
person
you did
who's
that.
never spoken English before trying to figure out how to make jokes. Holy
Damn,
shit.
and you got the red, white,
And every
blue, and the
drink
Rio
came
back?
with a hot
Those are my favorite. Okay, wait. So
What is wrong with you?
I'm
and-
assuming since our friend is of Mexican descent, was there delicious food there?
You know, when AB texted me and said like I'm almost there, I looked around the room.
Black people time is different.
Yeah, and I thought to myself, AD is definitely going to be the first black guy here.
It was that deep?
It was no, I think it was 100% Mexican. Because when I walked in, I took a look around and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm the only white person here.
Wow, I love that.
And then Sky Bree came. And
Security
I
was
made two.
You're like,
black.
wow,
Well,
that doesn't count.
people
They work
working there doesn't really count, right?
The workers.
But
Nigger.
Employees.
they had a cool photo booth. They had a pro club tent
What?
of some
it was
sort.
dope. It was
Were they giving out free pro clubs?
Yes, and I forgot mine. I didn't
What
get
the
it.
fuck?
I had to do no graphic. I mean,
Was it like airbrush?
yeah.
Oh!
Pro Club came up to me and they're
Who
like,
got an extra
they're-
Duno
they're like,
birthday
we want
party
to give
shirt?"
you this as a gift, and it's just a rug that is a giant Pro Club tag.
That's hard.
That's hard.
Yeah, I didn't
What?
keep it. I left it there. But
Fucking dickhead. Yo, all the rug
what
people,
am I going to do with that?
put it in fucking Parker's playroom.
You know what this nigga did at the party?
What? Started having
want me to talk
sex
about
in
it?
the middle of the
What'd I
party?
do?
So, nigga.
Started filming plug talk content.
This is what this nigga does. And I just had to walk away from this nigga, bro. I'm sitting next to
He does
him
this
and
weird
Lena.
dance?
You know what he says? No, he says, hey, AD, you should get the Lena fleshlight and fuck it. And I'm like, I just walk away from this nigga, bro.
What's wrong with that?
Why?
What?
You stick your hot pickle in the plastic fucking container.
Call back. Good job. Good job, Adam.
Okay. It's a mold of her vagina.
But why would I want
Why
to
do you
fuck
want-
a mold of
of
your
your wife?
fiance?
Because it's available publicly to the world. You can go into like any sex shop and buy it.
And
So
then-
it's not that
What?
exclusive
and
of
then I
a.
look at Lena like I'm appalled. He said
Yeah.
that. She said it's only $80. I said I have to walk away from the Adam Lena porn conglomerate. I'm over this shit tonight. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I mean, I don't think it's weird.
What did you want out of that? You wanted like a live review of
I just thought that if we got him one and he banged it, it would be a great thing for us to talk about on the podcast.
Like I banged a mold of your fiance.
Picture the Clips channel. AD talks about banging Adam's fiance. Would you go with the vagina or the butthole? Because apparently it has both on each side.
This nigga is crazy.
Well, you just said it was a
I don't look
fleshlight.
at your
It
woman
is.
in that type of way. I don't want to picture none
You
of that.
don't even have to think about it. You could think about your girl. You're just going to be banging my girl's mold. Pause.
What?
You
not that-
think if
not
I
that
had
there's
your girls,
mold.
you think if I had your girl's mold, I'm gonna be thinking about another woman.
banging my girl's mold.
I promise. Like, how different do you think that the inner rubber canal could really
It's
be
just-
between all the different girls
So
that
I'm
have
like
ever?
this. Wow, this is what Lena's box looks like. Let me just stick my finger there.
I think you think that it's going to be more realistic than it actually is.
So basically, you're underselling the product right now.
I'm just saying, I don't need to be.
You need to be letting it
That's
be
bad
known.
podcasting,
Josh
Adam.
smashed it. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Oh!
That's fucked up, bro.
That is your sister-in-law.
He's actually
You
pissed
sick fuck.
because he doesn't have a mic and he knows everyone's gonna believe him.
Fuck. Clips channel. Put that up there.
Why would you say that? Okay,
No
it was-
jumper clips.
It's not
Because the
true,
way
right?
Josh was getting so defensive, I was like, "Were you in there?"
So random.
Adam's brother-in-law imagines he's fucking Adam's fiance.
Welcome to
Gold.
the Clips channel. Welcome to the
Okay,
Clips
wait. We
channel.
need to clarify. It was not. That didn't happen, right, Josh?
Have you ever banged a fleshlight? No. Ooh, me neither. Because I took my girls, got some lube. She wasn't home. Squirted the lube, got my dick lubed up. I lubed the fucking fleshlight.
So
and
you were
I-
extra
I tried to
lubed.
put my dick in. I couldn't get it in.
Pause.
So I don't know if I was doing it wrong or not.
You have the real flesh.
Well,
Why
he
would
said
you
She
do that?
wasn't around that day.
So you should be the one giving the live review. Like,
Maybe I should
does
give it another
like,
go, yeah.
Like, does it feel like my woman's actual vagina, or is it? You know, you supposed to be like upselling the product.
I would rather have a friend of mine try it out.
This is crazy.
I didn't think it was that crazy.
Whose homie is this, man?
Anyway, if anybody out there wants to cop one, I'm sure you can head
You
over
can
to the
put your
fleshlight
hot
store.
pickle in the fleshlight. Great callback.
I already said
Give
that.
it- give it-
I said that exact joke.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
if we're gonna be promoting it, give them the website to go get it from.
I don't fucking know.
You
or
don't know.
care.
You don't know where your girlfriend
How
sells.
about this? There's a thing that you might have heard of. It's called Google. And if you go to
You're
it and
such
if
a
you
piece of
type
shit.
the words Lena the Plug fleshlight, I almost guarantee the first link that comes up is an option to buy it.
Well, tell Josh that he already got one.
Or you can break into Josh's house, sure. So, okay.
I'm sorry.
We hang out for maybe hour and a half. T-Rel came, Kiki came, fucking Heather Sanders came.
In the building?
Everybody
You
was
knew
in the
we all
building.
came together.
Right. Well, I wanted to make it more sound more dramatic.
Yeah, he's trying to
I'm trying to really make him feel bad for not
right, go
coming.
ahead,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Sky Bree was in the building.
And Heather and Sky Bree and Lena and everybody was there. I'm like, what the fuck?
I
was
don't
like,
even know if Sky Bree and Heather like really spoke.
really?
I don't know, but that would be cool.
I would love to see them interact. That would
Heather
be
might
funny.
beat Sky Bree's ass in
Why?
advance just in case she ever meets T-Rel.
Oh, my God.
in advance.
She's not an angry black woman, Adam.
I don't know. She might want to get down.
She
Throw
might
down
want
at the
to
party.
get down.
Whatever. Hey, before we move on to the next part of the story, I just want to say shout out to Fashion Nova. I just got a Fashion Nova box in, and it was filled with all kinds of amazing stuff, like these blue jeans that I've been rocking. Really makes me feel like a country boy. And yeah, just all the Fashion Nova. Bro, I got a Metallica sweater.
Really?
From Fashion Nova that I'm gonna rock so hard. I'm gonna be like, dun, 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 dun.
I'm kind of liking your fit today, honestly.
Honestly, I got this Juice WRLD shirt in the mail, and I was just like, all right, here we go.
Is that a V-Long one with a huge V on the back?
No, it's not, but it says Juice
fire.
WRLD on
No,
the
it's fire.
sleeve on this side, and it says Legends Never Die on the other side.
It's fire. I like the Bear Brick SBs you got on today.
Did you see the fucking big ass Juice WRLD like karate figurine type thing that I posted on my story
No.
today?
You got
That-
one?
It came in the mail with this because this is like a network Juice WRLD collab drop. I have no idea what's coming. Bro, they sent me this huge wooden box, and now I have to figure out how to get rid of this huge box. And it was like the box is like this big to hold like a figurine that's like this big.
Because that must mean it's really delicate and they need some
It
protection
had
around it.
so many packing peanuts
Yeah.
in the box. I could not believe
Yeah.
it.
Because it's special. It's a special piece. You don't want to fuck it up, you know?
Yeah, but they could have made it like half the size and it would
Yeah,
have been
your-
just as well protected. It's
Your
kind of
little,
crazy.
Your little figurine comes in a little flimsy
It
ass
probably
box.
costs like $100 to mail
Your
that
little
shit to
figure ain't
me.
be moving about on its own. It's like Toy Story in here when we leave.
Show me your little figurine.
Kendamas and fucking the little things fucking
See
when
your
we
little
gone.
figurine.
I thought we were gonna stop sexualizing each other as men.
No, just AD.
Or just Kiki. You're gonna keep
No,
doing it.
Kiki gets too mad at them.
No, because on Friday I have to at least start from a place of trying not to say any sus shit to Kiki because by the end of it, I'm almost certainly going to be high enough that I forget.
was
So
gonna
you
say-
got to at least the first couple hours don't say anything weird.
I don't know if you got that in you. Couple hours.
Pause, but you know, I got it in me. Anyway, then we leave Duno's party. And when I lived in Koreatown, there was always this bar that was down the street that I would
Yep.
see the long ass line.
It's more of a club than a bar.
It's kind
It's kind of both.
It's really. It felt like a bar when you're actually in there, although it might have like a little bit.
It's
of
like it's like a step up from a bar.
Yeah.
a little bit, yeah.
Like a lounge.
Because I lived right by there for years and years and years, and I never went. And then I went with AD. They take us in the bag. It is the most crowded fucking place
literally-
I've ever
you literally
been
like
in
this, like,
my
you can't-
life.
You feel like you're at Astro World.
I
You
felt
can't
like I was
fucking
about to
squeeze
get
through.
Astro Worlded because I was fucking having such a hard time screeching through the
That's so
people
not
and
funny.
stuff. No, that was funny. And bro, it was just the craziest club I've ever been in. Everybody's drunk as fuck, and it's hard for me to like get that through my head. Like, oh, these people are
Who the
drunk.
fuck is this?
You're not drunk, but they're drunk.
Whoa!
That's Kids Take Over in the building. He's gonna come on the podcast.
Fuck!
You're retarded. I told you in the group chat.
Yeah, he did.
What?
What's going
Shout
on?
out to Kids Take Over, bro.
He's
What
gonna
the
come on towards
fuck?
the end of the show. Don't worry.
Okay.
I told you in the group
I
chat.
forgot, dude.
And so many fades that you're ducking because you're not texting anybody
you
back
mean?
right now.
Fades and I'm
Whack
ducking.
100 calls me last night trying to get your manager's number, and I asked you for
Wait,
it, and
why?
you didn't respond.
Bro, look.
Because he's wrapped up in this Treyway drama.
Look at my
which-
phone. That's
yeah,
why.
I know.
Okay, that's why I haven't responded.
If that happened to my phone, I would get a new phone the next
I know.
day.
I've been busy. I'm sorry.
I'm
But
just
okay,
saying.
wait. What?
You're
the-
disrespecting Whack 100, and he's going to kill you. He's
Wait.
actually going to come in later and murder you.
Wait, fuck. Wait, I don't. Why would I give my manager up for that?
I mean, it's just his phone number. It's not like he's going to get the drop on him from your phone.
You never know.
He's just pissed off about the Treyway situation. I don't know.
Which is elaborate.
So according to Whack, and also I can't believe how out of order this podcast is
know.
because we're in the
You
middle
know
of
what's
talking about
funny,
going to the
too?
club.
It's funny too because House Phone watches so many YouTube videos.
Yeah.
I know.
And
No.
apparently nothing with
And
it.
knows nothing about what's going on with his own
no
friend
joke.
group. Yes, thank you. Okay, so basically, according to Whack, Treyway's working on his deal with a label at one point. Your manager, Josh, reaches out to Whack saying, we want you to be part of this or to like co-sign him as part of this deal and like co-manage or help with the deal or whatever. This is what Whack's version of it is. And Whack said, I'm not fucking with anybody who got 6K in their name because I have deep connections with the Rolling 60s and that's disrespectful, yada, yada, yada. Kind of understandable from Whack's perspective. I'm sure there's plenty of artists that he wouldn't
Respect
want to
that.
fuck with because of political connections or whatnot. And then Treyway goes on the podcast, and I'm sure T-Roll will talk about this tomorrow, but he talks about how basically Whack blocked his deal. That's his version of it.
Yeah.
And then the other version of it is Whack just basically saying, I can't be a part of it. But then Treyway's version of it is basically like, no, he blocked me from getting signed. So I don't know which version of that is true, but
And like you also got to realize that Trey is like a little younger. He's like just getting started off. So maybe he perceived it as that, or maybe the events that took place afterwards led him to think that.
or maybe your manager is
Stop it,
not
no. Shout out-
processing the information correctly back and forth. I don't know.
Josh is a great guy, man. Shout out to Josh.
I'm
man.
not
Josh and
blaming
No
him
Jumper.
by any means. Yeah, Josh.
Shout out to Josh and No Jumper too, but also shout out to my Josh.
Josh Mayhem.
Shout out to Prince, man.
Prince?
That's his company.
He's been dead for years. Oh.
Okay, so
Bad podcast.
wait, explain the.
At least it's true.
Wait, no, Prince, Prints. But okay, so explain the culture shock of going from an all Hispanic party to then going to an all black.
No,
It wasn't.
It's not black.
Oh, that's how it is at
But
Lock
see,
and Key when I
this
go
is-
there.
This is why I like it because it's a you get away from the hip hop clubs and you just get to like be a human being and chill and have fun with your friends.
and be in Koreatown.
That's
And
not how it is anytime I've ever
Well,
been there.
because like when you go to the hip hop clubs, you're like, you're at the table. Like even all this week, like we're out, we're at the table, the bottles is coming, everybody looking at each other, we looking cool. You don't really get to have fun. So when you go to shit that's like
I felt that.
crowded, you get to sit down, like I think I'm ordering dessert, like bottle service. It's funny. I get to do what the fuck I
I
want to
love
do.
that
It's
AD
chill.
still like lives the bottle service life without even sipping the bottle.
he's such a liar, though. He gets drunk as shit.
No,
Off
I
wine.
don't.
Yes,
You
he
a
would be
fucking
drink
liar.
a whole fucking bottle of red wine to
Nigga,
the face.
I had
we were
one
off that together.
glass of red wine.
When
What
we
are you
went to the
talking
UFC
about?
fight, I think me and you both drank 3 glasses of red wine.
We definitely did
to
that.
me, that was me not drinking. Or no, to me, that was me drinking. And to you, that was you not drinking.
Yeah, bro.
No, I didn't say it wasn't drinking.
Oh,
I
so
just
that,
said
that was a little bit of a walk on the wild
no.
side.
I was like, I'm out. Like literally, bro. I checked my blood pressure the whole week. My shit was normal as fuck, like lower than it's ever been. I was like, when I go to Vegas, I'll
can
have
have
a
a little-
couple
I
of,
can have
but
a
I don't
little
want to
one.
spiral out of control and go back into tequila and hit.
Yeah, once you
I haven't
start
had
take-
tequila in almost a year. I haven't.
Once you
touched
start
it.
taking shots and shit like that, that's when it gets.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm
when
saying.
it gets deep.
And then too, like red wine actually lowers your blood pressure.
It's good for your heart.
I know, because my girl even guessed it too. When I told her that you were drinking red wine in Vegas, she goes, I bet the doctor told him that he could drink red wine because it was good for you, and then now he's just drinking a shit.
But
I'm
I'm
like, yes.
Nah, but I mean,
But I'm not abusing it though.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, three glasses of red wine is like, you could
And even
you could be
that-
a little tipsy, but you're not shit faced.
And even that was too much. Like
UFC wine.
the UFC wine was
in a
busting.
fucking big ass clear cut.
I know that the UFC wine was busting.
I was kind of drunk off the UFC wine too. I think that's why I was so irritated. I'm like, man, these fucking white fuckers putting me in this corner.
I also, hey, before we keep going, I want to tell everybody that I said on Twitter that if we got to 15,000 viewers, that I would pick one person who retweeted my tweet about tonight's show and give them $500. Now,
yeah.
realistically, we're probably not going to get to 15,000 viewers because that's very, very high. And but
We can't. We
regardless,
start like fighting.
go to my Twitter, Adam22 Twitter. Make sure you're following me. Retweet the tweet that I put up about this podcast, and I'm going to pick one of you to get $500. So
Fuck yeah,
Hopefully it's Yuri.
Adam.
you cannot know me in real life.
And look at Yuri. He's like this.
If you know me in real life, you're not winning. And if
You're
don't,
automatically
if you
excluded.
don't seem like you're a no jumper fan, because after the Super Bowl thing, I think I give $500 to 3 people. Or no, it was on New Year's. I just did a tweet like, I'll give $500 to 3 people, and people start coming out of the woodwork to retweet your shit who have no idea who you are.
Probably don't even follow
And then
you.
you look at their Twitter and you realize like, oh, this is the only thing that they do with their account is just try to win giveaways.
That's
honestly
actually fire.
I was gonna say that's kind of a smart thing to do.
I respect
I
it.
low-key fuck with that.
I mean, it's like fucking Barb in Nebraska in her trailer park, and she's just that's like a
Barbara.
pastime for some people, like trying to win these little contests and shit.
You ever seen
know?
them people that be like knowing how to really use coupons and they go to the store?
Oh, yeah, like the
with
extreme
1,000
discounters.
Yeah, that's just
coupons?
What I say?
Coupons.
Coupons.
I said coupons.
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 Well, now I'm confused.
I felt like the first time you said it just sounded weirder than it sounds now.
I didn't say Groupon. I said coupons.
You ever use Groupon?
For sure.
I remember when that came out.
For massages and shit?
I bought a couple
Misogyny.
things and then never used it. Misogyny.
Misogyny? That's great podcasting. Great podcasting.
Misogyny.
There we
There we
go. Yeah.
So then, how long did you end up staying out for?
we lasted about 20 minutes at that club.
Oh, I knew you were done.
Because I felt good though because I look over at Sky Bree and Rara and they were ready to go within like 15
Rara?
minutes. Her best friend, who
Okay.
we're working on her OnlyFans and stuff, everything.
You know what Rawa did too?
Sign the whole family.
What did
up.
Rara do?
Rawa said, "Can you walk me out?" I was like,
Ooh.
"I cannot walk you
No,
out."
I cannot, ma'am. You better talk to
So
security.
what? That's the terms of relationship that you're in with your girl. You can't walk a girl out to the club.
No,
You
I
gotta
think
just
she
let
was
her get
talk-
attacked by bums.
No, I think she was talking to me like I was security or something. So I was
Yeah.
like, no, bitch, I ain't walking you out.
I
Get
told
the
her
fuck
that.
out.
I told her that.
Listen, we hard on thoughts. 2022.
Well, luckily you weren't there to make her cry.
Listen, me and Sky
was great
Bree,
podcasting.
me and Sky Bree got no beef, man. I just had to, just gotta just.
But bro, the way she said it, she was like, "Oh, can you please walk me out?" I was like,
Like, no.
no, bitch, no.
But
Like,
you want to know the most amazing thing about that?
You gotta stand up for yourself
is
as a
that
man, Adam.
Big.
All right, you can't
almost-
let these women walk all over you.
I almost just called Sky Bree Big Ski. It was just
Big ski,
It's not
big
that
ski,
different.
big ski.
Big Bree.
Bree Ski. When
Big-
they do a scene together,
Oh my
Bree Ski.
God.
If
Damn.
Big Ski and
Ski
Sky
doesn't e-
Bree
Ski doesn't
does
even look up.
does a scene together,
where he skeets.
I'm going to cry in happiness,
Tears
and
of
you
jizz.
will be the greatest friend I know to my brother.
That would be legendary.
I mean, listen, she is fucking ridiculously hot. I understand why you signed her. I understand. Like,
I have a
get your
friend
bread,
who just
bro.
recently became single, and I was thinking about hitting her up and just being like, "This is my homie, great friend of mine. He's single. If you wanted to holler at him, I'm sure he'd be happy to hang out with you." But then I was thinking about it, and I'm like,
Do you really want to be just lining up like free dick for her?
do I want to be getting? Yeah, do I want to be getting her lined up with more penises? Like, I mean, she seems
I
like
think
she's
you
doing
should-
just fine.
Your great friend Big Ski,
Well, he's
who
different.
will provide a hot pickle for her.
He's trying to get in the
Great
game.
callback.
He's
A
trying
warm
to get in
pickle,
the game.
not a hot one. 'Cause a hot pickle is what Adam got going on right now.
No. Adam's getting tested tomorrow, so we'll find out how I'm looking.
Are you done with the antibiotics?
Yes.
No more drip?
No more drip.
Big
Just
drip.
Just drip.
I fell in love with a white bitch. Target shit.
I fell in love with my white drip.
Ugh. Green drip.
No, it was
Mucus.
white, yellowish, I think.
You had Chris King mucus slime coming out of your shit.
Oh my God.
I seen Chris King this weekend.
Shout out to Chris King, man.
Hopefully you didn't talk about my penis.
Why would I?
Anyway.
Whose homie is this?
He low key was on Big Chief. He was like, "Hey D, you better tell him about me, man."
They're trying to make that connection.
He just like gets drunk and just start talking to random people. He's like, yeah, I'm Big Chief, nigga.
He's like, you get a chain.
They were in the
want a
function
hoodie?
rolling up. Big Chief is like, that's the brand. It's like, we're going to be in there. We're going to be wearing Big Chief shirts and we're going to be rolling blunts at
I
the bar.
respect the on-brand branding,
But
man.
luckily that was a bar where you could just smoke whatever because
I've done
the
so much
fucking,
coke at that
there's
bar.
no ceiling.
Bro, it was so much fun, bro.
Yeah.
I've done
That's
coke.
not really the opinion that me or anyone I was with left with.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I realize we're old and everything, but I was really like,
the pasty crew.
I was like, I can't
The
believe
pasty
vanilla
crew.
faces.
I can't believe
Stop
people
it.
go to these loud, insanely crowded rooms and pay good money to stand there and
You can't even squeeze through.
But let it
I
be
don't get it.
Let it be an anal cunt concert. You can be over there.
I'm not doing that either.
He's gonna be first in line.
I just see you in there, and it's like most of the time I'm watching AD and trying to figure out, like, are you really having fun in here? Like, you really think this is fun?
Yes.
I think you're capping most of the time.
How am I? Why do I
AD
do
broke
it
it
so
down.
much?
Because you
AD
just
broke it
seem,
down to
you
me,
seem
though.
just as bored as I feel.
How?
Because it's like, what are you doing in there? Like people coming up to me,
Bro,
left
it's
and right.
living life.
I've maybe had like 10 people come up to me and talk to me, and I'm just like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's up. Yeah, I had no idea what any of them were saying. It's so loud, and they're just screaming.
you know-
I'm putting my ear towards them and stuff, and
Have
I'm
you-
still.
But you know,
nothing.
I be doing it all the time. People like, you know this person? He be like,
Like,
he
yeah.
doesn't know them.
Bro,
That's
I
part of being
forgot
famous is you have to pretend to know people all the
Where
time.
was I at with
I'm
you?
the coldest with that.
I was somewhere with this nigga, bro, and he was like, bro, AD was really excited. What's up, bro? How you been? And I swear to God, as soon as the nigga walked away, I'm like, that's your homie? He's like, I have no idea who that was.
Oh yeah. No, it gets worse because when we're at
I've
the
seen
movie,
you do it, bro.
we're at the movies, and so a fucking a black gentleman goes up to AD.
Why does it matter?
I'm just saying, you know.
It's bigger than black and white.
That's
Shout
true.
out to Gideon.
Normally, when I see people saying hi to you, it's like little white kids and shit. But this was like a grown ass black man that looked like you would know him. So he comes up to you, AAD, and like you could have gone to high school with him. You're like same exact age, and he's like, "Hey, AD, what up?" And you're like, "Hey, my brother, how you doing?" or whatever. And I'm watching, just thinking like, does he know him or does he fake know him? Because I can't tell. Then I click on the fucking Vegas vlog that came out today. I'm looking through the comments and I fucking see the guy and I know it's him because I recognize his face. And his comment says, saw AD at the movies on
Wow.
Friday night.
Shout out to you, my
And
guy.
he said, AD cool as fuck.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate
See,
it.
that's the energy you got to keep.
I would estimate that you spent about 1 second communicating with this
But
guy,
Adam-
But let me tell you something.
and it still
But
made
listen,
that good
listen,
of an
that's the
impression
lasting
on him.
impression,
That
though.
says a lot.
Unlike you, I appreciate people that watch us and support us. So when they come and they want to go
God.
out their way to say, hey, I like what you're doing, I watched the show. Hey, I appreciate you, my guy, man. I hope you have a good life, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And keep it pushing.
I might be
That's
a little
all it
less
takes.
enthusiastic
You be
than
like
you.
this.
Bro, Adam will be.
Do you know about porn?
Adam
well,
will
I
be-
can't take that ride.
Making shit up.
Listen, Adam will be on his phone, right? And a motherfucker will be like, "Yeah, bro, I've been watching you since I was fucking 15 years old, and the fact that you're
Let up!
the fact that you're right here in front of me, like, I just can't believe it." He just like, "Oh yeah, for sure."
You
That's
do
what's
that.
up. Literally not even giving them eye contact.
No, the first nice thing they say, I'll like make eye contact. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
And then you're done after that.
And
You're
then
done.
the next like 40 seconds of them like awkwardly being like, dude, like, what was X like?
Well, sometimes
No, shut
Like,
the fuck
damn,
up.
like, you knew
People
Lil
do that.
Pump. Like, whoa.
People do that. That's when you gotta be
It's,
like,
you know, like when
Hey, bro,
it gets
chill out.
weird, it gets
Yeah.
weird. It gets weird pretty quickly too because people like start scraping the inside of their brain
Just
to
trying
think
to
of something to say. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
It's like I'll be friendly at first, but the longer that you stand there just muttering random shit,
Yo,
the
yo,
more
yo.
I'm gonna just sort of be like, yeah, but I'm looking at Facebook, so
but
whatever.
look at
bro.
this. I'll give you an example, right? We
I
at
am
the end
so nice to my fans, and you are not.
For real. At the end of the day, we hosted the strip club on Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No invite. I'm
You
joking.
know,
I'm
I'm
joking.
saying-
I'm joking. Go.
We host a strip club, right?
It's not like you know your phone is broken.
Fuck you.
Nigga, a guy gets there at 10 o'clock and
my
he
God.
tweets. Mind you, we don't get there till 2 a.m. He
What?
tweets, right? He's
That's
like,
why I turned it down.
Yeah.
he's like, I can't wait to meet you guys, XYZ, XYZ, right?
XOXO heart
Yeah.
face kiss.
My nigga, he DMs me. He's like, AD, they won't let me get the fucking camera into the club and this and XYZ. And I'm like,
He thought he was bringing a camera into the strip club.
Yeah, bro. Which don't make no
He
sense.
ain't been outside too much.
But
Yeah.
we go inside, and then you can see this guy in the corner, and he's just looking like this, like he
staring
wants to
over.
say something. He
Like,
wants
nigga,
to say
just come
something.
over and say what's up.
Shout out to my bro, man, because he's my bro now. Now he had
You're a
on,
real one, bro.
he had some fake.
Everyone's your bro.
He had some fake feet on, bro, and a monkey backpack.
Wait, are you talking about the Imran Potato fucking shoes?
Yeah,
They
and he
literally are feet.
This is
What?
how he gets
They're
my
like
fucking
slippers that
attention.
are feet.
Yes, feet.
That's fire.
This
I
is
need
how he
those.
gets my attention. He has his phone, and it says Tiger, and then it says Bagel No, and then it
He's
says
like showing it to you like this
then
across
it's,
the club.
yes, across the, and then it says community. I said, hey, my
Tiger.
nigga, come get a drink.
Wow.
Come fuck with us, nigga. Come fuck with us.
Wow.
Are you doing good right now? Then the niggas just starts dancing in the corner. He's having a good old
Bro,
time.
you literally probably made that guy's life.
Bro, you know what the nigga said? Once we left the club, he left when we left. He said, AD, man, you know where I can park my car and go to sleep? I said,
was
park
that
your car
drunk?
and go to sleep.
You got him an Uber?
Why are you in the strip
Listen,
club?
AD the type of nigga that got him an Uber, I bet you. I bet anything.
well, he had a car, but he said, do you know a place I can park my car and go to sleep? He said, just because me meeting you tonight was worth the 6-hour drive. You gotta respect the people like that, bro. So if they go do and they do all that stuff like that, come on. I gotta show them nothing but pure love.
My
bro.
main emotion when I hear that story is less respect and more fear because, like, if that dude was willing to do that much just to see you for 5 minutes, it's like,
It wasn't
what
5
else
minutes.
is he gonna do?
It wasn't 5
He
minutes
took
though.
the
He ended
drive
up-
and had a good time with
Look,
people that he watch every week.
Because think about that. Because think
he
about
would
that.
never forget
with
that in his
fake
life.
monkey feet on.
No, think about that. AD gave him such an experience, and by
Pause.
letting him come over to the section and hang out, that was completely worth
And
it.
I didn't give him a hot pickle. Great callback.
No, I seen. Okay, I don't know if Josh was
Glad
there.
nobody even pretended to laugh at that one.
that was bad.
No. I don't know if Josh was there for this, but we were at Real. I would never forget this. We're at Real 92 Street Fest or whatever, right? There's this fucking. He had to be on Xans. He had to be drunk as fuck. And he comes up to Adam. Adam does his usual. Appreciate you, bro. And I don't know what he said to Adam, but Adam was not feeling it. Like this nigga. First of all, he was lingering so close to Adam, like just literally standing next to this nigga.
Okay, that's doing too much.
And maybe you and Lena were like fake arguing or something like that.
So you took
Or
it
like,
out on him?
Like, bro, he said some weird shit to you, and you were like, not blacked on him, but you were like, nigga, get the fuck out of here.
He said the N-word?
I don't
No.
think I said that exactly. Yeah. It's not a direct quote.
Nobody, do you remember that, Josh? And like, I remember I was kind of taken aback because I was standing there.
I'm glad you guys remember that because I have no idea.
Of course, you probably have done
I do
this.
that every day.
Because you're always a fucking grouch all day.
No. But I just remember how excited he was when he was waiting, because he was waiting for you to take other pictures and talk to other people at first. But like you said, it's your fault for being awkward. Just take the picture, ask what's up. I mean, say what you want to say and then keep it pushing.
Yeah.
He lingered by you for so long to the point where you had to literally tell him to fuck off.
I feel like I owe everybody like 5 seconds of politeness. And then the clock just kind of starts ticking from there. Unless, like, you know, I have people like, I hung out with a random dude at the skate park for like an hour today. I mean, a
But
good
he might
conversation. But he treated me like a normal person. I
Exactly.
could deal with that all day. When people act fucking weird as fuck and make me feel uncomfortable, then yeah, my fuse is pretty short.
I found out this. I think you really have like social anxiety, which
Yeah,
ain't nothing
for
wrong
sure.
with it.
Why?
I feel like it's built
don't
up
like
over the
going
years
out.
for sure.
I just think a lot of the things that you do when you go out are stupid and boring.
Well, that's
And not
that's
fun.
what 90% of hip hop does. What you cover, dickhead.
Well, hip hop does a lot of stupid shit that I don't take part in. I'm not like, oh, I'm a hip hop podcaster, so now I need to do everything that every hip hop person does so I can fit in.
You should understand what the culture is doing to, better your understanding when you ask questions and you do shit. Because, like, I see when you do, like, BMX shit, you
really
fuck with
understand
people,
it.
you fit right in, you talk to the people, you're more energetic and stuff like that. And porn, you just exceed and you're happy. You know what I'm saying?
Hanging out in a random nightclub until 3 a.m. is just not fun to me.
But touching
I don't
the
drink.
people,
It's not fun.
Touching the people, meeting the people, making those connections, like, it is good sometimes.
I did not touch anyone or meet anyone that
I
I
didn't
gave a
mean-
fuck about while I was
I didn't mean actually touching them. I just mean like people being out and being like, "Whoa, that's Adam 22." I got a chance to chop
then-
it up with
and-
him.
and
like,
then-
I
bro.
don't need to be making them feel
And
that way.
these
I don't
people,
care.
and these people are like I know you see it. They be like, man, I really feel like you the homie and stuff
No,
like
literally.
that. Like if they see you and they get a chance, it's kind of like your friend and let you down and shit. You got to show them respect.
I'm
It's like-
so far past giving a shit about stuff like that, about like meeting people and like hanging out and making connections
gotta
and shit.
hang
I'm
out.
like,
You don't gotta
that's
hang
what I
out.
see when I'm in the fucking club though. I see so many people trying to network,
yeah.
and I'm just like, wow, I remember when I used to give a fuck about that.
the link and build is
But
very
now,
real.
now that means nothing to me.
But it's not necessarily the network because like I feel like anything can happen if. The public opinion of you was terrible.
No,
it'd be
facts.
those people like Adam. We
Those are the
sticking up
people
for
that are
you and
gonna
shit
be
like that,
riding
right
for
there
you.
for you and shit. And then when you do them like that, they're like, man, fuck that nigga. He didn't want to take a picture and shit.
Yeah, I remember that bitch.
Yeah,
I remember that bitch ass nigga. I was in lock and key. He wouldn't even look up at me from looking at his phone.
But my thing is, I'm not trying to make anybody like me or dislike me. I just genuinely do not give a fuck at all. I'm not trying to, like I just don't care. Like if I meet you in public and you think I'm kind of an asshole, it's like,
So
I agree. I don't give a
goes along
shit.
with your
It's
whole
like-
thing,
you do
though.
to a certain degree though, because if these views right now was to dip to 2000s live, and they saying Adam is acting like
No.
this, Adam's acting like, you're definitely going to change it up.
if the podcast views on this got cut in half because some percentage of the audience realize that when they see me out in public that they don't get to like monopolize my time for 10 minutes, then I'm totally okay with that because I'm just not going to do that. Like I just like if I see you out, I'll take a photo. You want a fist bump? Cool, I'll give you a fist bump. But it's like realistically, I got shit going on. I don't care.
You know what's the worst? I'm pretty sure you've experienced this. When people start trying to show you their music or
I
music
hate that
video
shit.
in the club.
I'll just say no.
Or put
A
like bro,
nigga will rap to you in the club with the music loud, and they
Over
be like,
the
"Oh my
fucking
god!"
song. It's like Future blasting, and a guy. This has happened to me so many times. Like,
It's like,
yo,
hey, yo.
and I'm like, bro, are you fucking kidding?
And I'm like this. Keep up the good work, brother.
Not me. I say, get the fuck out of here, bro. This is not cool.
bro, you're going to just piss off the wrong fan one
Bro,
day.
it don't
He's gonna-
cost to be nice, man.
Yes, it does. It costs time.
You can just be more. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, and then keep it pushing.
That's what
My
I do.
nigga, we went to
No, you're
Complex
like-
Con. Me and
you're like,
House
thank you, bro.
Phone talked
then
to.
I might start
How many
looking
people
for
did we talk to at Complex Con?
And it got to the point where niggas was following us.
But the thing is that you've only been podcast famous for like 6 weeks. I've kind of been doing this for a long time. So
He's
it's-
trying to shit on
the
his man.
shade.
I'm just saying, like,
Bitch ass nigga.
when I went to Complex Con with you and I saw how happy you were to be getting all those free clothes and taking photos of all the fans
I
and
wasn't
stuff.
He's
fucking
like-
happy.
he's like,
Yes, you were. You
He's
were
like-
overjoyed, and you came on here
For
and
the
you,
clothes.
and you talked about how fucking and you were so hyped to meet so many fans in a
It
row.
was
I'm
fire.
gonna be honest
Bro,
with you.
that shit-
Throughout my time at the store, I
Yeah.
really, really, really
got
got
that out of your system.
desensitized to that. The free clothes thing, I don't give a shit.
Well,
you know,
it's because-
it's
bro,
cool
it's
meeting
not-
people, but I've just done
listen,
so
they
much
send
of
you
it that I
trash
don't
clothes.
react
No,
the same way that
no.
I would be the first 100
But it's
times it
not.
happened to
It's
me.
not necessarily. Oh, I want to take a picture with you. It's when people
Yeah.
break down like, "Hey, my nigga, I'm going through something right now," and just
watching y'all
watching
every
you
Tuesday.
makes me want to go on with life. And when people say they want to commit suicide and they watch the fucking Tuesday show or the Wednesday show, and it makes them not want to kill themselves,
I like
that's
that
what I get
You're
happy
making
about.
it seem like I've never had this like positive interaction with my fans.
I
People
don't
tell me
know.
stuff that I like all the time. There's just also a very good percentage of people who will come up to me and be awkward as fuck and weird. And you've seen that
Yeah,
kind
I've
of
seen it, I've seen it, I've
interaction.
seen it.
And
I've seen it.
I don't have that thing that you probably still have where you're like, oh, I'm going to be really, really polite to this guy, even though he's making my life awkward as fuck right now. No, that I lost that a long time
Also,
ago.
can I play devil's advocate for like why I feel like Adam acts that way?
You are the devil, so yes.
Do you remember that time when you were like, I'd never seen Adam do this before. He was doing a Christmas giveaway where you're giving away money to like a fan or something. You don't
have no
remember that?
idea.
It was when we were at the office on Sunset, right? So Adam, I forgot how much. Do anybody remember how much money it was? Maybe like a couple grand or something like that. You were giving away some money for Christmas, right?
I have no idea.
And I think people would either submitted a comment or maybe DM'd you their different stories.
Oh,
You
yeah, okay,
picked-
yeah.
Adam picks a guy who had the saddest fucking story. I'm in the hood in Philadelphia. My whole fucking house burned down. Me and my entire family
Well,
were
okay, go
homeless.
ahead.
Me and my entire family are on the street now. Adam is like he finally has a little brink in his armor. He's like, you know what? Like I'm
Brink.
gonna whatever,
Chink.
whatever, bro.
But that's bad podcast.
That was
man.
awkward.
Terrible podcasting. But look, Adam finally
Asian hate.
Adam shows a little he shows a little empathy.
No, we were doing a contest, and like the person who wrote the best fucking, reason why they should get
I
the
was trying to-
$1,000 or whatever. And this guy submitted a fucking killer sob story about taking care of his
He
kids and
scammed you.
everything.
It was a
and then
fucking-
I get hit up by his baby mama a couple weeks later, and she says, "I just want to let you know that the guy who wrote you that letter that you ended up giving the money to is a scammer, and he took the money and he bought hella fentanyl, and he was fucking on a bender
What?
for like a week or two, and he didn't give any of the money to his kids. He just took all the money and got super fucked up for a week or two."
I'm getting that too now because for some reason, Cash App verified my fucking account.
yeah.
And at least 5 times a day, I get these little fucking sayings that
AD, please.
and it only be for a lot of money. It'd be like $2 and
Oh,
shit.
I still get those Venmo requests because one time I put my fucking Venmo on Twitter and people will just be like,
Bro. And then on my Twitch, this
Requesting
guy's
shit.
telling me my house burned down, AD. Look out for the fans and stuff. And
I
I'm
read
like,
those every day in
like,
the dorm.
and a nigga DMs me and says, my house ain't burned down. I just want some attention.
My mom has cancer. Can I have $1,000? It's like,
What?
are you fucking serious? You
Or
really
like-
think I'm gonna respond to this?
I would get little stupid ones too, like the house phone. I need gas money. Like, can you send me?
It's not
20?
stupid.
No, I'm saying like, but why do you think some random person is gonna like?
Yeah, like why? Do you really think
I've
I've
done that at
ever
the gas
done this
station, though.
ever?
Yeah, but that's when you were like probably down. Like you weren't DMing people though. That
If
was you in
somebody's
real life.
asking for $5 at the gas station and telling you that they just need some gas so they can get here,
That's different.
spoiler, they're going to buy fentanyl. Do not give them a fucking dime.
No, this is what you do. Because I've done this plenty of times. They say, oh, I just need gas to get home. I go, I tell
And
them,
put
put
the-
that shit on pump, whatever it is, and so you can get home.
Tell me why once I'm a kid.
Adam's like, you're a fentanyl
That's
addict.
just they're going to drive around and find more fentanyl.
Look, tell me why I'm a kid. We're in the Taco Bell drive-thru, right? This guy asked my mom for some money. She offers to buy him food or whatever, and I think he said no, but she bought him a burrito anyway. She gives him a burrito, and as we're driving off, he launches the burrito at the back of the car. I didn't fucking ask for this, you fucking bitch. Now
That's the kind of bum I can fuck with. You got some pizzazz. Well, let me get my phone. I got some topics.
But I'm a little kid though, so I can't get out the fucking car and beat him up or nothing. But I'm just like, damn, people suck.
Yeah, some people-
Why would you be at the Taco Bell drive-thru if you didn't want food? You wanted some money.
Because they just go wherever there's food and people.
Wherever the Fenton's at.
Wherever there's people that they can ask for money. I mean, when you go downtown, it's like the crazy dynamic where the real Skid Row has the people that are too fucked up to even like wander into
branch out.
society.
Yeah.
And then on the perimeter, on the edges, you have the people who maybe are still like social enough that they'll stand around and ask for money around there. But
I feel like those people might just be the actual scammers. Like they're
who knows?
like they come up with a nice ass. Like if a nigga comes up with like a whiteboard instead of a sign and like a
whiteboard.
like a fucking wipe away marker.
You gotta hit him with, my enemies are after me. I need you to send money.
Send me $100,000. Yeah. Okay. I wanted to bring this up. Me and AD went to the Big U podcast.
Yeah, let's talk about
space on Thursday.
Sabotage me.
Okay.
T-Rail won't try too, right?
Let me explain what happened so that AD can not present his false narrative.
It's not false.
So Big U says he wants me to do his podcast. I say, okay. I say, can I bring AD? He says, sure, let's do it. Then I think Laura was the one communicating and setting it up. So at a certain point I said, hey, can I bring T-Rel too? And she talked to the team and they said yes. And then when I pull up, it becomes very clear that Big U has no idea that we were all going to be doing the episode together. And now this is coming right on the heels of the T-Rel Vegas debacle. So I am extra cautious about not wanting to waste T-Rel's time because I feel like that might be a little bit of a trigger for him. So I'm totally down with wasting AD's time. That's totally fine. But I'm like, this sucks because I thought we were all going to be doing this shit together, and now AD and T-Row are sitting there, and so there's different ideas going back and forth. Maybe we'll have AD come out partway through, and then like they're all, maybe let's do the AD and T-Row episode right after. But then Big U's like, oh, I need another shirt because it's he doesn't want to
Same
wear the
outfit.
same shirt for multiple podcasts in a row, which I guess I could see. So then AD and T-Row had to come back the next day to do their episode, and
So you wasted Terrell's time,
Bro,
again.
before
and
we
his girl, she was there as well,
Oh my god!
and his shooter.
How dare
before
you?
we got there, right? Days before we went there, Big U had hit me up and said, "Hey, when you coming to the set? Like, I'm gonna do an episode with you, right?"
To the set or
To the set? You're gonna get DP?
No, like
To the
To
set.
the set.
Like
But
set.
Cross gang.
so when
DP.
Adam said, "Hey, Big U wants you, and T-Rail to do a podcast," I said, "He already hit me up." So when we got on the set, he said, "AD, I wanted to do your own interview, like what's going
Trying
on?"
to sabotage.
So then me and T-Rail was like this. Oh, you just wanted to bring us along, right? So then,
Like I give a fuck.
Fucking Adam.
Like, oh, I really want to drive on the highway next to AD. So it would be amazing.
no,
It'd
you
be
want to
way-
feel
it'd-
feel more comfortable.
He
around
tried to go in
gangsters.
my car, and I said no, and he gave me a side eye.
Yeah, he did do that.
Well, you don't want to ride with this motherfucker anyway. He
Well, I
thinks
don't
he's
wanna have to-
fucking Dale Earnhardt.
I don't want to have to ride all the way back here to drop you off when I could just go straight to my house after.
Selfish.
It's fucking.
So here we are by LAX.
He want
What?
us. He want us to fucking hang. You know
So
what
y'all
I'm
coulda
saying?
picked me up, too.
On some street shit. He
You
wanted some
think that
validity.
I deceived you so that I could have my cool gang homies come to be
I
around
don't
me when
know.
I do the big
I
you
think
thing?
you wasn't paying attention.
Listen,
you didn't
if-
listen
if-
to me.
if
when
I
I
told
think
just
you
want-
didn't want them to have their own.
Absolutely
interview.
not sure. I can go back to my phone and find Laura telling me that they agreed to this. The problem is just that the people booking it are not properly communicating with the talent.
Which doesn't make any sense at all.
It's just so stupid. But it happens like that all the fucking time where I show up to do something and I think it's going to be one way and it's another way.
Well,
And
maybe
I'm
you
just like, I
celebrity
would
ass-
not have shown up if this had been communicated to me, but now here I am.
No, but it worked out though, because your episode was funny as fuck. And then me and T-Rail and you, we got down to like some real LA politics. We wouldn't be able to do that shit with you.
No,
Yeah,
I
you would've
should,
been
I should
talking
be
about
included
porn.
in
So
all
it
of
all
that.
worked out.
I
I've
need
been
to
talking
be
about porn the whole
involved
time.
in that.
And he was like, I can't believe he the comedian. You know what I'm saying?
Because right before I fucking did the episode, I fucking was looking through Twitter and I see a girl that gave me gonorrhea, and I say, "Hey, you, we fucked this girl the other day. She gave me gonorrhea."
So you found out who it was?
I do know who it was,
Wow.
but I'm not.
Obviously.
I'm not ever telling anyone because they'll just run with it. But I pointed it at him. He's like, "You fucked her with your girl." And he could not get it into his head. Like he just kept like he's trying to interview me and like ask me like normal questions, and he just can't stop saying shit about gonorrhea. It was kind of fascinating.
I mean, a lot of people aren't used to the porn lifestyle, Adam. So it's
Big
it's
U is on that list apparently. Yeah.
And bro, like your fucking dad episode is funny as fuck. Like I literally was laughing.
You said it's what episode?
What I said was funny.
You were saying a lot of shit that was funny because it was getting Big U's reactions to like the shit you talk about all the time. I was like, please don't hit him with a gay joke. He gonna get his ass
Oh,
beat.
man.
I've gotten
Please
so
don't do it. Please don't do it.
no,
That's the
can't-
wrong
Can't do
situation.
Big U like that. No,
Please don't
but
do it.
I can't like at this point. I could be around like the most serious, most gangster person and still just have my same stupid fucking
As you should, though.
personality
As you
because
should.
I'm just so comfortable at this point.
But that's why I like Yuri because I feel like he's
I swear to
himself at
God,
all
bro.
times.
Yeah. Like you should never conform to who you are because of the people you're around or people you're interviewing. Like people like the dynamic of you, being a separate opinion. And that's why people love Yuri on Disconnected every Thursday at 6 p.m. They love Yuri on there because he has a completely different perspective than me or Blasey.
when are we gonna stop trying to shove Yuri down people's throats?
I think he's doing a good job.
Y'all just hate
he
this
is doing a
nigga,
good
man.
job.
I've been saying it from day one. This nigga's a fucking star.
People love him. Yeah, he's our nerd guy.
He definitely, with all these shows that you starting, I think you should definitely give Yuri a chance.
Yuri has
and
a
give
lot
his
of
own
work.
show.
He already is a co-host on his show,
Well, yeah,
That is
well,
fact. I mean, but
and he has his own show.
he does have his own platform, 10 Talks. When are you gonna try to integrate 10 Talks onto No Jumper?
But that's the whole point.
Why would he want to do that?
No, I know. I'm saying, but I know you're gonna be like, all right, listen, we could sign you to a 360 podcast deal.
Hey, come on, I'll get you
We're
a
gonna
my,
get you-
a my bookie sponsorship
We're
for
gonna
a
get
month.
we're gonna get you away from Riley, get you signed to the Lena and Adam Porn
we're gonna
conglomerate.
replace Riley with some random fucking female talent that we could tax their income.
Wow, a piece of shit.
No,
Adam.
if Yuri was down to become like the goatsy guy, then I think I could definitely manage his career.
you think Yuri could be your new,
Please define goatsy.
yeah, I have no idea.
You don't know what
that
that is?
No.
I have no idea what that means.
It's this old school photo of a guy like bent over. And
Pause.
He's
Okay,
like,
never mind.
He's
Just
like
keep-
this.
keep it-
and he
keep
has
this
his asshole open like this big.
Why would we know that?
I'm
Famous meme.
I'm mad that I even asked.
No, but I feel like
It
Yuri
wouldn't
could,
phase you.
Yuri could be that guy like that you were making fun of like his dick and saying that he's never gonna be a porn star. Like that could be your new version.
I love it.
Hey,
Do you have that thing that I told you we wanted to pull up on the screen? I forget what it was already, but I had something. Oh, look, we got a nice solid 10K right now.
Shout out to the all 10K people watching the motherfucking.
Oh my God. Guys, put us in the corner. I found the female house phone. Let's check this
Yo,
out.
pause.
this is disrespectful.
Yo, she's
Why?
fine as fuck.
Because he ain't doing drugs, man.
Okay, full screen it?
What is that? A Xan
It's,
in her
it's
mouth?
more of a throwback to the old house phone. Yeah. What do you guys think of this girl? Because this is currently going viral on
She's
Twitter.
kind of fine. I'm not gonna lie.
Washing down the fucking Xan with a huge swig of liquor in the middle of the day.
This is my kind of girl.
Right there.
She's fine.
I know reason.
You know she's giving a crazy blowy.
Okay. Get out of there. I don't know. I saw this and I just wanted to bring it to the podcast.
Right.
I mean, that definitely doesn't sound like it's good for her liver or kidney or mental health.
You think that she thinks that she's gonna get dick from posting that?
She definitely is.
Are you joking?
Who's tapping in when they see that? Because
A
that makes me want to run for the
lot of
fucking
people.
hills.
Look, everybody, would you hit that?
Well,
what
listen.
the fuck? Why is everyone in the room all saying they want a piper?
I mean, hey.
God damn.
I mean,
You
she
should go
looked
to the
good.
clubs more and understand.
I think there's
Yeah.
a
The
culture.
There's the culture of popping Xanax and washing it down with hard liquor.
Nah,
you don't get it.
Like, if you've been there and done that type of stuff, you know she's gonna wake up tomorrow like, what the fuck did I do last night?
That's like,
And that's the
why
scariest
when I
part.
saw that, I thought of you because that's like pretty
Thought of
much
me? What the fuck?
exclusively the kind of chicks that I remember you
Bro,
spending
relax,
time with.
Relax, bro.
Yeah.
Bitches remember me.
Yeah.
You got me fucked up.
That shit hit a funny bone.
Yeah, you
that
got
nigga
me-
turned around. He said,
You got me fucked up, nigga.
Did you see the picture on my story this weekend of my 81-year-old uncle who's currently
That
dating
was-
a
that
woman in
was
her
fire.
early 20s?
Yeah.
and she's a woman of color. I love it.
Cuban.
Cuban descent.
That photo's taken in Cuba.
I mean, do we know that they're dating, or do we know that he might have rented?
Uncle Danish knows what the fuck
He
he's
might
doing.
have rented her services for a small amount of time.
I feel like dating might be an exaggeration. He's had many girlfriends from Cuba over the past
He's definitely getting in that Cinnabon.
decade or two, yeah.
Getting in that cinema.
Shout out to Uncle
I mean,
Danish.
he has like fucking 10 kids. He's the one who
Oh,
famously...
he's the real,
He
like,
told me back
plug
in the
talk.
day, he told me, Adam, I could come on a rock and something would grow. He said
like
he could
that.
come on a rock and
I like
something
that.
would grow, to describe how he had gotten so many women pregnant throughout his life.
Now I see how you ended up the way you are. You just been having cum talks
Since day one.
since fucking birth.
Adam, when you're 3, the cum's gonna start jizzling.
Yeah, once we launch Vel Talk, then we're going to launch Cum Talk.
Vel talk is
talk.
funny.
Vel Talk, where he interviews the bums and then beats the shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just Bell squabbling up with
That shit
niggas on the
said-
street.
That shit said, all right, now square up.
I think OnlyFans is going to draw the line there.
Where's no fades?
I just don't think OnlyFans is going to be down for
Nah, we need
that.
some
You-
fades.
you know
For
what's-
beating up the homeless.
What's
I don't know.
crazy is how like
Remember bum fights?
But bro, I was just about to bring that up. I just watched bum fights again. I was like, this will not fly
Where
in
did you-
2022.
Has all that shit been taken
On
off YouTube?
No,
Is
it's
that-
on
it
YouTube.
is still on there?
They
I'm gonna
donated
watch
to
that
my
tonight.
Twitch and they sent a fucking link and I was watching that shit.
Because on YouTube, I don't think they take down fights if it's like mutually agreed upon combat. You know, it's like if you
someone's just beating
if you
somebody
agree
else.
to fight each other, which I don't know, like legally how this works or whatever, but it seems like YouTube won't take that down as
But
often.
bro, he's still like, the main character's name is like Swishy or I don't know, but he's like doing drugs. I'm like, this shit is still on fucking YouTube.
I remember seeing that shit and being like, this is why the internet was invented.
Definitely,
Yeah.
Because this is the kind of thing that they're just not going to put on NBC.
Like shit, like porn or people shitting on top of somebody else and bum fights.
But that was like the
Were they paying the homeless people?
hope
fucking
not.
no, bro. I watched the old clip of them putting a rock. Right, they tied the bum
Like
up.
a crack rock?
Look, they tied the bum up, right, and they move
So
his
even
hands.
that,
It's
it
even
seems
crack
like
rock.
something you're not allowed to do.
But,
You can't tie
but
them
no,
up.
he's like this. The Rock is like right there. He's like, let me get it. Like they're torturing a nigga doing that shit.
That's fucked up.
And he's tied to like a light pole, and they keep they putting it closer to him.
Well, if
and
you-
he's like, let me get the Rock. I'm like,
You remember that Simpsons episode where Homer's dragging the giant boulder of shame behind him?
I don't remember that
I
one.
would like to the Stonecutters episode. I would like to recreate that
Well,
with
listen,
a homeless person.
listen.
But okay, go.
If you tie that girl up, put a Xan and a bottle of Jose Cuervo in front of her, she's gonna be trying to get to it too, like the crack rock.
I mean, if she's doing that on Twitter in the middle of the day, imagine what the rest of her day was like, and imagine how much more drugs than that she does.
But like, were you like disgusted, or did you like think she was hot at all?
I think she.
I think outside of the drug and alcohol use, that I really wasn't attracted to her in general. So I was, not really my type. Maybe the baby hairs are cool.
she seemed like she would be a great time.
Yeah, I think you'd have a good time with her for
said,
sure.
like,
Especially after the Xanax and the tequila.
You can't even say nothing without thinking of nut. He said, "You have a nice nut."
Hot pickle.
No, but yeah,
Great go.
that was a little alarming.
I mean, I was trying to. The only thing that has been said on this podcast that made less sense was the hot pickle thing.
he find a way to integrate it though.
I
Throughout.
don't know. There was just, it was funny for a little bit. I don't know.
That's
There's
what I love
something
about AD. He'll
that
just
clip.
keep going.
I mean, I just wanted to know like what her life was like 2 hours after that.
But have you never done that before? You never taken
Not
a
with the
Xan?
alcohol in the middle of the day. Maybe at night.
Maybe not the
At
okay.
night, yeah.
You might be overanalyzing a little bit too much.
I just, as a person who doesn't party, I watch a clip like that of a girl getting that
No, it's
fucked
very
up in the middle of
alarming.
the day, and it's just kind of like, whoa.
You know, by like 7 p.m. she was blacked out.
And what sucks is that we just made her way more popping by talking about it.
And
Yeah, her
people
whole
are
Twitter-
definitely going to
All the
try
No
to smack.
Jumper fans are in her DMs like, hey, you want to fuck? Are you still drunk?
Yo, you want to split the Xan together? She's like, no, I need a full one.
I wonder what comes from the no jumper memes after tonight's episode.
Okay, we were just talking about how we want to refer to the meme pages less because we
we
think
said that?
Only you said
you
that.
weren't here, but
Oh, okay. Well, how the fuck I
it's
love
just like,
know?
I feel like if we're constantly talking about the meme pages, it's way less funny. So I agree. I think the funniest thing ever. I just want to I don't want every time we make a good joke on here to be like, meme page, who's gonna get that first? I think that makes everything.
We kind of do that with clips too now.
Yeah, and it's probably it's just too self-referential.
When is the last clip trouble you got into, or title trouble?
He always do.
That's a good question.
It's like every day.
I don't really know. If I look through it right now, I could probably find a couple that I got yelled at about.
One T-Rail was mad at.
What did he say?
Because it said T-Rail talks about hanging out with YG after he started being friends with T-Rail, but in the story he's talking about the game, right? Or was it game?
No,
No,
he's
it was
talking about
game, and then it was actually YG. And so the clip just makes it look like he was talking about something that he totally wasn't talking about. And every fucking comment is calling out this fact, and still somehow nobody on our fucking gigantic team cares enough to be reading the comments and changing it. But hey,
Bad
what can you
podcasting
really
team.
ask for?
Do you get lost in the comments, or do you really let it affect how you move forward with the next podcast or the next thing you do?
I read them and I think about it, but I mean, ultimately, I've done enough podcasts that I don't think one series of bad comments on one podcast is going to make me do too much soul searching.
You used to piss me the fuck off.
No, but we all do
You
it. though.
always say this.
We all do
It's
it.
just
though.
not- you say this too
I'm gonna
much.
leave it alone.
Listen,
No,
but
leave it alone.
But
It's just-
I
that's
can't
one
even,
of the things you talking about getting your episodes demonetized by swearing in the beginning of it.
I don't do
It's
it no more.
Okay, the 8th time you told that story, it's just kind of all right.
No, but
that was the one on At the End of the Day where there were so many comments being like, AD really needs to stop telling the story.
And there he goes.
Which
doing
one
it
was
turned
again.
into house
You
phone.
tell all the stories the same
I'm
shit,
not that
same
bad.
way.
Yeah.
No, you are by far the king of telling stories
Me?
over and over. Yes.
I think you
nigga,
are.
you know how many
No
times you told that mall?
way.
You know how many times you told that Marilyn Manson shirt mall story?
I don't think so.
Are
I
you
think
joking?
I might have told that once.
In
Are
the
you
comments,
fucking
who is
shitting
the
me?
If I would
king
be
of stories?
astounded if you could find more than one example.
All
of
right,
me.
you want to bet?
Were you going to go home and watch a bunch of old episodes the next couple weeks?
175 episodes.
No, hell
again.
no, I'm going
They
back.
go through that.
I'm going back 6 years ago. No, you fucking said this in the
You know what? I don't think we said this on the podcast, but after the Vegas trip, I had a realization, which is that we thought that we were going to go there and have a really good time and that it would be a great bonding experience. And it turned out that a lot of us
I did have a great
argued with
time.
each other and were mad at each other, but I still feel like it was a pretty good bonding
I
experience.
don't really think that it was all of
No, it was just a few isolated people who were angry.
I was mad at Trev for 2 seconds, and then I ran him over.
Was I mad at anybody?
No, you were
Nah,
cool.
because when you get mad, you be mad.
No,
so I don't
you
know.
were cool because you didn't hang out with us. You went on the OT mission.
Yeah,
Nigga, I hung
you
out
kinda
with-
left
I hung
us
out
Not
with
out
hanging.
of town either.
You left us hanging.
I hung out with everybody
Left us
For a
individually.
little bit, yeah. Before
Individually.
your famous friend came around.
What?
AD actually had to fly him in.
He was like, that nigga got a big
What?
chain. That nigga
Wait
got a
a
big
minute.
chain.
Wait a minute. So I see Duno go doing his thing. He's at a fucking club.
That was
he?
like 3 nights in.
You
Yeah.
brought him there.
I'm just saying, everybody is doing their own separate thing. I didn't feel like. Now, let me tell you
If
this.
we were to do that again, I would probably try to A, have a smaller crew, and B, kind of make it explicit that we're trying to stay together. as a group.
Itinerary. That's why you
I
need
was
an
thinking
itinerary.
about it too. What if we went to an island? What if
That'd
we went
be fire.
somewhere where we could all really go on some hikes and
You gonna
go
try
to
to
the
ask AD,
beach
can
and
you
shit like
fuck
that?
on the
But the
island?
thing is, that's true.
Nobody
I,
would
I
know.
do want to know about that. Is it going to be like the metaverse? But I feel
Bro!
like AD might still fly OT and hey, we're at the top of this mountain. You can helicopter in right now.
At the resort.
This nigga so fake, he couldn't wait to do it. He's like this. "Man, the big league. It's the big league. It's such the big league.
That was funny.
That chain he had on
was
was
great podcasting.
that chain he had on was the biggest of leagues. That shit was crazy,
Yeah, no security or nothing. It's out
bro.
here.
That's real cripping for you right there, man.
Is it?
I think so. You got to be very confident in your cripping.
Imagine going through the metal detector with that thing. I'm just leaving it on.
It's
Nope.
not. It's
This-
not.
this
It's
don't
not.
come
It's
off
for real. It's,
It's
not
not
gonna go
metal,
off.
yeah.
because it's so
So
not
you-
made of metal.
Yeah,
No, bro. So
real jewelry
real,
doesn't
real
go.
jewelry don't go off. So if you see somebody having jewelry and it goes beep 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 beep,
Yeah.
you got that fugazi.
What about that big cheat chain? Is that going off?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Nothing.
Bro, your jewelry's not supposed to go off in the metal detector. It's
I've
not
never
metal.
gone through a metal detector wearing jewelry, so I didn't know that.
Well,
This
you
jewelry piece costs a lot, actually. The big chief.
you used to have jewelry, Adam.
Because they have different diamond grades. So you can have low
He has
grade
no idea
diamonds,
about any of this.
or you can have high grade diamonds, and that makes it different.
Do you know what
Cost
sucks
more.
for you though? Is I feel like you you kind of like your big ass body sort of necessitates
Bitch, your
bigger
big ass
jewelry.
body. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I agree with that too, but don't you feel like you kind of
This nigga
need to have
crazy.
like a big ass chain? Like your chain needs to be 2 times bigger than Bow Wow's.
Nah, but
Yes, because you're so much bigger than him.
OG
Nah, but
suicide
see-
in the building.
Shout
OG
out to
suicide interview dropping this week.
We need that. The streets
Hey.
is waiting.
No, but
You won't watch it.
I'm watching.
You're gonna watch Trapper Ross instead.
What if Trapper Ross did a fucking in-depth documentary about?
hey, no, but when it comes to chains and stuff like that, right? I don't like. I never want to like. That's not my
Yeah.
brand. I
It's
feel
not
like.
really your swag,
especially doing this shit. It's like, what do I look like coming here with a fucking huge chain like that every week? It's like you're trying to shit on everybody.
Every time I look at a rapper, like I'm like watching a bunch of Lil Durk videos today, and I'm just looking at his jewelry and trying to imagine myself wearing that many chains and how crazy I would feel.
But look at niggas like J. Cole, bro. Look at niggas
Yeah.
like there's certain people like the human aspect of it. I like having nice stuff, but I like the human aspect.
So
of
you're
it
saying
too.
you're like J. Cole?
I ain't saying I'm like J.
You're
Cole.
on his level?
No, I'm not on this level. Not even close.
J. Cole told a story about he was on vacation or something one time, and somebody from the hotel stole either his, I think, chain and Rolex out of the safe. And he said from then, I think he never bought jewelry again. All the J. Cole fans, don't fucking quote me on that. Sorry.
They're coming for you.
And you can have a nice timepiece. You can have you know what I'm saying? Like my homeboy MJ, like he'll go to the club. He got a nice chain on. You feel me? It ain't too big.
But he
it
don't
ain't-
wear it every day.
Nah, but you when you go out, you look nice and classy with it and stuff too. So like, if your brand is like you Rick Ross and you the money guy, then you got to do all that shit and like that. I've never like made my brand about money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but you
I have
icy.
not.
You
Money,
icy, my boy.
hoes, come, sluts.
That was an OT. Wait. Who's on the hook though? That's OT on the hook. He gave me that song.
Fucking weak.
I didn't make the hook.
You are fucking hilarious.
I made up
Adam.
so many fake versions of that song that I can't remember what the,
The
real
best one
is.
was like the Kids Bop one.
Kids Bop. I never seen Kids Bop.
No, like they were like
need to put
Fortnite
Park-
Doodle. They were like they were saying some other shit.
You need to put Parker Ann on the Kids Bop.
I don't even know what it is.
Speaking of,
I know Baby Bop from Barney.
She died.
No, it's not even a person. It's a dinosaur. She went extinct.
Okay, I get you that one.
Okay. All right. Here's one more topic that I want to bring up before we have our guests come over here, and before we start smoking weed
better
and
have some
blowing it in his
goddamn
face.
merch in that box, my boy.
Here's oh, he did. He brought me a hoodie. Probably not for you.
No,
though.
what you?
And see,
none
it's
for
brown.
me?
I heard you've been trying to claim that you invented brown.
I did. Do you have one of those shirts with the waves on it at least? Bro, tap in with me. All right.
Why don't you do an interview with them?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not a kid though. I'm almost 30. But
Oh! I just did it. I'm 38.
he said Adam's
Kids
like
taking
50.
over. All right, so there was a big story that came out where basically Lil Durk was asked what happened with him and his girl that made him want to wife her up. And he mentioned a few different factors, but one that he was really stressing was that she had an extremely low body count.
That's great.
People thought that people were a little bit surprised by that, and some people were coming at her on Twitter saying, "How the fuck could a guy who has 7 kids be saying that he wants a girl with a low body count?"
Fresh and fit, where are you?
Etc.
Please.
Dirk been watching a little bit too much Fresh and Fit. How do you feel about that? Is this? I mean, to me, it seems like a pretty good example of
Misogyny.
but how do you feel about that?
Bro, he's 100% right. Like
You know your girl's number?
yeah,
How
I
do
know
you-
her number.
You retained it?
But any girl that I deal with, like, if she says a number too high, I can't take that ride.
Why?
Because
What if
bro,
it's like on the same level as your number?
You're instructing every girl out there who ever deals with you to lie to you. Now they know that they have to lie.
Well,
to
he
you.
has one lady.
Right,
Okay.
but if he were to ever be on the market again.
But listen, you gotta understand this, right? Especially like when you're in the industry. So when you go around, like, it's not uncommon for the industry people to fuck around and mess with all the same girls and shit like that. Everybody gets passed around and shit like that. I'm not talking about the everyday
Yeah.
woman and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just
But
like,
even the everyday,
like if a girl tells me, "Oh yeah, I had 80 sex partners," I'm gonna look at her like, you kind of don't value yourself. So why would I
What?
even want to?
What if she's 40?
No, that's different. If she's 40.
bro, if you're almost okay, if
So
you're
if she's 21 and she's got 80 sex partners.
Bro, I'm gonna say you don't value yourself. Like,
well,
why
that's
would I even
that's
wanna
kind of
deal with
mind
you?
blowing because that's like, holy shit,
That's
you've been
kind of
putting
low.
in work. Have you
That's-
been doing anything else?
But so it does matter to some certain
I feel
degree.
it.
And then too, like some girls will have low body counts, but it'll be with like 6 NBA players and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and they get a bad rep when it comes down to that. Like I'm not tripping when it comes down to that, but if I'm dating you and I'm seriously taking you seriously, I know myself. Like I can't. You're 22 years old and you got 90 fucking bodies. That's out.
Okay, 22, I feel that. But like once you get to like our age where you're like late 20s, like early 30s, you should expect your girl to at least have over 100 something.
100.
Fuck no.
I don't
Are
think
you
100 is
joking?
average.
If you've been having
100's a lot.
sex, if you've been having sex since you were 16 years
Bro,
old,
100?
y'all
And you're
tripping.
30. Okay, let's do the math though.
Okay,
if you
do the
let's
math, do
say
the math.
just to give you a symbol, let's say you start
This
fucking
nigga tripping.
Let's say you start
be
fucking at
fucking with
20.
hoes.
Just to make it easy. If you
20?
start fucking
A
at
bitch
20
should be 90 and maybe not have 100.
and then you get to 30,
I know girls that are probably fuck 20 niggas in a summer.
10
would you
years.
wife 'em?
10 years, 8 dudes a year.
Bro, that's nothing.
That's
Not
a
that much,
lot.
right? That's like
Bro.
one every month,
Yeah,
and then
if
you
you
take
do
a
club
couple of
talk,
months off every
Tripping.
year.
Y'all are being unrealistic.
I'm on your page. I agree. Yeah.
So look,
I like bitches
look,
with high
I
ass
like-
body.
okay,
I like a
okay,
bitch you know how to fuck,
okay.
and she fucked a whole
I
bunch
like-
of people.
I like hoes. What's up?
Put it this-
that
put it this
know
way.
what they
They
like. And I know what
Shout out Fudge
Bitch,
Willis.
you can't spend the
Promiscuous
night.
type.
Okay, put it-
Hey, I like
Put it
hoes.
this way. I like a girl, right?
Y'all tripping.
I like
Who
a
is that
girl.
song?
Fudge
Fudge
Willie.
Willie.
Oh, right.
Order
what the
up.
fuck?
You've got
I'm
nailed.
thinking it's like a real rapper. No offense.
Hey, I like
We're
a-
gonna Kids Take Over. We're putting you on the Fudge Willie lore
Oh, if he
later
doesn't
on.
do a Fudge Willie interview, he's a
We
op.
got you. We
Yes.
got you, bro. Okay,
God.
No, but look, I like a girl, right?
take your ass to Miami, AD.
No, not Miami. I like a girl that'll make you wait to have sex with her. You
Okay.
feel what I'm saying? If you're gonna take them serious.
What if she
Not gonna
made-
say
what if she
anything
made all
about
them
that. I
niggas-
don't think you were waiting too long, bro.
Oh
I think you
my
got a head
God.
start.
How the fuck do you know? This nigga.
This nigga is out of line.
I don't think that you were in a relationship for a month before you fucked or anything.
Bro,
I think you
First of all,
I think you were out right down to brass tacks, my friend.
First of all, what I'm saying is,
Now
right?
she press you next time she see you.
Definitely. Now, first of all, you gotta think about it, right? If a girl will make you wait, and they say the 90-day rule, not everybody does that shit,
90
right?
days.
How many dates do you have to go on in the 90 days?
But I'm saying, even if it's a month, right, for you to wait, right, and they keep doing that. Let's say shit don't work out. You shouldn't have that many fucking bodies if you value yourself like that. Now, it all depends on what
if she
type-
likes to fuck?
Listen, if that's the type of woman you are, there's niggas who would accept you like House Phone. And
It's
there's
not the
niggas like Adam
1920s no
who
more.
will fucking accept you. I don't want to have, me personally, I'm not going to wife a woman that has 90 fucking bodies at 30
Bro.
years old right now. I'm
Bro,
not doing
listen,
it.
listen.
That's me personally. I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with it,
Listen,
but
hold
I'm
on.
not doing it.
Just let me say one thing. I wouldn't care if
You
you
was
was
a
a prostitute and you hit every man that you ever knew. Nigga, I don't give a
But that's such a cap line from Wayne. Like, you really think that he doesn't care when he's thinking about what girl he's gonna wife up? You don't think he would care if she used to be a prostitute?
Bro, it's
Come
just
on.
it's just like the Brittany Renner situation, right? When we did the interview with her,
Yeah.
She
Made her
lit-
cry?
No, I didn't make her
You
cry.
made her cry?
She actually was cool with me and wasn't cool. with
Hated
me.
you guys.
Not
Yeah.
true. I got the follow after.
You got unfollowed. I got to follow.
No, I got followed again after the unfollow.
Who got followed first?
I can't remember.
Yeah,
Speak
all right.
on
I think I was
Speak on
already
it.
followed.
No, you said she doesn't follow me. You don't remember
did.
that?
Okay, but he's got a long-term scam going where he's trying to get in Brittany Renner's pants by
No, I'm not.
complimenting her on here. But
No.
continue.
What I'm saying is Brittany Renner broke down that her baby daddy did not give a fuck about. They was
Yeah.
having a good relationship, and
gives a
then the
fuck?
people started saying the type of men that she slept with, and he switched up on her. That's what she was saying, basically.
But
when it
that's
came
kind of
down
some
to
whole
it.
nigga tendencies, though.
Okay, but
But
this,
that's how men they feel about them.
this is the question: is if you're gonna start dating a hot ass chick, would you rather she had previously dated a fucking complete loser rapper who
That's
got
kinda- that's
10,000 followers? He never made it into anything. His highest point in his career
Even
was 3-4
10,000 is a
years
little-
ago.
is a little
Right, that's
generous.
too many. We're gonna give him 8,000. Would you rather date the girl who dated this loser ass rapper that nobody cares about and nobody's thinking about, but you know who he is because you live in LA and you're a weirdo and you fucking know all these people? Or would you rather date the girl who was with Lil Durk before? And it's like, because think about that, for the whole time you're dating her, everybody's gonna be lining up to remind you of who your bitch fucked before you.
I think it's circumstantial.
It is though.
It really depends on the situation.
it really depends on the girl.
And
let's
it
be
doesn't-
honest.
it doesn't-
The girl matters a lot more than her sexual history.
Like,
to me,
really?
at least.
I respect
mean,
girls that
yeah.
be like, you know what? I was in relationship to relationship and shit didn't work out and whatever. And if you gonna fuck like random people sometime in between,
Yeah,
that,
sometime in between.
That's cool. That's realistic. Like I'm 32 years old. A girl that's 32 years old, I think if you got like 20, 25, 30 bodies and shit like that. Like,
Man, y'all must not know no
that's
wild
cool.
bitches, bro.
But bro, I don't want a wild bitch. You feel me? I'm gonna keep it real.
Maybe they
He
were
hangs out
wild
with girls
and
that lie to him.
Yeah.
It's not about
Yeah,
When your
like-
girl told you your body count, you should have gave her a
times 3.
No, wrap the thing around her and see what her
The lie
pulse does as she's talking about it. You're gonna lie to take her down to City Hall.
But bro,
Like,
even
like you
if,
want a girl that's like, I've only had sex with 3
listen,
guys. Like,
but listen, but you
yeah,
gotta,
right.
but you gotta understand, right? As a nigga that's always in the club, niggas talk like crazy. You feel me?
But niggas be lying on their dick too.
No, niggas lie on their dick, but you can,
Which
you
is
can,
crazy.
you can literally see, right? There's a groups of girls who hang out with everybody, and you will ask niggas like, "Hey, which one of y'all hit that?" And they be like, "I didn't hit that, but we hit this one." And then you see another group of guys, the same group of girls, who hit that? Well, we hit this one, we did this one, we did this one. If that one
Sounds
girl,
like the He-Man Woman Haters Club
it's not a He-Man, but this is how niggas talk in the club.
So
from a movie.
So listen to it. So we're at the bar, and this NBA player comes up to me, and he's like, "Bro, we smashed the same chick, right?" So then
He invited me on his yacht.
he takes me to his house.
I remember this one.
He takes me
Shout
to
out
his
my
house.
man Walter. I got mad love for
Shout out to
him.
Walter,
He's a
man.
hater.
Precious man.
I fucks with you. I just also think that video is funny.
He takes me to his house, and he said, "Pick any girl you want, any girl you want, and you take her to a room." And I was like, "Bro, we smashed the same chicks, bro."
I mean, it's pretty spot on.
I think I'm pretty good at
If
impersonation.
you were to play those two back to back, like over each other,
And see, with you,
like a duet on TikTok,
I think you're
just
so
put your audio over his face.
I think you're so desensitized to sex now that like that don't bother you. Like sex ain't shit to you.
But I always think about if I was single, if I would like what level of porn star I would end up wifing. Because it's probably realistically going to be a porn star.
Really?
But that's like, I don't know.
Because
like,
you're desensitized to sex.
Yeah, I don't
That
really
doesn't
give a
that a girl's body count doesn't like bother you at all. She could say, Adam, I fucked 7,000 niggas. You're gonna be like, I
that's
don't
a
care.
lot though. 7,000 is crazy.
This is the
It's
thing.
not-
This is my deciding factor is if you fucked a lot of guys, that doesn't really mean that much to me.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are out here in these streets treating yourself like a piece of shit,
yeah, for real. That's where it
Okay,
matters.
I've heard people tell me stories about going backstage on tour with Drake and how they'll be like all the hottest fucking girls you ever seen in your life, just waiting there, just dying to get fucking 5
Now
minutes
that's
of dick from
thirsty.
Drake.
That's thirsty.
That to me is a way bigger turnoff than a girl who fucks 70 dudes throughout her life because she just fuck 70 dudes because she was
Yeah.
going on dates, she's going to parties, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, but like when I found out that a girl's really just like has no
That's-
self-respect,
That's where it gets.
that's what kills me.
But see, but that's how I look at it as the girl who's like doing all that shit.
That doesn't have to be.
yeah, let's get this set up.
That doesn't have to be mutual though. Like that could be. You could have sex and be, promiscuous or whatever, and still respect yourself.
That's true. I think
But-
there's a
but
way
what
that
you're
you
saying,
can do it where you don't respect
8
yourself.
niggas
And
a
there's,
year
you know,
since you're 16, that's a lot, bro. It's a lot of people.
I'm not saying
8
every
a
year.
year?
Bro.
8 a year is a lot.
I don't
bro.
even see
Okay.
8 movies a year.
For,
Bro,
for a
okay,
girl
no.
that you're planning on wifing and having a relationship
But when you
with.
start fucking with her, you never know that you're gonna wife her.
Yeah.
For me, at least, like
never
I
know.
always am treating her like a regular chick until we get to the point
Yeah,
that I
but
realize.
you ask them questions of like, hey, what's this? And
Okay,
you
okay.
get to decide if you're gonna deal with it or
Okay,
not.
wait, let me-
Now, if you genuinely like somebody and you like, damn man, is she has all these bodies, but I really
Why would
like
that
her. I
matter?
don't think that should be a
Okay.
deciding factor when it
Listen,
comes down to
I
it.
think that only matters if like she got a long lasting STD from it. She got something that's like, like something happened to where it fucked her up physically or.
What's up, bro?
I would like to introduce our guest.
up?
My Kids Takeover interview
up, boy?
just
Nice to meet you,
dropped.
bro. Yeah.
I figured we needed him to at least drop in so we could have a conversation about what's going on here in these streets.
smoke.
Nah, don't let him smoke, boy. He's gonna get fucking.
I just-
Nigga, I don't know what the fuck they do.
I just want to
true.
preface one thing, okay? My mom might watch this. There's a chance. My mom watches this. There's a chance. There's a chance.
So we got to keep it PG-13.
Just keep it.
Wait,
just
put
keep it
me
halal.
on game. What does Kids Take Over?
Okay, Kids Take Over basically is a media outlet I started 3 years ago. So honestly, don't take it too literal. It's we don't interview like infants. All right? That's why when you said like,
Oh, maybe I could get Parker some coverage.
No, but like I explain. It's more like the sentiment of like the younger generation.
yeah, it's about interviewing more the younger generation, and even when we interview like Adam, for example. Like I'm sure Adam saw this. Like we spun it in a way where it's like he's giving advice to the younger generation, right? So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I also I make content, not just interviews, but like I'll make content showing the journey of like the brand and like all the ups and downs. And like if we go to LA and get canceled on like 50 times, like I'll like transparently talk about
That happened to you in New York, right?
what happened to me this trip.
Yeah. So what went wrong this trip? What's been going on?
Now, obviously, I don't want to say like specific names, like this rapper canceled on me.
Speak on it.
But some motherfuckers
On
are
it.
mad inconsistent.
Yeah, and I'm sure you know how that is too, man. But yeah, just mad people canceled on me. I thought I was gonna get such big interviews, and like it happens. I'm not complaining. It's the
Like
game
bigger than you've already gotten before.
for sure. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, for sure.
Damn, I want to know names now.
I know one.
Oh,
Off-
okay.
off camera, off camera.
But that one still might happen though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good luck.
No, man, bro,
No
you've
jumper
been,
clip loading.
you've
Go
been
ahead.
really grinding, bro. If I am not mistaken, I'm pretty sure the first video I seen from you was, did you go to the South to go see Doo-Wop King?
Hell yeah.
That was one of the first ones I ever.
What
that's
year we talking?
A couple years ago.
It's like 2019.
I've been tapped in, my boy.
Yeah.
You
Stop
definitely
playing.
you're the most tapped.
Yeah,
in
you
here,
commented
for
on the video. I remember. Yeah.
Doo-Wop
Exactly.
Kane, no jumper interview where he's high as fuck.
Him and Candy
and he's
Paint?
like 15 years old, bro, and he's
Yeah.
just so
He is
smoked out.
such like, I feel like was that some of your like earlier interviews?
Yeah, that was the year I started. I started January 2019. So yeah,
Who was the first person you got like before that?
the first person I ever got was Saw Baby.
What?
Yeah.
Ooh, he's
Purple
a
Lake.
fave.
Purple Lake.
I'm fucking this bitch and spreading them ass cheeks.
Okay.
That booty hole pink.
His mom is watching this.
Mom, it's a lyric.
I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means.
Not something that he did.
No, I'm joking.
Never.
I'm
Okay,
joking.
but
I'm
I say
joking.
that's a lyric, guys.
I'm obviously kidding.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah.
Okay. Located out of Toronto,
Vancouver.
Vancouver. Whoops,
Yeah.
my bad. Was there any like specific stuff going on in your local scene that you wanted to document that you felt was kind of like not being documented, or what were the initial pieces of content that you were like, this is what I need to do to get the ball rolling here?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I wanted to work at like Complex when I was in high school, so I was like, "Yo,
give
let
me
me."
that vibe.
Yeah, I was like, "Yo, let me just do all these interviews. Let me just do all these interviews and have them on my resume, then take it to like a small radio station, and then like work my way up, right?" But bro, they wouldn't even take a meeting with me. That was the worst part about it.
The radio world's fucked up because everybody's holding on to their jobs for their dear life because there's so few
True.
jobs in that world. They don't want to let anybody new in the building because then the higher ups are going to realize, oh, we could pay this dude way less to do the work that we're currently paying people more to do.
Facts.
Which makes no sense because that is, you need the younger people around, the people that are tapped in and that
But
know what's
radio's
going on.
fucked either way.
Yeah.
They've all given up on the idea that I might do better in the future.
But that's why it's great. Like if you didn't have that moment, you probably would have not took the time to start your own
Agreed.
thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's so facts. That's
Like,
so facts.
That's interesting because when I was talking to Bootleg Kev, he was working for like radio stations and doing interviews like way back in the day. Like if he had kept consistently doing those on his channel, his presence on YouTube and shit would be way bigger now. But then
sure.
he goes, he gets a job at the radio station, he starts doing all his interviews for them. So he was using it like the same way you're talking about to like get an in with a radio station or some shit. But like you're actually kind of lucky because so many of those doors are closed, you just started building your platform, and that's like probably a way bigger opportunity than any kind of job you could have got at that time.
Agreed. And looking back on it, like I wouldn't want to work at a radio station.
Yeah.
Like I remember I went to Rolling Loud and there was like a press room or whatever, and then that's like where all the radio people are, right? And no shade to the guy who was doing it, but there was like a Nardo Wick interview that they were doing. And it was the most awkward thing I've ever seen, bro. It was this dude. He gets the mic. He's like, "Oh, what everybody wish your boy DJ." Blah blah blah. blah. And it's just like, and the whole room is just like quiet. And Nardo Wick is like, "All right." That's literally all he said, bro. And it was like, yeah, for real. It was like so awkward. And I was like, all right, I'm glad this is not the route that I took. You know?
That happens with a lot of artists, God.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the worst.
That was one thing I was going to bring up. Have you ever been in a situation where they're just not giving you anything to go off of?
Worst interviews. You probably don't want to name
Bro,
them.
okay, I don't want to
wouldn't
say the
really
name,
wanna.
but during this trip, man, I had like the worst experience of my life. Like
Since you've been doing this?
the worst, for sure. Yeah. I was it was this artist and he's like a street artist, right? And we were interviewing him, and dude, I like the dude's music, but he's definitely not big enough to act like this. He was just like, after every question I asked, he was like, I don't know. And at one point,
Why would you come do an interview then?
right. And at one point I asked him about like Spider-Man, because I was like, okay, let me talk about something that everyone loves, right?
I don't
He
know
didn't
him.
even know who
I
Uncle
don't know
Ben
him.
was.
Okay. What?
We're talking
didn't
about
know who
Uncle
Uncle
Ben
Ben is.
earlier.
Okay,
He's
that's
like,
sad.
He don't
That's
know who
sad.
that is either.
No, that's sad. But Yeah, and like he would get like offended at it, bro. He's like, "Oh, you trying to, this is like childish. You trying to act like I don't know about."
Nigga, my
like,
shit is called Kids Take Over.
Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Who don't like Spider-Man, bitch ass nigga?
Yeah, but after that, I was just like,
Spider-Cub.
I was like traumatized, bro. I was like, "Fuck this."
He was just trying to be like too macho, like too like. "Arr."
Yeah, bro.
Did he even like offer you like a hot pickle?
Bro, enough with
Kinda
the
glad he's not
haram
gonna be
stuff,
here
bro.
next
No more
week.
haram stuff.
We're replacing it with T-Rail next week.
Please.
No, but
Maybe
like,
it'll be permanent.
like I feel like that is such a experience that could kind of discourage you from like moving forward with some of these artists because like especially if it's someone that you like, you listen to their music, you probably have all these questions and stuff you want to ask them, and then they kind of just not giving you anything to feed off of. It's like,
Yeah.
what do you do?
To be fair, I didn't listen to him that much, but if it was like a Cardi interview and he was like that, I would be like shattered,
Oh,
you know?
man.
Yeah.
To be fair though, like I feel like a lot of people, that's a compliment that I always kind of got throughout the years. Is like,
You're really
I
good.
can't believe that you can actually like make the interview happen when they're giving you so little.
Yeah, you're
and
really
people
good at
always act like, oh, like it was so easy for you. I'm like, those are the most painful, difficult to get through interviews when they're not giving you shit and you're trying to like talk a lot. Like you notice radio DJs do that a lot where
Yes.
all of a sudden the interview
Yeah.
becomes you talking for like 3 minutes and then kind of throwing it to them and they give you like 15 seconds and you're like, okay, and yeah, it's just like blah, blah, blah. And you're just talking so much to like
Facts.
fill in the blanks for them. It's the worst.
The Young Thug Hot 97 interview is like that. I don't know if you know which one I'm talking about, but it was like Ebro wasn't there. There was like this other lady, and it's just
That
like
already sounds weird.
it's just hard to watch. Yeah.
You know what's one of the worst ones too is when I mean, respect to Ebro, I guess, for keeping the same energy, but he was on Kodak Black's ass about
my
the case.
Yeah.
Like it was so uncomfortable to
Painful.
watch.
To be fair though, if you're Ebro, you kind of gotta say something
Yeah.
about that because
No, I
if you
respect
don't say anything about it, that's weird. But you also can't really press them to talk about it because it's an open case.
But that was also like when me and you interviewed Famous Dex, and like that shit had just happened. We didn't. I think me and Adam were kind of like, should we even bring this up? And as soon as we sat down, it was one of the first things he jumped on camera. It was like, wanted to
but
address
that was
it.
one of those weird things too, where they're sitting there and they're giving you their version of the story, and you know that they're lying, and
Oh,
you know
really?
that
I
they're
don't
kind of
remember.
like painting it in a way like when
PR
we did.
stunt?
Who's the homie that fucking Chris Benoit, his whole family the
Oh,
other day?
Jay Stash.
Jay
Oh,
Stash.
my God.
Jay
That's not the
Stash.
homie.
Right. The former homie who, I mean, rest in peace, I guess. But he like he told a version of that story that I guess was like way disconnected from what actually happened in terms of his whole domestic violence thing. But like, you know, unless you have access to the fucking police reports and shit, people can just do that. My question is, what have been the most viral moments? Because for some reason, I feel like maybe I first noticed you guys, or first really realized I noticed it when I saw that you interviewed Trippie and Alex together while they were a couple.
Me? No, that's
Wait,
not
that
me.
wasn't you?
That was probably someone else.
This is
bro.
bad podcasting.
This is terrible
That was
podcast.
someone
Terrible.
else.
At this
Make
moment,
sure
it's
you
But
do
I-
your
but I-
goddamn research.
Yeah.
Adam,
I'll take the
man.
compliment. I'll take the compliment.
Listen,
Who was it? Which
listen,
one am I thinking of?
Listen, you gotta start.
No, that
taking
was
podcasts
Montreal.
a little more seriously.
It was
okay?
another Canadian.
Listen, if you're gonna have
That's
fun,
Montreality,
offensive.
Montreality.
Yeah.
shout out to
Yeah.
Montreality.
And they're dope too.
That
yeah.
was pretty bad. There's egg on my face. Pause.
Yo, pause. No, I'm not on live when you came
Let
in.
him, you got to answer that question.
Oh, okay. But you that wasn't the right
That
person.
was-
No, but there was already a question
Okay.
before the
Maybe-
false observation. Yeah.
Well, what was the most viral moment?
Most viral moment.
The ones that really you
stood
saw
out to
that
you.
sub boost and you saw that felt like, okay, this is actually working.
I think it was like Southside because to be honest, I don't look like the average like interviewer, right? Like hip
I'm
hop
surprised you
interviewer.
didn't take your shit.
Nah, he was okay. It was crazy.
All black
Take
people don't
over.
steal, Adam.
I'm gonna be honest. I was scared. I was kind of scared to do it because when you go on Southside's IG lives, he's always like beefing
Yeah.
someone. He's like, "Hey, blood, blah, blah, blah." You know, I'm like, when I went, I was like sweating, bro, because I saw
Say
him.
blood again.
I'm staying in East LA. I don't want these problems, bro, right now.
Oh, wow.
So, anyways,
Don't drop the low, bro.
I won't. It's not. I won't tell the exact place. But I walked in. He was like the nicest guy, and
Love to hear that.
the thing I did was I was like, yo, let me show him in the interview like some music that he would never listen to. So you know who like 100 Gex is, right?
Oh wow.
You showed Southside
Yeah.
100 Gex.
I
In
didn't
the
know that
interview,
either.
yeah.
Holy shit. What do you think?
He thought it was kind of cool, and you know he works
could
with
see that.
he works with Marshmallow a lot too. So it's like
Wow.
he thought it was cool.
What
But
if they collab now because of you?
bro, That would be fucking amazing. But yeah, like it was just cool. Like that went really viral because everyone started posting it, and yeah.
Got that 100 Gex fan base.
Speaking of like 100 Gex and just like really high pitched like fast music, are you familiar with like David Shawty?
Someone was just showing me, yeah.
Bro,
Okay,
look.
maybe-
So like I think you should definitely dive into that after. I really think that the future of music is just going towards just super like hyper like
Hyper pop.
yeah, but just in every aspect, just sped the fuck up, auto tune, glitched out. Like I feel like all music is heading towards that, and I feel like if you listen to David Shawty, you would definitely get where I'm going with.
I
That.
agree with what you're saying. Maybe not the glitch part as much, but like,
Think about it. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
I was gonna say like, yeah, for me personally, and what I think the future is like anyone who can do like a weird voice, right? And there's like so many variations of it. There's like Yeet, there's Cardi, there's like when 645 AR did to the max.
Oh, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
He
these
was
voice.
a huge fan of that. That was
Were
a
you
weird
really? I
era in
love
this
that.
office.
Bro, I listened to that.
Bro, he's the goat.
Yeah.
And then he
That was
switched-
my favorite shit.
Yeah.
And then he fucking had a song with FKA Twigs on some like
Yeah, and the music video, bro.
Hey, I'm not gonna speak on that, but just know niggas might have took some sauce from one of the house phone video to
Oh,
make
really?
that video. But anyway,
word.
anyway, look. So, no, like, okay, who's your? Give me your top 5 right now.
Like my
in,
favorite.
in rotation, not of all time. Like, just who?
It's gonna sound so.
Hold on,
generic,
Red.
bro.
Top 10 all time.
Yeah, I did say that.
Just
by
so
the
you
way,
know.
I did. Thank you.
Oh,
Finally,
goddamn.
finally, someone agrees.
Of all time.
Yes.
Of all musical
not,
history.
Not rap
That's what I
albums,
said, yeah.
music, but
above the Beatles, but only by a
honestly.
little bit. Yeah.
no, by a lot for sure.
I'm not riding around mosh pitting. I'm not losing a Rolex at the Beatles set.
We
Facts.
all live in a yellow.
Never
submarine.
heard
the
of it.
Beatles never made "Die for Guy," bro.
Or
Die
Punk
for
Month.
a guy.
Or
Pause.
Punk, yeah,
Or
yeah.
Punk Month. Okay.
Sorry, top 5.
rotation.
I don't know. It's like my favorite, or like who I think is the best.
Go
Right-
current.
right now.
Go current.
Yeah,
because
okay.
who the
Current.
fuck cares about
I don't
all
care.
time?
Yeah, I don't care about
Alright.
your Biggie, Nas, Tupac.
Please,
We
weird
never
shit.
heard them.
All right, I'm gonna say I'm obviously Cardi, Yeet, Sofago. I'll have to say Kanye because before he kind of fell off with when he made Ye and shit, but now he's doing his thing. So Kanye. And 5, this is gonna be a shock, but I don't know if you know, it's this artist named Jugger. He's like from Toronto, and he makes type of music where it's like really, really weird voices.
I like that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like weird.
gonna have to show you. You're gonna be like, what the fuck?
No, dude.
This is the question though: is do you like when hyperpop kind of came out and went crazy? Do you feel like your platform needs to be covering that because it is so approximate to the youth? Because I had a lot of people saying like, when are you gonna start doing some hyperpop interviews? And that it was kind of like, I've kind of like just chosen that this is a rap podcast and we might do some other stuff, but
Right.
I don't really feel like it's necessary.
See, but it's kind of integrated because you can say that like Trippie Redd's "Trip at Night" was like a full hyper pop album, but he was still
I've
rapping
seen
and
rappers
singing.
touch it, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Okay,
Like-
so do you feel like your platform is rap specific or no?
Nah, man, I never wanted to be like that because like we want to interview like young NBA players and just like cool tastemakers. Like I mentioned, like Zach B interview would be hard, right? Because it's like he's a young tastemaker, so it doesn't have to be just hip hop. And like honestly, it's just shit that like I like. If they gave me an interview that was like rap and it was a big artist and I didn't like it, like let's just say French Montana. He's not terrible or whatever. But like I don't know if I
French
didn't.
hate
I fuck with French
I'm not trying to hate on
but,
French.
but definitely not like who
Not
you would
his
think
era
of
at
to
all.
be the kind of artist that would be on his shit.
How
Yeah.
old are you?
I'm 22.
Fair enough.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
22.
but like
Jesus Christ.
if it was an artist that was big and like they're rap, I just don't like them. Like there's no point of doing it, So I'm not too into hyperpop,
Yeah.
It's whatever.
I mean, but
respect
like,
that, though.
I kind of like a lot of the people that you have done. I can definitely that you've done interviews for. I could see them falling under the hyper pop. Like
Like who?
I mean, I feel like MIA by SSG Kobe is kind of a hyper popish
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Who else? Maybe Fago a little bit too.
Okay, you could say that.
Like it's like the bare minimum of it. It's like they throw in like the basic version of it to kind of.
I think it's the beats. Honestly.
Yeah, it's really the beats. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. But like, I'm telling you, the whole glitch thing is finna be like the new wave, bro.
yeah.
Like
Do you interview a lot of artists who are like very early in the come up? What do you kind of like want to see from an artist before you feel like they're at the level where they make sense on your platform? And like, do you have memories of like certain ones that you've done where, because like for me, some of the most important interviews I've ever done have been the ones that I did super early on.
Yeah.
But then also when I look through my interviews, sometimes I see people and I'm like, damn, I interviewed that dude way before he did anything, and then he never did anything. And maybe I could have waited a little longer and realized that wasn't happening for him.
Yeah, well, getting them early is Well, okay. Well, honestly, like I said, if I don't like the artist and I think that they're gonna be big, like I'm probably not gonna do it just because like to force yourself to interview someone you don't like is so awkward.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting someone early is always the best because you're gonna be their first interview. First interview always is gonna blow up. So I think we did like, even like being their second interview, like we did like Nardo Wick really early,
Yeah,
Sofago
really
really early, SSG Kobe really early, and like all of these interviews will like get so much bigger within
As
time.
time progresses, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas if I did a let's say French Montana interview, it'll probably cap, at like a certain amount. That's what I think.
You go.
How do you? What's your process of like going through and figuring out who you want to interview the right time, and then how do you go about reaching out to them? Like, do you have a team that does that, or you hit them up directly?
Yeah, honestly, like I'm just on SoundCloud like all day, Spotify, TikTok. Like I'm just listening to so much music. So like, if I just fuck with the artist, I will reach out personally. I don't do a thing where like I get a team to do it because I just can't trust someone to like talk on my behalf.
Adam was just talking about that earlier.
Like I get you have a publicist and all, but didn't it take you a long time to like trust her?
Hell yeah.
I had to steal her from a legendary rapper named Be Real of Cypress Hill because I met her because she was his publicist, and it's like
She was so on point.
I kind of realized like, oh shit, if I hired this girl, that she could totally help take my shit to the next level.
And I think she's done an amazing job at that, man. Shout out to Laura, bro.
Yeah,
out
she's
to
so
Laura.
cool.
Laura keeps everything nice and
I like her when she's here because she has like kind of like a mom presence. I feel like people are less likely to do stupid shit because
That's fair.
I feel like
Laura's
I
kind of
comp-
there with them.
And she don't play about you either, which I
she
like.
don't play about any of us. For
She
real,
will
for real.
smack the shit out of a guest.
I
believe that.
Not actually, but like I could see it happening.
Yeah, she stands up for the squad.
Yeah, maybe you need a kids.
You gotta
kids,
find your Laura.
kids take over aunt.
That could be my mom, but no, I'm kidding. My mom, dude, it's so hard because it's so funny. You guys interview so many like girls on your podcast.
Oh, God.
Bro, I've interviewed one female artist on my podcast or
BK?
on my show. No, I want to get that one, but it was Ruby Rose actually, and it's so crazy because
I
like
do remember that.
yeah, it's so crazy because I try interviewing more female artists, but we still get like slack on the DMs like, oh, you guys have something against women, and it's not that at all.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. So, like, when you reach out to someone who's obviously on a bigger side, like like a Ruby Rose or something, are they just immediately just open and receptive?
I think the thing that convinces them is like, for example, right?
God damn it! Oh, he picks it up. That's
Not
even
mine,
worse.
no.
God damn.
But anyways, I think the thing about our thing is that, yeah, since it's like we're young, right? If you have a slightly older audience, if you want to like tap into the youth, like our
have
thing
to.
is the first thing to go to, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's why
Talk
they
your
do
shit.
it.
I like
yeah,
that.
yeah, and it's not like we're doing like really low views. Like we're still on the come up, but yeah, it does pretty decent views, and our videos just look really good in my opinion.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to ask about. You mentioned that when we did our interview, which everybody should go watch
Yeah,
and
go watch the
drop a
interview.
comment.
Came
on.
out today.
No,
yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you mentioned that's a big part of why you think that your brand has like a dope vibe going and everything is just because everything looks really good. Do you have a graphic design background, and were you thinking about that from the very beginning of like, I want to make sure that this shit is very polished from the get-go?
For sure, because I think you guys are kind of, I definitely don't want to say the opposite because it looks good, but I'm saying like you guys focus on like, you put like 3 videos out per day, right? And my whole thing was like coming up, I just want to make like the best looking stuff. Something that if I was a kid, right, and I was watching this on YouTube, I'd be like, yo, this is like a show, it's like a whole ass show.
That's fire.
A whole
So,
production.
So
Yeah.
it feels bigger and like more expensive than it might actually be. you
Yeah,
know? But like, I
'cause-
know you always try to film stuff with multiple camera angles so you
Yeah.
can switch it around and do all that kind of shit.
Bro,
you know?
it looks so expensive, but I'm telling you, I'm not well off, okay? I'm staying in like a really like trapped Airbnb
You
right
just
now.
said you're in East LA. I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe we got to get you out
But
of
if
there.
you know cameras and you know how to edit and you know how to get somebody to do graphics for you or whatever, like you could totally make your shit look like it's expensive.
Hell
even if
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
not,
we
you
don't
know?
have all the money, but we just know how to make everything look well through like YouTube videos. When I was starting KTO, like my brother, he's a really good designer, so he helped me with a lot of like the branding and stuff, right? And we spent like 6 months to like figure out how it's gonna look and things like that.
Damn, see, that's the attention to detail is going to take you
Bro,
further.
this nigga gonna be rich as fuck. I call it now.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate that, bro.
My
He's
main,
trying to get an interview.
My main question.
Oh my god! You can't get a guy a compliment.
He's not a kid. He's a hunk.
man.
He's going to start his own
They
show.
should-
Hunks take over.
They shouldn't be interviewing your old ass, nigga.
No, I have a young spirit.
You also got
go.
gonorrhea. Tell the children that.
Okay, listen. Do you feel like you and our generation of music are competing
Yeah, I
to
saw a
stay
comment
on
that
it.
said you guys don't like each other. Is there any
No,
truth to
That's
that?
cap.
what?
Oh, okay.
No, and like it's not like me and because okay, our generation is dope, bro. They were a page that I like looked up to when I was coming up for like the Instagram feed and whatnot, right? I think they had like 400,000 followers or something
What?
at the
I
time.
didn't even know that.
Yeah, so like, dude, they're dope, and
killing
like on the news side, they're killing it. And then we started doing the podcast, or sorry, the interviews, and then they started doing it after. And I like their stuff, dude. Like, it looks awesome. And when I was coming up, like, it would suck if I only had a no jumper to watch, you know. But the
No,
fact that I had
facts.
no jumper, no, that's not what I mean. But the fact that I had no jumper to
You have
watch,
multiple outlets, too.
and whatchamacallit, academics, you know, like that's dope. So. I don't know. I think in like 5-10 years, when we're gonna look back at it, we're gonna have like OGM and KTH doing amazing
No, for
shit.
real. And I feel like it's so needed, especially in this niche part. It's becoming less niche, but like the type of music that and the type of artists that you guys cover is very similar because you know it hasn't really been anybody since Adam that really like took the youth and was like, I'm covering like this new shit that's happening right now.
But even like I just dropped the interview today with this dude 16 shot on visuals who's like a straight up young kid from Chicago who just started. He's actually like from the streets and shit, and like he just started interviewing all these underground drill artists out there and shit, and his shit is blowing the fuck up
That's
right
fire.
now.
I'm gonna tap in.
And it's just like it's dope because I feel like I'm like witnessing like the whole new generation of like younger interviewers kind of coming up, but it's dope because they're all sort of like carving out their own niches and stuff, because who you interview really is like says a lot about what you're making your brand represent, because you have somebody like Cam Capone who's doing a lot of like, you know, underground gangsters, you know, LA street dudes and stuff. You guys are not really shying away from or not doing that as much. And then, you know, you have somebody like 16 Shot Him who's just like covering the fuck out of Chicago and just doing like such a good job with that. And it's very inspirational for somebody like me to see people going so hard with it.
Yeah, and dude, we got like comments on our thing where honestly, if you come on our show, I feel like a lot of the comments are positive, right? But we did definitely get the ones about like negative about Adam that were like, "Oh, why'd you interview this guy? He gave up on the underground." And like,
I don't think that's true.
and like, dude, it's just I don't
There's
know.
50
This is the
undergrounds.
This is the savior of the underground right here.
Yes.
I want to defend Adam in one thing though. I just want to say that like at the end of the day, right? Like people think that when you're a media outlet or you make YouTube videos, you're just completely doing it for the audience. But it's like, no, dude, you're doing that because that's what you like doing, right?
Yeah.
If he doesn't like, covering that all day, every day, like why would? It's like, why would you want to do that?
I mean, I think everybody with your platforms, like if I see somebody and it feels like they're just doing what they feel like they have to do, it's usually going to feel fucking forced. Whereas if you're covering people that you actually are excited about, like, I don't know, I just feel like people should just go in the direction of whatever they want to talk about or whatever they want to do.
And I do respect that about you. It's like I could be like, yo, this is the youngest, hottest nigga, blah, blah. And you're just like, if you don't fuck with it, you don't give a fuck. You're not
Facts,
gonna
yeah.
like, you know?
But some of the niggas, so like since I've been in No Jumper, you called him out and he's like, I want to give him an interview now.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. I put a little respect on my name.
We
you
got to
know?
get House Phone interviewing fucking more underground rappers.
I think I'm finally like,
You ready?
yeah.
Do you like interviewing more than co-hosting?
No, I mean
leading your show.
I was gonna say so like you know, I obviously have been here for a while, and like most of the on-camera stuff that I've ever done has been with Adam, and Adam is very much a forward kind of, you know, he's gonna take the first couple steps. So I feel like I kind of had to learn how to jump in when I can, give actual like criticism or like just add to the conversation without trying to take over Adam's spot.
Well, because over time, the more interviews you do, the more you start to be able to notice your own style, and
Yeah.
then even be able to watch other people and think, oh, okay, this is what their style is. My style is this. Maybe I want to be more like him, or maybe I want to like, you know, shape my questions to get a different type of response or whatever. Like, do you feel like you have a style, or are there types of questions that you find like you gravitate towards?
Honestly, I feel like one thing I'm good at is, I don't know, every artist that I've done an interview with, aside from that one and that I was telling you about, is like they just felt so comfortable around me because I'm just like that dude that you know from high school, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like a super chill interview. And on top of that, I don't know, I don't take risky questions in the way you do, or like I'll ask like something really risky. But like what I'll do is like I'll ask them something that like no one would ask them. Like for instance, the South Side and the 100 Gex thing, right? Like I like bringing like two worlds together.
That
kind
was
of
fire.
Yeah, you know.
I want to show you Fudge Willie so bad. I
Fudge Willie,
really want to know.
He's the first rapper to ever pick up a turd out of the toilet and be
That's how you
holding it up
describe
while
it.
filming himself selfie style holding a turd.
And that you could put that on YouTube.
he'll like spit on his own man boob.
I feel like it was on Instagram, maybe. Maybe they thought it wasn't a real turd. He has like 500 followers, so I feel like maybe
okay.
it didn't even
He
hit that
writes
radar.
books too.
He is a
Right,
fucking
okay.
generational talent. 1000%.
I agree.
I've never heard someone that makes the most catchiest, most diverse music.
Yeah.
We found him on a live stream and just
You found him on the live. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay.
no, but dude, we're like, if you give me an hour of your time, I will take you on a fucking journey.
He submitted an application. He wants to move here and work for us, but I think we were like, I want to check it out, but I'm kind of scared of the holding his own shit thing.
Yeah, if we do this shit here, I'm out.
Yeah. Or if he starts spitting on AD's titties.
No,
it's not happening.
See, here you go.
Now, see, I think though it's like, bro, when
was a
you're
good one, though.
when you're in a situation like that, when you're coming up or like you're in a situation like that where like you can tell, you know, probably before we started recognizing him, he probably was having trouble trying to gain some type of traction or stuff like that. So you know, I feel like his brain was just goes to let me just come up with the craziest
And
stuff.
we keep talking about him, so it kind of worked.
yeah, I mean,
He ain't picking up turds no more. He actually swore off it.
did he?
He said he's not going to ever touch his own poop again.
But like, think about it. Those are the stuff that that naturally attracted us to him.
I know, so maybe he should touch his poop more.
No, I'm saying like you can switch it up. Like you don't have to come in the
Yeah,
game.
it's like it's kind of like the baby. Like the nigga literally had a diaper on, and they got that attention and shit like that.
people
like,
love bringing that up. Like
I mean, but that's
no, not you, but I mean like niggas that be beefing with him. Like I'm supposed to take this nigga serious. He was wearing a diaper in 2017.
I thought that shit was cool.
I thought it was funny as fuck.
Yeah,
You
that was
never
very
had
funny.
anything like that in your career? That like a weird gimmick that you look back on and you're like, I wish I didn't do that.
Yeah, no jumper.
Damn.
Hey, he used to wear a lot of bandanas.
Yo, if you're at home, rewind that and watch that joke form in AD's head. Because I saw him like not knowing what to say, and then he's like, aha, I got it.
That's pretty much all I do anyway.
Hey, I have a question though. Do you guys see because that used to happen so much in 2016, 2017, the whole gimmick thing, right? Do you guys still see that on IG? Because I see it sometimes on like promos where it's like, oh, this artist locks himself in a freezer and then releases a song, right?
What?
Like,
I would click on it.
Ice
yeah, I
Man.
know, and I would too. That's what I'm saying. I would too.
I remember there used to be a rapper who was always on World Star that was like world's tallest rapper. Like that was
That's
his
kinda
name.
fire.
Like he was
That is
just
kinda
like,
fire,
he was
yeah.
like 8 feet tall, like the tallest dude you ever seen.
Is he giving off tall bars though? Like is his bars about him just like it's hard for me to walk in the room?
His music didn't make that big of an impression on me. Yeah,
Okay.
I hit my head on everything.
That shit was like the names for me. Like when I heard of Little House Phone, I was like, and somebody just said it the other day I was with. It was like, this nigga name is House Phone. I was like, yes. And then
Gotta
I
throw
heard
the lil
somebody
in front of him.
correct me if I'm wrong. His name is Big Child Support.
What-
Oh my
what
god, I
happened
know
to your
exactly what you're
fucking
talking
foreskin?
about.
Huh?
What happened to your mic? You lost
Oh,
your phone.
shit.
Where'd it go?
No, but
Wait, what was that one?
Oh, the nigga name was like Big, Child, Support or
No, I
something.
know him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
cool.
I'm like, what the fuck? But that made me, and then, was it Big Toenail or something?
Lil
Lil
Toe.
Toe.
I went to
I'm like,
I went to
my
a
nigga.
roller rink with him.
With
Yeah,
Little
you
Toe.
did.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was always trying to figure out why he said the N word. I'm like, damn, bro. Just because you wear a fucking toe suit.
You was like, well, I can't hang with you.
how dark was the toe fit he used to wear?
No, I think he raps without the toe costume now, but he still has
What?
the toe name. I think he's Mexican, so he got like a halfway in right past.
But
the
I
thing.
feel like I feel like something like that you may have to commit to it the whole time.
Kind of like Rumor with the mask. He like,
It's like do you
Can't
think
take it off.
his views declined because he stopped wearing the toe?
I don't know.
I believe they would.
That's what I would
Yeah,
think.
why
so.
would I want to watch Lil Toe?
And he's just a regular
like,
guy.
where's the toe?
yeah, right.
It's like Mickey. You go see Mickey Mouse, and it's just it's just a
It's just a
guy.
guy.
It's like no, I am Mickey Mouse.
Wait, but he could be a Tucker though.
Elmo, he's just a nigga.
That's what I was just thinking. Tucker the toe sucker should rock the toe suit,
No, but he should have the toe in his mouth like a binky.
like a binky.
I have a question though. You asked me about like my most viral interview. What was like your worst interview experience?
Worst?
Yeah.
Fuck. I
Black
mean,
China.
Boom Gang passing out.
No, but like some of the worst ones were also like pretty good because they're like the super legendary ones that everyone thinks about right away, like Boom Gang and Black China walking out, and Cuban Doll walking
Cuban
out, and
Doll,
shit.
Guy running up on you with a gun.
Yeah, like
Live
they're like the worst thing that could happen, but then they're also kind of the best thing because everybody fucking wants to see it, you know. So, but then like there's obviously been interviews over the years that where people just didn't say shit. Like I fucking, I've told this story before, but like one time, Lil Pump calls me at 2 a.m, and this is like at peak Lil Pump. Well, no, because it's before Gucci Gang and shit. But it's like he calls me 2 a.m, gets me to go to the fucking studio and meet up with him. We're in the studio till like 5 a.m. Then we leave and we fucking go to the No Jumper store. I go in, I set up all the shit myself, clock in to do the interview. We do like 8 minutes of interview that basically makes no sense because at this point it's like 8 a.m. and like whatever fucking drugs he was on earlier have clearly worn off.
Yeah.
Like him on Molly at 2 a.m. wanted to do the interview. Him at 8 a.m. fucking fading off of it. It was like the stupidest fucking
What do you
thing
guys
ever.
like actually talk about though?
It was like I remember one part of it. I was like, so you told me that because I was trying to talk about Space Ghost Perp because I'm like, you're from Florida. People don't know that you actually were a fan of a lot of the SoundCloud rap that was coming out of there before you actually fucking popped off. And he's just like, Adam, bro, you can't be talking about all these dudes. I don't fuck with them dudes. And so I'm like, well, what about Space Ghost Perp? You told me you saw him at the store one time. He's like, Adam, come on, you can't ask me that, man. He kept telling me not to ask him anything good. Like, but it's weird. It's like, it's at that point, it's like you're not even doing a fucking interview because he's just talking to you. He's not, you know, like I can't run that. So
Right.
I have it still on my computer. It's like the stupidest fucking thing ever.
So-
So you never put it out? Okay,
No,
okay,
that was
okay.
too-
You said it was
too
8
dumb.
minutes only?
It might have been 10. It might have been 15, but it could
that-
have been 2 because I knew right from the beginning it was over. You know,
I did an interview once, and this was like the hardest thing in my life. So the interview was fine, right? And I shot it, but there's like 2 camera angles. One's my angle, one's the artist angle, right? The dude who was doing my camera angle like completely shot it all out of focus, right? But I wanted to put the interview out really badly. So what I did was when I got back home, because I filmed that one in Toronto, I went back home to Vancouver, and dude, I had to I really went to a park and tried to make the setting look the same, and I just like refilmed all of my questions.
What?
Yeah.
How did that work out?
I did it like halfway, and I'm like, this is never gonna work. And then I scrapped it.
I
But
thought you were gonna say you animated it.
no.
I'm like, is there no other way you could have did that and like kept his footage and like?
No, there's really no way. But at that point, it's just not worth it. But dude, scrapping interviews sucks. Like I hate that.
Do you like being on camera or not being on camera? Because you do both, right?
What do you mean? I do
Are you
both.
always on camera?
Yeah, I'm always on camera.
Oh, okay.
This
I
nigga
thought-
didn't watch none of your videos.
Bro, this nigga doesn't even know who you are.
Shut the
No.
fuck
He doesn't
up.
even
No,
know
I,
why
I
you're
thought you had
sitting
done
here.
something. You weren't on
I'm
camera.
convinced now.
I hate you.
Nah. But
Don't ever get 2 asshole co-hosts like this. This will be
I feel like you
bad.
need them though. I feel like without that would be kind of boring. No.
No, it's like
Nobody want to
little
watch his
peanut
bitch ass
gallery.
by himself. He's gonna say, "Hey kids, it's porn, 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 porn."
Yeah.
You should make a hoodie that says "porn takes over."
Yeah. I probably shouldn't do that. No.
You want to do a
No,
collab?
him.
Oh, you
No,
should. Okay. Okay.
you don't want to do his
Plug
type of
talk
collabs.
Yeah,
Porn takes over.
he's gonna put you on plug.
Do not do a plug talk collab with him,
Yeah.
please.
No. I'm good. I'm
For
good.
the love of God, for the children.
Yeah,
Don't do it for the kids,
no,
please.
No kids talk.
No,
Kids talk.
everyone asked like on the comments of the interview. There's like, "Yo, did you do the plug talk episode?" I'm like,
I hate that too because now whenever I interview a fucking girl, that's like every comment is like,
For
"Oh, you
sure.
should have done plug
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
instead," and I'm like, "God damn it!" So now I only get the girls who have like the thick skin and don't mind
And a thick ass.
And-
Pink wig, thick ass, give him whiplash.
okay,
Speaking of Nicki Minaj,
Coil Ray.
huh?
Collab
they have
coming
like a
soon.
song
You don't know
together,
because you
right?
don't fucking read the news ever.
yeah.
I forgot that was on
didn't know either.
MSNBC.
You didn't
when
know
I
that?
wake up in the morning.
Okay, so this is what happens.
News.
Breaking
It's on
news.
CNN,
Carla
I
Ray.
forgot.
That's a big deal. Nicki don't put up verses like ever. But
She just dropped 2 songs
okay, so Coil Ray.
with Lil Baby.
Coil Ray behind the scenes had the agreement in place that Nicki was going to get on her song, right? And then fucking Benzino is on.
That's her
I
dad,
think
right?
he's on. Yeah, he's on Clubhouse, and he fucking airs it out and just mentions
Idiot.
it. And then Nicki is pissed off because the news is already out there, so she cancels it. And says,
Scraps
"I'm
the
not
song.
going to do it."
Damn, that sucks.
Then the label starts pressing Nicki, really pushing her, and then Coy actually ends up getting on the phone with Nicki and this is like Nicki said this like in the media or some shit afterwards in like another interview or something, said that she actually talked to Coy, had the long ass phone conversation, and realized how much it meant to her, and then Nicki decided to put it out. But the fact that her dad almost blew it, and they have such an up and down relationship where like she's dissing him in a song, and then they're talking about being cool on Twitter, and like
So
they're
she's like AD, basically.
they're on and off over and over and over, and then imagine if he had actually fucked up the Nicki. Oh my god.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm more surprised that people are still using Clubhouse. Like, is that not
right.
sad? Yeah.
It's weird though because we're seeing the old heads embrace it. Fucking Whack 100 can't stay off it. Benzino loves
Yeah.
it, but then meanwhile the young kids like you who are supposed to be the people who are enjoying it are I don't think that
Right.
interested in it.
Not
Right?
paying attention.
Like, do you do the Twitter one at all?
Twitter Spaces, it's the
no,
same exact
no.
thing. Yeah.
But sometimes here and there will be like Jay-Z will be in. I'll be like, I kind of want to hear his like.
Shit like that, I would click on.
Yeah.
But realistically, how am I going to see it if Jay-Z goes on Twitter Spaces? I'm going to see a YouTube re-upload of it after the fact.
Definitely, I watch Clubhouse more on YouTube than anything.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
all the
so
time.
facts.
I feel like I did when it kind of was first becoming a thing, and now I'm kind of just like, unless it's something really crazy that was said.
Unless the room is well moderated, because when I listen to Wax rooms, they're pretty well put together. They don't let people talk all crazy, but I'll listen to some like super like gang shit of like random ass people arguing, and their Clubhouse rooms are so badly moderated sometimes.
It's just everyone speaking at the
10
same time.
people yelling
Yeah.
in the background.
Terrible.
That shit makes me want to fucking kill myself.
Terrible.
Well, you should never do it.
Never commit suicide.
55th Street.
Is Crip Mac off brand for Kids Take Over?
Is what it?
Crip Mac?
Crip Mac.
Please say you don't know who Crip Mac is.
I'm happier that you're here than him. I'll say that. Yeah.
No, but they are very similar.
No, I wouldn't say that.
I was gonna say, like, have you? I mean, I guess besides like Nardo Wick or I guess maybe Southside, but like, have you dove into the whole like I'm gonna get the street artists, I'm gonna tap in with the hoods?
Are there
Like,
drill
if I-
rappers in Vancouver
No,
that you're ignoring?
No, just no. Let's no.
Because
but,
that is the interesting thing when you think about it. Think about the fact that Cole Bennett never really did anything with like Chicago drill artists, even though that's kind of
Some
like.
of them.
yeah, he did like Lil Durk, but you're saying after
Okay,
he
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
make
but
the
like
music.
he
You
never.
don't watch anything.
Oh fuck you! He never did like the underground street shit, even though he so easily could. He kind of like stayed away from the politics
Yeah,
of it,
but
which I think is probably smart for him in the long run.
I think that was the best thing he could have done. He found more of a because at the time you got to realize it is like the way that street rap is like the main kind of rap right now. It's different subgenres of rap,
Yeah.
and that wasn't the sound at the
At
time.
the time. Now, he probably would do it if it was like a new Cole Bennett. He would probably focus straight on the street shit.
Well, like 16 shot him. He's not doing videos, but he's doing fucking interviews. He's kind of like taking over that lane, but that lane was fucking wide open. Because R.I.P. Zach TV, obviously.
Yeah,
It's the
R.I.P. to Zach
elephant in
TV.
the room there.
I think it gets to a point though where it's like it's nice to see the different subgenres and nice to see the different people tapping in with the different scenes because like you know what I'm saying like we like me and AD as artists like we may not have the same fans that are crossed over until maybe they hear us on a song together or they like
Oh,
you know
so you're trying to make that happen?
Mixtape coming soon.
Yes.
the No Jumper album is coming soon.
All right, and by the way, we didn't mention this earlier. We probably should have because it's a big deal, but we finally actually got the approval from the bank for the loan for the new No Jumper space. We're signing the paperwork on Tuesday, so that, like pay attention.
Today or next Tuesday?
Next
You
Tuesday.
better
So,
fucking make sure you're here on time
no,
after you sign
we're
that
going to go
paper,
meet up
buddy.
with our realtor at midnight.
You go to the realtor. This is bad podcasting.
Listen, you got to be more serious about being a realtor, all right?
AD's ticked. AD's ticked today is just saying bad podcasting and hot pickles. We're gonna have a talk. Tuesday is when we're signing that shit. So you're gonna
Nice.
see a lot of updates on the No Jumper social media as we document the build out of the space.
Now that's fired.
We're gonna create a cage for House Phone to live in.
Can we?
Of course, you want to tie a black man up
my
and put him
God.
in a cage.
That's why I was like,
I just think like a little like ketamine dungeon that you can sort of like have in the corner.
Nigga, I'm finna be in a Jack Shack.
Are you
going
down
crazy.
to live there? Can we just let House Phone live there?
Why would I want to live there?
There's a
do
shower.
I got a
y'all
crib.
want like surprise us, or do y'all want like us to see?
Yeah, I
it?
want to see it first.
You can come, if
Surprise.
you want to come Tuesday.
Can I
come
decorate the fucking the disconnected room?
It's not going to be a disconnected room. It's all going to be one set.
you said- I thought you said
different-
it was
We
like-
was gonna have 3 different sets.
Yeah, you
No,
said
no.
it was like 20 different rooms.
No, we're
in
gonna
that
have
bitch.
one set that's gonna have all movable pieces.
Listen, big house, long hallways. I got 10 bathrooms. I could shit all day, nigga.
Okay,
So how many bathrooms we gonna have?
3.
Oh, we need 2 more built in.
No, we need 7 more built in if we're gonna get to 10.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just need one. I need one directly.
Please just don't come to the office if you're gonna shit all day.
I'm
Because
gonna take a
if we
shit
have
right
10
now.
bathrooms, you're gonna shit in all of them. I'd be disgusted.
And you know what I'll do?
And we'll let Fudge
That's
really
what he
clean
did
up.
today. He showed up at the office and he
Yeah.
immediately takes like a 10-minute shit.
Because think about it. I have a 45.
10 minutes not that bad, but
Bro, I have a 45-minute
It is
drive.
when you're here. In here, there's like a porta potty. Get it done.
okay.
No, I have a
He
40.
just don't wipe. He just comes right
Yeah.
back.
True, that's true.
I get my ass licked clean
I
by
have
AD.
I have a 45.
God, that's your tick today. You
Yeah.
tick every fucking day.
I have a question. Do you guys have like in your culture? Do you guys have like a lota?
In our
Culture?
culture.
Whoa,
Well, I mean, you guys are not white. I'm separating
I
you from
like this
Adam.
nigga, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Ask
But
him.
like, do you guys have okay? So like, I'm from Pakistan, so like we have this thing called a lota.
My homies too.
Yo, honestly, it might be related.
Packy Bros.
I mean, yeah.
That's why I like you. I hang with these niggas so much.
Chief Takeover collab.
Nice.
That's great.
But
I
yeah.
got 2 homies named Muhammad too,
Okay.
and they're brothers.
I have the most common name in the
This
world.
nigga scratches his head like, okay.
They
Yeah,
both
like,
named
all right,
Muhammad.
all
They're
right,
brothers.
I'm fucking weak. Okay, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was
bro?
saying like we have this thing called like a lota, right? Which is pretty much like a little pot and that has like water in it. So
That's where you shit at?
it's not what you shit in. It's like what you use to clean. You know,
Like
like
booty hole after.
Because he's
Yes.
laughing.
You have a
Yeah.
kettle of shit cleanse water.
Is it almost
Yeah,
like a
it's just
bidet?
water. yes, like that. It's like a
Well,
culture.
our
It's like a
culture don't have no
man-made
bidets.
bidet.
Does it spray?
We got
like,
something called Charmin, and we wipe away.
Okay. Okay, then I guess you guys don't have it.
How
Never
do
mind.
Crips wipe their ass?
Like
okay.
this?
Maybe, honestly.
Okay, now that better be a goddamn real.
That's joke of the
You
day.
got a reel on every
My
page.
bro, joke of the day. That was amazing.
I've been taking B12 vitamins. My brain works a little better now.
What about when AD tricked Big U into throwing up Compton Crip?
Stop. What do you mean?
He was playing reindeer games with him.
What do you mean?
But what, do you,
That's he
but
loves
what
me,
did he
man.
say that it stood for? He said it. He's like, oh, it stands for something.
Crenshaw Cougars.
Yeah.
You missed one thing.
Burger.
I ain't even gonna say it.
Wait, what? Miss what?
No, I was gonna say you missed one thing that he said, bro.
I would love to know.
How unathletic I was in the game he made me play in. Oh my god.
What, celebrity basketball game?
Oh, you sucked at darts?
No, nigga. No, I won the dart game.
Darts?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He whooped my ass at darts.
I won the dart game.
Wait, is it a basketball game or what was
He
it?
had me play for like Crenshaw High School, like celebrity game, bro. And I was just, let's just say I was the worst person in the
You were the
whole-
worst one?
The worst ever.
No
Well,
buckets.
you seem pretty tall. Just like throw it to you in the post. I feel like you could score.
I'm like a fouler. Just throw me in, you want to get the nigga out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like,
AD's clotheslining niggas for sure. I know that hurt your
How many
elbow.
technicals you got in your life?
That
a
did
million.
result.
A lot, like every game.
Every game.
No, didn't you get 2 techs?
in the other game.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I did.
I got 2 texts like a referee.
You got text in a celebrity basketball game?
twice.
It's like not supposed to happen.
No, maybe in like an NBA
You
finals.
just like
but, like,
clotheslining Chris Brown.
I'm like metal world peace. Like I just get in there.
He's tripping Trace on him.
Fight an audience. Probably somebody in the stands immediately.
You see an enemy in the audience, he runs.
Jumps over the first
off.
30 rows. I heard you from Redacted.
Heard you from Redacted. Bro, we
No, you
kept
remember
saying-
that clip of Chris Brown fighting the dude in the stands at the celebrity basketball game and it was over? He was saying a bunch of blood shit when he was doing it.
That was like really old, no?
Yeah, but it was fucking sick to see Chris Brown really putting his affiliation out there.
Chris Brown's blood trajectory is hilarious to me.
He don't really talk about it that much anymore.
Yeah, you know
right?
what? I like calm down Chris Brown, man. He seems like
Low key blooding.
he seems like he's really in a
He
better
hang,
place.
he hang around the real ones though.
I remember
Hey,
him
for
and
real.
like Soulja Boy had beef. Remember that time?
Man, and you know what?
Over
They're-
who was the biggest blood.
Yeah.
They just looked so goofy, both of them at the same time with that.
Don't you talk about his friend like that.
I'm sorry.
I didn't say shit.
I love Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy is one of my like.
Soulja Boy's your friend, or
No, Chris Brown. Chris Brown.
Oh,
Chris Brown
Brown.
are
I was
besties.
like, I honestly can't tell.
Dude, me and Chris Brown saw each other when we were fucked up one time, and it was like we were best friends, like the fucking happiest.
I could definitely see
He's
him
so
being like
happy
that.
to see me. I'm so happy to see him, and I never got to follow. Like I never figured out how to get the interview.
Because he
after
woke up
that.
the next day like, why the fuck was I being nice to this bitch?
Bitch to this dickhead. No, but there was a fucking porn star at the party that we had both fucked, and she was standing
Redacted?
right there, and I'm just like, yo, and this is your homie too, and he's like, yeah, and we're like doing like a 3-way hug all of a sudden and shit.
Oh, pause.
Redacted.
Did y'all do a 3-way?
No, but a Madge.
Imagine.
Told you he's bisexual.
I was with Lena. She got to sit on the couch and watch.
keep him off the kids channel, please.
You're out here,
Yeah,
man.
don't worry.
Babe, me and Breezy about to do our thing here real quick. No. Don't pick on my phone
You
either.
good, you can get it.
Breezy.
It's all bad. He can't just show up and start picking all my shit up.
You're
Why am I
dropping
dropping so much
everything.
shit?
Yeah.
Listen, you should set up the Breezy Sky Bree collab.
Oh, I love that idea.
Breezy and Bree.
He's gonna be like, I can't wait for the No Jumper clip title.
Oh, that's gonna be a
Chris
good
Brown
day.
just doesn't do interviews in general, though, so I don't think it's that he wouldn't do it with you.
He's getting tired of fucking being asked about beating Rihanna like 18 years
Oh,
ago.
I'm not bringing that up. I'm
You
gonna keep
wouldn't?
it all fun and games.
You wouldn't ask like how that affected him, like
No,
his career.
because I don't think that. I think it's been over
It's been
discussed,
overdone,
and
yeah.
I feel like if I was gonna do an interview with him, I'm gonna just talk about all fun shit.
I
That's
think
good,
that'd
though.
be like the last thing that somebody should bring up in an interview in 2022.
Definitely, somebody. can
Somebody
bring it
would.
up.
Somebody
Just
would.
not- I just wouldn't want to do it because with him, I feel like that would be kind of like the easy
It's like you're
route.
baiting-
is-
you're baiting
It
him.
would be like, why would he ever want to do it if I was going to do that?
No,
I
facts.
would want to be like talk about fucking doing an album with Young Thug in like a couple days. And
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's one of those albums that like sometimes the songs will come up on like shuffle on my Apple Music, and I'm like, this was actually a really good
It
fucking
was pretty
album.
underrated. It was pretty underrated, yeah.
Like for real. And didn't they do like a rolling out set where they only performed that album together?
I think that's when we was there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but honestly though, man, like, you know, obviously it's a lot of people, you defend an abuser, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I feel like people can make mistakes. People can come back from their mistakes. And I feel like if you let the music speak for itself and not get into all the extras of it.
Yeah, and I mean, if you were gonna have to like not do content with people who beat women, then I would have to find 2 new podcast co-hosts right now.
Yo,
Speak for yourself.
what the fuck?
That was a terrible joke.
Yo,
Bad podcasting.
listen, Adam, you got to start taking podcasting a little more seriously.
Stop accusing
You
me
can't-
of beating
You can't be
women.
throwing out allegations.
That's,
like
but
that.
that's one thing about the internet, though. I just like it seems like they just want to cancel you. There's
Yeah.
no, you know, what I'm saying redemption story or anything like that. You know, like a lot of actors, they can be on drugs, they get all fucked up, and then they could come back and just.
But I feel like doing
shine.
drugs is not the same as like things. Yeah.
I'm going to beat my hoe.
At least now, like
I'ma
it's not the
beat
same
my
thing.
hoe.
But yeah, you guys team? Are you guys team Kanye or team Skeet?
Skeet.
You're a
Kanye.
fucking, you're a
Skeet
fucking
all day.
hoe ass nigga. That's
What about
why.
you? What about you?
Definitely Team Kanye.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
He is Skeet. Look at him.
No. The bigger question is, I'm pretty sure you've seen Kanye ranting about his kids in
Yeah.
school and them staying off of TikTok. Okay, are we Team Kanye as a parent? Or are we Team Kim as a parent?
Kim.
Dude, Kim seems like an amazing parent, bro. Let's be honest. Like I know I'm a Kanye fan, but
Okay.
but I'm gonna be honest. I feel like his fans
How
are
the
just.
fuck do we know about their
Wait,
parents?
just hold on.
Well, I'm just saying from what I see online,
Yeah.
she seems like an amazing parent, right? And
Yeah, it's crazy.
people are bashing her too much just because they like his music, bro. It's like give it a fair share.
I think I see the exact opposite of people are bashing him, acting like his requests are just fucking unridiculous. When all he's doing is asking.
New word.
Huh?
That's definitely a new word.
What was the word?
Ridiculous.
I'm
I
sorry.
like that.
Unreasonable, ridiculous. You know, I kind of collab them together. But
if I was a kid, I'd rather be at Kim's house because she got TikTok. We
No,
go
it's
on
not
TikTok
about that.
the whole
You
damn
just-
time.
yeah, but it's not about what the kid
We gotta
wants.
listen to MGK and
you
we have a
will-
good old
but it's
You
not
just
time.
want to. I ain't gonna listen to niggas.
I'm in love with an emo girl.
I'm not
But it's
listening to
like-
no nigga who ain't never ate cream of wheat.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like if you really think about it, it's just like the things that he's asking is completely reasonable. Like, first of all, the terms and conditions of TikTok, you have to be a certain age to even be on it.
No, they have a kids version.
Okay, well, keep her on the kids version. She doesn't need to
I
be.
don't know what the fuck she's doing on TikTok.
That's one of his main problems. So that you're acting like he was asking something that's so
I
unreasonable.
trust Kim and her TikTok.
You trust
thoughts.
You trust the
Simpy,
circus.
simpy.
Whatever she wants to do on
wants the Kim
TikTok,
K
she's the
energy.
queen of social media. She basically
Yeah, but
invented
why
it.
would you want? So if you're the queen of social media, you understand the effects of it more than anything. Why wouldn't you want to shelter your kid from that until they're at an appropriate age to be able to really process what's going on?
I would assume that she's probably sheltering her from certain
she's
elements
not,
of
though.
TikTok. She made her. She let her make a video to a bad MGK song wearing some goth makeup.
Yeah,
And
but
you don't
like,
see how that's a problem for a little girl.
she's like
I
8
don't
years
give a-
old, isn't
no,
she?
I don't really think that's
What
a
do you
problem
think?
at all.
Because
Why would
you
that
have
be a
kids,
problem?
right?
Yeah, but
Kids love putting on face paint and shit.
But we
Why
have
would,
different-
what do you think is bad about it?
I mean, what is gothic shit derives from. It's like devil
You
shit.
never
isn't
did
it?
Halloween as a kid? You can't wear fucking
I didn't
ghoulish
wear.
face
I didn't
paint?
wear gothic shit, but I'm just saying gothic shit.
I love
is
how this
derived.
all of a sudden you've just decided that that's inappropriate. I don't feel like if we had
This
this
nigga asked me
conversation,
a question,
if we had
dummy.
this conversation 2 weeks ago, there's no way that you would have said that that was inappropriate
What do
for a
you-
little kid to wear makeup. Why,
But
Josh?
it's not.
Who
it's-
said
it's
makeup?
not
You let
about-
your kids
it's
wear face
not-
paint? What the
Gothic.
fuck?
You
It's
gonna
not
ask
about
How
another-
is it gothic?
You gonna ask another white nigga, bro? And you
I
gonna
like
sit
how
there.
all of a sudden it's gothic.
This guy asked me a question,
Face
and
paint
your
is
dumb ass
gothic
went in
now.
and spoke out of turn.
No, spoke out of turn. I'm pretty
Shut
sure
the
this is a
fuck up when he
podcast.
asked me a question.
This is a podcast.
Did
There's
he
no
ask
speaking
Adam a
in
question,
turn.
or did he ask me a question?
What was the question?
He said, "How do you feel as a parent?" You said, "Yeah, I don't know whether
Okay, answer the question now. But I like how you don't want to deal with
But
the
if I did it-
I like how you don't want to deal with the fact that I'm
if I
making more
did-
sense
no,
with
you're
you,
not
so you
making
start
fucking
saying I'm
sense.
speaking
No, you're
out
not.
of turn.
Because if I did that to you, you'd be
Speaking
like,
out of turn.
If I
Can
did
you
that
guys
to him,
stop
he would
arguing
be
and
sitting
let's
there
get back to
tripping.
the
He's just
actual
talking out of his
question?
ass. I'm making a
No,
very
he
good
asked
point.
me a
Okay,
fucking
deal
question.
with what I'm actually saying. That a kid wearing face paint is not at
We
all
didn't say
out of line
face
or
paint. We
offensive.
said gothic,
It's
you
about-
dickhead.
How is it gothic?
It's the imagery.
He's singing a song about gothic shit,
About loving an
dumbass.
emo girl.
I'm in love with an emo girl is a gothic song. You're the
Okay,
first person who
you're
has
taking
ever
it-
said that.
You're taking it too literal. Like you got to think about.
No, I'm
coming
not.
from,
I'm
like,
actually dealing with what happened.
But you're taking it from like your fucking anal cunt like view.
Yeah,
like oh yeah,
dickhead.
like
Okay.
that's the real.
He think that she just paint
that's
her
the
face
real-
like a little girl.
Deal
No.
with
yeah.
what I'm actually saying
that's
because
what
you
I'm
bring
saying.
up some shit that has nothing to do
Yes,
with
it does,
anything. You're
because
going to
you
bring
have-
up some band
because
I
you
liked
have-
in high school.
Because you have a different view of like what is actually gothic and what's
And
demonic.
he don't think that
what's,
we know about stuff. Nah.
So your whole life when you got dressed up for Halloween,
Yeah,
that,
but me-
that was like you putting on a gothic
no,
uniform
me
all
being,
of a sudden?
me being a teenage mutant ninja turtle is not the same
Exactly.
as me
I think
dressing up
dressing
like
up like a
Playboy Cardi,
ghost, dressing up
Playboy
like a
Cardi
ghost on
vampire.
Halloween or whatever is pretty normal.
is she
Yeah, but-
dressing up like a ghost?
She wasn't dressed.
That's
but-
what I got from that face paint. It didn't look like she was trying
Okay.
to dress like fucking Marilyn Manson.
Can we agree to? I mean, that's kind of what the vibe was.
Exactly.
Can we
And
can we
the-
just agree to disagree on that and move on?
I'm excited to know that MGK is a goth
That was a pretty
artist.
good idea.
A
I
bottle
mean,
fell.
emo. What like
What's wrong with emo?
black people
God.
think anything that is not godly is the opposite.
And I told
I
him
how
fell
can you
in
not-
love
I
with an
told him
emo
that-
girl.
I told him that
emo
earlier.
means-
That's
to
inappropriate.
Halloween shit
to
too
black
as well.
people, emo means slit your wrist. It means
Exactly.
worshiping the fucking devil,
Yes.
bro. Literally.
And see, you know,
I
There
grew
is
up with
no
a black,
way
So if
that
you-
black people actually think
Yes,
that
they- yes,
emo
they
means
do.
slitting your wrist.
Bro,
you're not black.
Yeah, how are you gonna
pasty
tell us that?
motherfucker.
It's the most ridiculous thing I've
I
ever
feel
heard.
like you guys are just not gonna agree on this.
Yeah, like,
Not
it's
happening.
like-
Because he thinks he knows it
Yeah,
all
we're
about
literally
our
trying
culture.
to tell you, bro.
You're just making shit up.
We're not making nothing up.
Emo means killing yourself.
Why would we make some shit up how black people view the shit?
Fuck? I'm telling you how my actual mother has reacted to me.
You played "I'm in love with an emo girl" for your mother.
Nigga,
No.
I took my daughter's TikTok
what have I
away
caused, man?
because of
Because she
some
was
emo
DMing
shit.
with fans.
No, emo shit. She was sitting there acting
was acting
emo.
emo.
I took that shit away from her for
They
that.
literally-
I think you guys and we need to define emo, and I don't know if now is the time
No,
to do it.
your term
'Cause you're
of
pretty
emo
much
is
just
not the
putting
same as
everything
ours.
under the umbrella. Your daughter DMing No Jumper fans, emo. Slit
No,
her
I
wrist,
never said that.
emo.
You a
Face
goddamn
paint,
lie. Don't
emo.
How is
don't
that
fucking
not
put that
all
on my
emo?
kid, fool.
I'm in love, emo.
Don't
girl.
put that on my
All
kid
those
because I didn't
things
say
are
that.
emo.
Now you putting words in my mouth.
What?
I didn't say DM and No Jumper fans is emo. I'm talking about when she's saying that I want to die and and my family is doing
didn't know
this.
she was
I'm
saying
considered that as emo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So don't put everything in the same bunch.
I still see the shadows in my
MGK
room.
might be a little too risky. You might want to make sure she doesn't block MGK on Spotify.
You guys can agree on that. I feel like you can agree on that.
gonna
Block
try to hit you
MGK.
again.
We'll agree
I
on
just
that.
I understand you come from a different culture, so you can't fathom.
He can't wrap his head around. Oh
Yeah.
my God, black people looking at it like this.
And I'm not
it's
saying
wrong.
all black people.
It doesn't
I'm not
matter.
generalizing it.
What matters, what we should be talking about, is not how black people in general feel about it, but if it's okay or not. And
we
I
said-
think it's
that's all
perfectly
perspective.
fine.
He asked me a question and you jumped out of turn and gave your opinion about
So
it.
again, instead of talking about the actual idea that I'm talking about, you're going to accuse me of
Nigga,
speaking out of turn.
If he asked you a question, I'm gonna shut the fuck up and wait until you finish.
Actually, I feel like we all kind of talk regardless of who gets
Yeah,
asked
we
the
definitely-
question.
we definitely do that.
Pretty
Okay, but look,
ridiculous.
so you don't
enough.
agree. I mean, you do agree that it's fine.
Yeah, I
You
think
don't
it's fine.
agree, and I'm kind of somewhere in the middle.
If my kid was, 6 years old and she wanted to make a little dancey TikTok to a bad MGK
Yeah.
song that she
But can
likes
we-
because it sounds like it was made to appeal to 6-year-olds.
But can we be
What is
honest?
I'm just going to
Wait, wait,
accept
What is
that.
the paint for though?
Because
I
kids
don't
like
think it's
messing
about-
around, putting on
So
filters.
you're
I
telling
don't
me
know.
the song has nothing to do with the paint?
Her mom owns a makeup company,
So
Okay.
that's
or
what,
actually what?
So she's
her-
putting on
Okay,
makeup.
wait, wait, okay.
I don't know. Her aunt, maybe?
We're going in circles, guys. Look, I don't think that even the face paint or the song, I think the main issue is like her being a kid, her being subjected to the type of stuff that her mom, the aunts, and all that stuff are subjected to on a daily.
Whatever
They're
she's
grown-
dealing with on TikTok can't possibly be as bad as the way that she must feel knowing that her dad is talking about her on Instagram and saying all these terrible things.
What is he saying that's so terrible?
Trying to be a
Be-
good parent is terrible.
Thinking about him threatening and like, you know, saying all this awful shit
about
to
her
Skeet.
mom's boyfriend? Why the fuck does she give a fuck
Who
about
cares?
Why would she care about the fucking guy that is basically now her fucking probably main
Bro, do you
male
really take
figure
that-
in
you
her
take
life?
their
You
relationship
really
that
think
serious?
that? She's probably spending a lot more time with him than Kanye
I
now.
doubt
Don't you
it.
think?
No, I
he's
don't
probably
know.
got his own life.
And
You're
then
right.
nobody can replace your fucking dad. It don't matter where your mom
I
fucks with.
think if my mom and dad were arguing on Instagram, that it would be kind of traumatic for me. And he's clearly the one who's launching these attacks.
wait, I've-
But it's still your
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah.
And did you even
Being-
watch the
acting like an
rant?
asshole.
He wasn't even fucking. He wasn't yelling.
No, yeah,
he
but
wasn't being.
He does this thing where he
combative.
acts super fucking aggressive, and then he'll act totally sheepish. And like the way that he was talking to Pete in the text conversation, where he was like, "Come to Sunday service." It's like, why are you inviting me to a church service when you were just saying that you wanted to fucking cut my head off?
Well, he basically was saying
But why
like,
are you saying
I'm not gonna,
I'm in bed with your wife instead of I'm in bed with my woman?
I mean, he
also
wasn't
antagonizing.
Yeah, he was definitely antagonizing.
They're not
the fuck
married
out
no
of him.
more, right?
It's a
He's
statement
bitch
of fact. No,
He's
they're
a
not
bitch.
divorced.
Okay, I have a
yet.
question though. If like, let's say you got the Kanye interview tomorrow, would you? I'm actually curious. Would you like say this stuff to Kanye?
Yes,
Like,
because
really?
there's no point in me.
And I would hope Kanye slapped the shit out of this nigga.
Wack was just saying the
Facts.
same thing. I wouldn't talk to him unless he wanted to argue.
And look, one of the other main points he was making was that I guess the school that she goes to, how he had no say. The thing that Kanye is trying to convey
Trying
is
to
that
be a parent.
he has no say so.
Right.
It's not even like he gets to voice his opinion or be a part of these decisions, even if it's just like the little alien thing on the backpack or
But do you think
her
that
being
him-
on TikTok.
Do you think him talking about it on his Instagram makes it
Nobody
more
else
likely
is
that he'll
listening.
have
Nobody
involvement in
else
that?
is
That
listening.
seems like his only way of getting his wife's attention to do anything.
And it's something that they love. They love social
he
media.
literally said that she blocked his numbers and shit, bro.
He's hurting his own case. If his goal is to have a relationship where he's able to spend more time with his kids, he's making that
Bro,
less
have
likely
a-
every time he says some
Have
crazy
a
shit on
soul
Instagram.
and see what somebody is trying to do
I
as a
see
parent.
where he's coming from. He's handling it bad.
But what would you do if you're like, what else should he? Let's say he took it off the internet. What should he do, considering she's blocking his number and stuff?
You should keep it private. You shouldn't be putting it on Instagram.
Yeah, but I
for
mean-
7 million followers or whatever, obviously.
He probably has way more.
It's
than 7
super
million
immature
followers.
and fucked up.
No, he
Like,
actually has. Like,
But
around that
okay,
many.
let's say
It's kinda weird,
you
yeah.
and Lena break up, right?
Right.
And you say, I don't want Parker doing this right now.
I don't want
and
Parker going to this specific school.
or anything. You're gonna sit there as a father. You're gonna be like, damn, I don't have no say so
Yeah.
of whatever
I'm not
happens
gonna
in my kid's life.
I'm not gonna post it on Instagram the same way.
Okay,
same
maybe
way I've
you-
never posted about anything in my relationship
would
or
you-
anything in my kid that wasn't
would
positive
you
on
feel
my
pissed
social
off?
media.
Would you be pissed off?
You're
Sure.
talking about the feeling on the inside.
I
not-
would, yeah. If I felt like things were out of control and my kid was doing stuff I wasn't okay with, I'd be pissed off. Yes.
And
would,
if you feel
would I
like-
post about it on my Instagram? No, because I'm a sane human
But
being.
what if that's the only way that you feel like you could get your
It's
point
not
across?
the only way.
But
But if you're a self-absorbed egomaniac, you might
no,
think that
so
was
if,
the
so
only
if
way.
your baby mama blocks your number, how are you going to contact for the kids?
I'm going to do a whole host of things before I make an Instagram post about it. The same way I've never seen you argue with your baby mamas on Instagram. Want to know why? Because grown-ups don't do that shit.
But at the end of the day, I have a direct
On Wednesdays.
I have a direct connection to them. Best believe if I couldn't get in touch with my
You'd
kids,
start making a bunch of Instagram posts about it.
my nigga, I see niggas do it all the time. They be
Yeah,
like, I miss-
as your friend,
miss my
I would
child.
advise you not to do that because you're making yourself look like a fucking
People
dummy.
will say, I miss my child. Hey, this is this, this is this, this is that at the end of the day. Now, you might be right about you shouldn't go to social media with it, but sometimes in today's society, that's what all people feel like they can express themselves now.
Most people don't. Almost everybody I know
That's
doesn't
not true
argue
at
with
all.
their.
Not true at all.
Almost everybody I know has never argued with their baby mama or
Are
baby
you
daddy
crazy?
on social media.
You don't follow a lot of black
Yeah,
people
yeah.
then.
Or like, I don't think racism.
But
means-
I see
do-
that shit all the
why-
time.
This is a question you need to ask yourself: is why your response is always to denigrate your own race because you're just basically implying buying a negative stereotype about your own people. Why would
will
you
say-
do that?
Wait, wait.
It's just what my people do sometimes.
I know.
But
and
it's not
I'm
even
saying,
that.
and
Your
I'm
people-
saying I think it's super immature. Argue with that. Don't just be like, that's what every black person does, because why would you want to put that on your own people?
But when we flip the same shit with shit that we don't see that you do, you like, oh, it's just normal. It's not normal.
Okay,
to
wait,
us.
wait. I got an
So
example.
you think that? So your argument is that you think it's totally perfectly fine to argue on your social media
No,
with your baby
no,
mama.
not at
I think
all.
that it's a stupid way to handle things,
No,
especially
1000%.
if you're
Yes.
one of the most famous people on earth, and your baby mama is also one of the most famous people on earth.
Nobody's disagreeing with that, but it's Kanye. What the like? It's how he handles
Right.
shit or like
And-
whatever.
And you guys think that I'm in the wrong
No,
for
no.
acknowledging that
No,
it's stupid.
we're not saying your opinion is wrong, but just don't down ours or see where we coming from. We saying ours.
I feel like I'm doing a better job of
No, you just
explaining
always
it.
think you're fucking right.
Well, explain to me why you're right and why it's actually a
I
good
didn't say
thing.
that I was right. I
We
said
literally
this is
told
the
you-
opinion.
Why do you have an opinion if you don't think you're right?
we told you about how many like about how some
Bro,
black
it's like you
households,
get more frustrated the more sense that I make.
No,
Explain
no, you
why.
sound- let me tell you why.
Explain
You
why
sound- you sound-
Kanye talking about
He
that
sounds
stuff on
stupid
his
as fuck.
Instagram
He
is
sound-
such a
you
good
sound
tactic.
stupid as fuck. You can break this shit down.
You
to-
already acknowledged you don't do it.
You can break this shit down to gangbanging.
We got
right?
like 5 minutes left, y'all.
Listen, you can break this shit down to gangbanging. Do I feel the same way that I felt back then about gangbanging? No. But I can see how certain people still feel that way. Is it right? No. But these people may feel like it's right. You have to understand when you're talking to people, bro,
It's different
everybody
views,
is
bro.
different viewpoints when it comes down to the situation. And all you seem to think about is my viewpoint is right. Your viewpoint is wrong. You shouldn't do that.
Do
That's
you understand
wrong,
that the point of a podcast is for us to both state our perspectives and then sort of
But you're trying to
contrast and
state our
compare?
perspective.
But you're telling us
Try to-
our perspective is
Yeah.
wrong and our people's.
No,
We're
you
not
did say
disagreeing
that.
with you.
I'm explaining my point of view, and
Yeah,
then
but
I'm
you don't
trying to
understand
sort
it.
of, we're trying to get to an understanding of who has the more accurate point of view and what is right
But-
and what is
but
wrong.
Why can't we sit
And
there
you
and
guys
talk
seem-
about it? You're trying to one up what the
But
fuck
you
we're
guys
talking
seem
about.
so against us having a conversation where I state my opinion, and my opinion is that Kanye is in the wrong.
No, I'm-
Explain
And
to
we
me
didn't
why
say-
Kanye's not.
And we didn't,
why Kanye's in the right.
say your opinion is wrong. But you just said our
told us-
people is literally how you guys feel is wrong and what I feel is right. That's not right.
Are you basically said that we
No,
just made? No,
I
wait,
feel
wait.
like my opinion is right. That's why I'm having.
You said
Let me
verbatim
talk,
that we
let me
made this
talk,
up.
let
You
me
said
talk,
that, you said we
let me
made up
talk.
that black people think that certain stuff is demonic.
No.
You literally said that.
You just said that,
You
nigga.
said that verbatim.
No, yeah. I don't
So
think
how do you
that.
even- so
I don't
that's
think
wrong.
the idea that the MGK song is demonic. I don't think that ever crossed anybody's mind. I don't think that that's a logical
That's
opinion
not
to
what
hold.
we were saying, but what we said was that black people view certain stuff as demonic and as unholy, and you
And that-
said
and
you can't
you
excuse
said that we
that.
were making it up, that we're just saying
Let me
anything.
talk.
Exactly.
My perspective
Facts.
is that the thing that we should be talking about is not if black people feel that way, but if it's right or wrong to feel that way.
And black people may feel that it is
It's
wrong.
right. Yeah.
And we're telling you that that is the
okay,
viewpoints
I'm
of
gonna
the
repeat
culture.
what I just said. I don't think we should be talking about if black people think that it's right or wrong. I think we should be talking about if it's
And
right or
he
wrong.
asked me, was it right or wrong? And I gave my opinion. You just start talking. All this happened because you did that.
I feel like I
Talking
caused
on a
all of
podcast,
this.
you
all
think-
your
This is
fault.
literally all my
Why
fault.
do you all
I
of a
made my
sudden?
debut.
But
and this is what
AD,
I
why
caused.
do you all of a sudden think it's bad for me to talk on a podcast?
I didn't say that it's bad to talk, but just don't down our
He-
opinions.
Like what you just said. He asked you a question, you answered it,
He
and
asked-
then I talked.
No, he asked me a question before I can say my opinion.
Okay, but can we
you started
agree that
jumping
we
on your
should be,
shit.
when we're talking about a topic like this, we should be talking about the topic. We should be expressing our opinions and trying to get down to what opinion is better.
And
Because
you
I
couldn't
feel
get
like,
to my opinion because you opened your fucking mouth. Do you not get that?
But do you realize that doesn't make any, like, forget about all this stuff that happened before and let's just talk about, like, when we have this kind of conversation, if we want to entertain the people, we should be both putting our opinions out and trying to figure out which one is right.
But that's all relative. That's perspective.
No shit.
So
That's why we have conversations on camera.
But you can't tell us that what we're saying is made. I couldn't believe you even said that. Like,
Cut
we're
on,
just
get it
making
though.
stuff
He's
up.
gonna
Like,
go home and say,
bro, I
"I'm
can't
so
tell."
right."
I mean, I feel like the comments probably are indicating that they think I'm right on this one.
I think the comments are gonna
Bro,
be not
don't
in your
even do
favor.
that. You know we do this every time.
Exactly.
We could all find comments that agree with what we're
What the
saying.
comments think doesn't really determine who's right and who's wrong.
So don't
but
bring it up.
So
So why
why
does
do
that
you
matter?
have such a hard time having an actual conversation about
Why
something?
can't I answer a question that was asked?
Why
to
can't
me?
you stop talking about that thing that you perceived happening that I have no idea what you're talking about? And let's talk about just this topic. Can we both put our opinions out and have a conversation where we actually like like have a conversation about the idea without you making it into this weird thing
Can
about
we
like
hear my opinion
Why does
before you
everything
talk?
have to be racialized?
What do you mean?
Why can't we just have a conversation about the idea?
This is our viewpoint of where we're talking about. You're
Right.
talking about hip hop culture, what is predominantly African American.
Right.
When it comes down to it, we telling you the whole point of us doing this fucking podcast is to have different viewpoints at the end of the day. You grew up differently than I grew
I
up.
think the
He
point-
grew up
okay,
differently.
you're right.
And once again, you're not letting me explain my
The
fucking
point is
self.
that we both have different perspectives, but we're supposed to be able to like contrast and compare and try to figure out which perspective is right
and
without
I
having
couldn't
to
get
just,
to my
okay,
opinion
stop
because
talking
you
about
did that.
Stop talking about that.
No, nigga,
Let's
you
get
sitting
past
there
that.
tripping right now.
Like that doesn't have anything to do with this.
I'm talking about the part where you literally told us
We're making shit
You
up.
just
that
keep
was
repeating
wrong.
the same shit instead of. I'm asking you guys such a simple question, and you refuse to answer.
I
it.
thought I was.
And
I
we
thought
said
that
it was
a perfect
wrong
answer.
a million times. And we told you why we think it's wrong.
Because you can't
But
tell somebody that
you
their
guys are
opinion-
just refusing to have an actual conversation.
I'm
about
having
the
a
idea.
conversation with you, bro. I'm
You just
not.
keep saying the same stupid shit over and over.
Yo, shit's stupid.
I think we could all just now agree to disagree, just end this and move on. All right.
I just wish that they would actually have the conversation.
I feel like we
I-
have.
We definitely having a conversation. You don't want to hear nothing but your opinion.
No, I'm stating my opinion, and you guys are just kind of like talking about everything except this conversation about what should be done as parents
We're
in this
all
situation.
giving our opinions, but you didn't want to hear our
Yeah,
opinion.
you told us that
we heard your opinion.
didn't happen and that it was wrong.
It
Exactly.
didn't happen.
You literally said we were making it up verbatim.
I think the idea that that song is satanic
We're not
or
talking about
gothic,
this-
that is made up. That's just like some weird thing that
And
nobody
you-
would ever think.
Once again, in the black culture, they associate gothic stuff with devil stuff. How can't
if
you
I-
not understand
but
that?
The question is that right or wrong?
That's how I feel too.
You think that that's a gothic song?
Do I feel that this gothic a derivative of Satan shit? Yes, I do. And
It's
I'm
like,
not wrong for feeling
you-
like
you
that.
don't
That's how I was raised.
You don't gotta be
MGK,
married.
I'm in love with an emo girl.
I don't give a fuck about
satanic
the
gothic
art, the
anthem.
artist, whatever.
You
it
don't
is.
gotta be fucking Marilyn Monroe with his dick cut off upside down on a fucking upside down
Manson.
cross for
Yeah,
it to be
Manson,
like
Manson.
giving off like yeah.
You said Monroe. Yeah.
Whatever. Marilyn Monroe.
I gotta say, you stumped me with that one.
Yeah, but like, you know what I'm saying? You don't gotta be Marilyn Manson with his dick cut off, tied to an upside down cross for it to give off dark imagery.
I'm in love with an emo girl featuring Willow
Emo.
Smith.
You listen to
Featuring
emo.
Willow
I
Smith.
wonder if MGK will watch this. Do you think like he watches this and like, because this is gonna go up, right?
If he does, I'm gonna ban him.
I just think white people just look at everything like like it's
But why does it have to be
Rap
about
music.
who's white?
it's because you have a different viewpoint of it.
And there's, and
you-
we're not saying that your
It's right or
viewpoint is
wrong,
wrong
yeah.
or right. Our viewpoint
You
is right
should,
or wrong.
you should feel so strongly about your opinion that you're able to express it and say, this is why I'm right.
Yeah, but that's also the same way how we sit there and say police brutality is wrong, and then somebody white will say it doesn't happen like that in my neighborhood, so I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck about
Yeah,
it.
that's
It's the
true.
same type of context.
I mean, if a white person were to say that it doesn't happen like that in their neighborhood and therefore it doesn't happen anywhere, that would obviously be factually inaccurate.
People blink an eye to shit like that until it becomes very publicized. Where we come from, we see shit like that every day. That's a real big problem. Do you understand shit like that?
I fail to see how it relates to this
All right.
emo girl conversation, but
I'm just saying, like, I played songs that you wouldn't like. Okay, we wouldn't refer to them as gothic or anything like that, but it would be more on the emo side. And my mom is a type of person that's like, this sad, depressing music. It's the devil getting in your head.
you think that song is sad and
I'm
depressing. I see. You got to actually talk about the song that we're talking about.
I'm talking about the word emo and it being in relation to other music that is classified as emo music or like emo, using the word emo.
Okay, but that song
So-
is just that song. It's not like that song
Okay.
is really like associated with emo music in general.
But I'm saying, like, isn't the whole vibe that MGK is on some emo? Like, he's bringing back emo rock or some shit like that.
like pop punk is what I would really
Yeah, but it's like
call that song.
to the outside viewers, like people that are not really familiar with that type of music. It could give off the emo vibe. It is
Right.
It is emo vibe.
Right.
He's talking about it.
The idea that like a
girl.
6-year-old singing along to that song is inappropriate is the thing that we can't seem to get past because I think that's kind of absurd.
Listen, I don't want my kid to be no type of emo anything at fucking 8 years old.
And putting on the paint that's mimicking it in any type of capacity.
Now, if it was Halloween and you're dressed up as fucking Slayer or something, go crazy.
What is dressing up as Slayer?
I don't fucking know. You know what I'm talking about though. Kiss. I don't fucking know. Like you dressing up like that.
You think a kid dressing up as Kiss is offensive?
No, I just said if it was Halloween and you doing something like that, what is the problem? There's no problem. But I don't know, man. We could disagree.
All right.
Agree to disagree.
Excellent podcast. It's kind of weird that you got to sit here and observe us screaming at each other
No,
for the first
it was
time
just
in a
funny
while.
because like my thing's called Kids Take Over. You guys are like
Straight
arguing,
unking it up.
No. You guys are like
Take over.
no. You guys are arguing about like kids, and it's like it's just like funny.
That's why we brought you on.
Yeah, I mean,
to
Take
officiate the
This
Northwest
is the worst
conversation.
time to have this conversation
Yeah,
with him on
no.
the
I'm
fucking
sorry,
pod.
bro.
no,
I
it's
have to
cool.
deal with this all
This is
the
our
time.
therapist, actually.
No,
We
I
brought
feel
him
like this
on
is
for
like a rendition of like Floozy and Sandpepper, but it didn't get to that extent, obviously.
They start fighting in this bitch.
Yeah.
Who do you think? Who do you think will win the fade between Adam and AD?
MGK.
No jumper, man.
Shout out to everybody who watched this. Like, comment, subscribe. We're going live Friday at noon, and House Phone's going live at, well, it was supposed to be 9, but it's already 9:02.
Let's do 9:30. I'm about to go get food. And come
And I
back.
told my homegirl I would shout her out, Mojo, and her essential line. I
Mojo,
use the
Jojo.
motherfucking butters. That's
I
all
need
gotta
some of
say.
that. I need some face wash,
Dude.
butters, all of that.
Wack tried to call me like a fucking hour or two ago.
Oh, God.
Damn it, I missed